Welcome back to Tabletop Titans for another 9th edition battle report. We've got an epic clash of heroes today with some of 40K's most famous characters on the board.
And infamous.
That's right, infamous indeed. So we've got many characters on the board that have featured in their own novels.
Of course.
So we're going to clash and see who can hang. I actually have no idea.
This is going to be
all of us are murderous.
Yeah.
So we're going to see how it goes. So why don't we jump ahead, take a look at just who's coming on the board today. I am playing the Space Wolves today, and I'm bringing a list that's very different from the last few times I've played it. In fact, that was kind of my call to action, was only take the units I haven't taken before and then sprinkle in a few more. I've got generally a faster list than I had before. And to that regard, I've taken an Outrider detachment for those fast attack slots, but also for the HQ slots, because this army loves its HQs.
Oh, yes.
And I've also taken a battalion as well as my basis. So I'll go through my HQs first. I've got Ragnar Blackmane, of course.
Always, always.
It's like, how could you not? it's a crime. You're like deliberately committing a crime to not put him in. I can't imagine him not wanting. Like, he's at his throne, and they're like, "Oh, there's a battle. I'm there, bro." Like, he's gonna go no matter what. Everywhere in the galaxy, the Space Wolves are. Ragnar's there.
That's right.
I've also woken up Bjorn the Fell Handed for an epic battle. This is the first time I think I've had him in 9th edition. We had him earlier in 8th edition. But he's here. People have been asking for him. And we've got an epic custom model for him, so it's nice to show that off.
Check it out.
I've got a plain old Rune Priest on foot. Just take a few of those psychic powers. And I actually haven't run my Rune Priest on foot, this particular model, yet. So it's good to, give him a chance.
Exactly. Dust him off a bit.
Yeah, he's like, put me in, coach. So I'm getting him out here. I've got Logan Grimnar.
Oh, dang.
The Wolf King. On foot, not on sled. I've got him magnetized, so you can put him in both, but I got him on foot today just because I got a lot of foot characters.
Makes sense.
So he's great. Really excited for him. I forgot to mention that I made Ragnar the Warlord.
Oh, cool,
I don't know that that's actually, it's not the tactically smartest decision, but I like Ragnar. He's earned the right.
That's right.
He's earned the right to lead this warband. I've also got a Wolf Priest in Terminator armor. I love the chaplains, and so he of course has the basic ability from the Space Wolves, which is 6s to wound are double damage against vehicles and monsters.
That should be pretty good this game.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's all right. And then I've also given him the ability for him to power up, which is the +1 attack and damage on himself, because I just like him to be a beast. I've also given him a Warlord trait, which is Saga of the Wolfkin, which is +1 attack on him and then an aura if I kill 5 models. That's the really good Warlord trait.
So good.
And then I've also given him the Wolf and Stone, another +1 attack.
Dang.
So he's kind of
Slapland.
He's kind of a beast. Yeah, I'm really excited about him. Watch out.
Yeah,
he'll get you.
Jeez.
And I've also got 3 squads of Blood Claws, and for the first time on the channel, I put a Terminator in each, with a Thunderhammer Storm Shield.
That's right.
So they got some beating, and it allows them to tank a little bit for the rest of the squad.
Combinations to try out with the Space Wolves in individual squads and characters and things like that. So I'm really curious to see how this
these could be 15-man squads too.
That's right.
That used to be cool. Now with Blast Keyword, it's not so exciting.
It's not as cool.
But it's kind of neat.
We love Blood Claws, though. They're so awesome.
So keeping on that theme, I've also brought 2 units of Swift Claws. Nobody's seen these in a while.
I don't even know what that means. Oh, that's the jump guys.
No, that's the bike guys.
Oh, okay,
the Swift Claws are the bikes. They're swift. So they're basically Blood Claws on bikes. I've also got a Swift Claw attack bike with a multi-Melta.
Sweet.
I've also got Meltas in school. I've also got Power Fist on the leaders of the bikes as well.
Solid.
I've got, for the first time, 5 Wolfen. And the reason I don't bring them to the channel very often is because I only have 5.
Right.
And they're all equipped randomly.
Yeah.
So I've got 1 with Wolfen Claws, 1 with Frost Claws, 1 with a Great Forensian Axe, and 2 with Storm Shield Thunderhammer.
We got 2 of them right.
Yes.
So, the double claw guys.
So that's just how we've got them built. The leader is the one with the Frost Claws.
Yeah. Cool.
It's cool. Okay.
I like it.
Great.
Yeah.
And I've also got 2 units of Forensian Wolves. They're cheap. They're fast. I love them. And then I've got 2 units of Thunderwolf Cavalry. The Sergeant has a Thunderhammer Storm Shield. The other guys have Storm Shields and Chainswords.
Got it.
I can't wait for those Chainswords to get the extra AP. That'll actually make this a really interesting loadout.
That'll be cool. Yeah.
And that's the entire army. It's a lot of different units. It's a lot of different stuff. It's all actually pretty fast.
Yeah.
And none of these units on their own, except the characters, are that killy. But they're all killy for their points.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're all actually fairly efficient.
Right.
So that's what I got.
Oh my gosh. So you got your claws, your claws and your claws.
Tons of claws.
Cool.
Lots of teeth, lots of claws, and actually a surprising number of hammers in here too.
Yeah, seriously. Awesome. Sounds good.
That's what I bring.
Cool deal. Let's take a look at the other side. The bad boys on the block. We have a Black Legion, CSM making the return to the channel. And I also wanted to try something that we haven't played in a while, something different. And this is the Demon Engine Heavy list. So let's go through it. I have actually 2 detachments. I have a battalion and a patrol because honestly, if I could just make this entire army out of HQs, I probably would.
Yeah, that's what I wanted too.
Right.
HQs.
Let's play heroes. Let's do some hero hammer. So we got the next best thing, which is 2 detachments for tons of HQs. I'm led, of course, by the Warmaster himself, Abandon, the despoiler.
Oh no.
I've also made him my warlord, which is still an interesting choice because he gives me +2 command points, and then he gets the extra Death to the False Emperor, the triggering on 5 instead of 6s.
Which is excellent.
Which is amazing.
Yeah.
So I don't have any sorcerers or the other one that gets it, the Dark Apostles, to pass off extra warlord traits, which is a great thing to do.
Yes.
But you'll see why. I have, as well, a Demon Prince. This is the one thing that was different from the list that was posted online. It's a Tzeentch Demon Prince with the Relic Sword that ignores invulns.
Oof.
So he's hunting Wolfen today. And the reason I did that is because I'm still working on my Claw Slanesh one.
Yeah.
So this is the other really good demon relic weapon, right? Those are the 2
I'm
top
scared of
ones.
that.
It's super scary,
okay,
right?
let's see it.
So we've got him. I have a Master Possession, of course, to buff up all demon engines. We have Cursed Earth. We'll have a +1 invuln to all the engines, the Oblitz, things like that. And then I also have Invigorated Mutation, which will let my Obliterators reroll one of their random abilities for their guns.
Fantastic.
So good.
Especially because you can't use command points to reroll those anymore.
It's a big
deal.
deal.
Without this, it kind of takes them down a lot.
I wouldn't take Obliterators unless I was running him or I was running Iron Hands. You need a way to manipulate that.
Yeah.
So that's that. I have 3 units of 10 cultists because you need bodies and you need troops.
You need to fill out those slots.
Exactly. That's the truth, right? Then I have we'll just kind of put the rest all together. I have 3 Venom Crawlers.
Love it.
Normal loadout as always. They are all Slanesh. Won't super matter here as far as the marks. And then I have a single Forge Fiend, one of my new favorite units in the CSM.
And you would have had more of them if you had them painted.
Yeah, I'm going to get 2 more because I really like them. They're so cheap. They're so efficient. Butcher Cannons are out. Hades Auto Cannons are in. So we've got one of those boys.
They're like similar to the Venom Crawlers, but they're just better than the Venom Crawlers.
They're just better.
Is that right?
They don't fight nearly as well as the Venom Crawlers,
right.
but the firepower. I mean, this is 8 strength 8 -1 2 damage shots.
Yeah.
That are now going to be hitting on 3s and re-rolling and all this amazing stuff.
The Venom Crawler is a really cool model though.
He's so
That's
cool.
the thing that it's got going for it.
Well, obviously, like I have them because they're so
them.
awesome,
Yeah.
but they're a little too multi-purpose, I think, right?
Yeah.
So I've got 1 Forge Fiend, 3 Venom Crawlers, and then in my other detachment, my patrol, I have 2 Lord Discordants.
Nasty. I'm always terrified of them.
Yeah, exactly. I have one that's Slanesh with the autocannon, and then I have one that is Khorne, and he's taking the Burning Brand. Burning whatever. The relic that lets me advance and charge, and also re-roll my charges for him. So just a really aggro guy.
So you haven't kitted any of them out to be ultimate murderers. They're just they're just really good murderers.
They're really good murderers
instead of ultimate.
And the weird thing about this game is I'm glad there's not much shooting on your part because I also might want to use them as support characters sometimes, right? Remember the giving +1 to hit 2 demon engines, which normally we don't really see demon engines, so we forget about that ability. So I actually have the Bale Flamer on him too, so that's pretty saucy. And
you
then
pay
1
more
unit
for
of
the Bale
CSM.
Flamer, don't you?
I had 10 extra points, and I was like, let's
Why
do
is
this.
it more? It's not better than the autocannon, is it?
It is better, I'd say.
Because they're fast and they're going up anyways?
Yes. Well, it's a really good flamer.
And
but is it worth the points? I don't know.
Yeah.
But it is D6 shots, -2 around 2 damage.
2 damage.
So it's good. It's just traditionally not worth the points for me. But in this case, he's running up.
Why not?
Let's
see it.
That's me.
All right.
Well, today we are playing GT Pack Mission 22. There are 4 objectives. You want to point those out?
Yeah, we've got 1, 2, 3,
and 4.
Yep.
So 1 in each deployment zone, 2 in no man's land. The primary is to hold 1, hold 2, hold more.
Yeah.
Want to talk a little bit about the terrain?
Yeah, totally. So we've got a bunch of obscuring terrain with these ruins. We have obscuring, 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 obscuring.
Yep.
And then we have, these are industrial ruins on the corners. These are the -1 to hit if you're shooting through it. And then just crates at the ends, giving that nice line of sight blocking. That's it, really.
Big opportunity to hide a lot of the armies on either side here. Now, there's not a ton of shooting. Your side has a fair amount.
I have more shooting, yeah.
But yeah, I think that's always important. One thing I do want to call out: this is a GT Pack mission.
Yeah.
Even though this isn't what we'd call competitive armies.
No.
The GT Pack are better missions, guys.
Yeah, we like them.
That's what's up. The missions are better. The secondaries are better, and there's more missions to pick from. There's only 6 in the book, and there's how many in the GT?
9.
9.
Yeah.
So there's a few more to pick from. So I think you'll probably find that we play the GT missions a little more often, even in our casual games, because there's nothing
Right.
about them that are inherently more competitive.
Yeah.
It's literally just more
It's
balanced.
just more balanced. A lot of the secondaries are tweaked. Some of them less punishing. Some of them are more giving. And it's just better. So yeah,
Particularly,
these
you know,
are,
if you're knights, the Titan Slayer is so
Yeah.
much better. Or if you're the Killmore,
yeah, if you're MSU army,
the MSU is so much less punishing.
can still
the
point.
secondaries.
All right, Adrian is bringing Engage on All Fronts, Assassinate, and Vital Ground.
Well, it wouldn't be a game if I didn't engage in all fronts.
That's
would
right.
it? I have a very aggressive army. Also, Brian does as well, but I can kind of control where I can get the engage. So that's a really, really tasty one for me. I'm taking Assassinate. It's not the best option. It's not the worst option. This is a very, this is going to be fun.
I think Assassinate is good because you know my characters need to be misses, you know?
Right. So exactly, we were talking about this before the game. Like I was deciding between something like this and something like Why We Stand We Fight, which could be Abaddon, the 2 Disco Lords, which like I said, can play very defensively
Especially
and very
when I don't have
support
shooting.
character. Exactly. But then that decides how I have to play them, and I don't get to be as aggressive. This one, on the other hand, does the inverse. It tells Brian, does he want to play aggressive with his really beat stick characters and risk giving them away? So that's why I think it's an interesting one to watch throughout
I
the
will
game.
throw them in because not only will they not die, they will kill all of you.
Ah!
And Vital Ground is the mission specific.
Exactly, and this is basically 3 points if I control Brian's, and 2 points for each of the middle objectives if I control them. You can get up to 7 in one turn. So.
And you're already trying to fight for the center regardless. And if the game starts snowballing your way, you could start picking up points at the end of the game, even if you scored little at the beginning of the game. So it's kind of an interesting secondary.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There is one minor drawback to that secondary. It does score in your command phase, not end of turn.
Right.
It's not the easiest.
No.
It's a great one. Can score you a lot of points.
It means if you get taken off your objectives, you double lose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
I had to stop living like an animal. You get a cut.
I will never stop.
Love it.
That's why he's not on camera.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right.
Bridget's hair is actually like this.
That's right.
With that, Brian is taking Engage on All Fronts, Bring It Down, and Vital Ground.
So it's basically the same, except you've got a lot of vehicles, and I'm going to try and bring them down.
Yes, I do.
So even your characters are vehicles.
I know.
Or monsters, right? Like you got the Demon Prince, the Disco Lords.
That's right.
So it's only Abaddon, and he pretty much should have the monster keyword too.
Take that back.
Yeah. So I think that it's good. Similarly,
Totally.
we're both going to have to take the center. Both of these armies are going to run and clash at each other.
Yeah.
You have a tiny early game advantage because you actually have a decent amount of scary shooting. But when my army gets up close, it's scarier than yours.
Yeah, I'm really worried, especially about things like the double damage litany, because then everything is scary then. Everything.
Right, even the chainswords.
You're just punching me with chainswords.
It's +1, not
it's
double.
not double.
Well,
it's +1. Yeah.
Which
and
means
it's +1 against monsters and vehicles. So your cultists are safe.
That's right. My cultists will only take the 1 damage or whatever.
That's correct.
And you're Blitz.
And my Blitz, that's right. I didn't even say that on my list.
You do have 3
We
obliterators.
implied it heavily. I have 3 obliterators.
Well, you implied it heavily because you said I'm bringing Chaos Space Marines.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There you go.
We love them because I don't know why they don't do better in competitive play.
I don't know either.
But they're really good.
Well, especially
maybe
as
it's this army just doesn't do that well in competitive play.
Overall,
yeah.
CSM are in a tough spot. I still think there's so much to explore competitively, and we're going to try to bringing that to the channel to kind of show some ideas we're thinking about.
I'm permanently terrified of obliterators. They're so good.
Oh my gosh.
They've been the bane. Like every time they've come onto the board, they've dictated the game.
100%.
In the last time I played them, and the time before you played them, they were the unit that won.
They are the game.
Yeah, they are the game.
They love 9th edition, honestly.
And that's why we only bring 3.
Yeah.
Because we think if you bring 6, or heaven forbid 9, it's just that's it. It's lights out.
It's too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Is it a roll off?
It is a roll off.
Dun dun dun. Dice me.
So
do you want it?
I want it only so that I could hide better.
Yeah, I feel
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I can't do anything with first except maybe hide a little better. I can't even hide that much better.
No, you can't.
But I can hide a little better.
I don't know. I have
you have modest range, right? So you don't have shooting with some of your guns?
I have shooting with a lot of them.
With a lot of them.
But the problem is whoever gets on the points is going to get the counter charge.
Yeah, that's right.
So I don't know who actually wants to do
that. Fair enough. All right, let's see it.
Is it me?
Oh, okay.
I want to decide. Yes. I'm actually okay with this. Oh, no.
Oh, so now you do have to decide.
It's my call. All right. Fiddlesticks.
Yeah, because you could pop some shots. You'd kill a bit. It wouldn't be a devastating blow.
No.
And then is the counter charge is the question. I hear you.
That is the question. That is the question. So let's just take a second. So I've got venom cannons over here. They can all reach if I move forwards. I just feel like whatever goes on is going to die.
And the only thing fast enough to hit the objective is your venom crawlers.
Yeah.
And would they have to advance to get to it?
I don't think so. So these are 12 from
And you're 18 back.
me.
I don't
No,
remember.
he's 12 from the center. So
He's
he's
12 from the
12
center.
from
Right.
the objective. He's
And you
actually
move
like
10.
I moved
11.
10. Yeah.
So
Okay.
you're good.
So he
That's
would
what I
be
was
on
double
it.
checking. I mean, we could measure it, I suppose, but Yeah. So yeah, I can get them definitely on. And then over here, take a counter charge from Wolfen, probably, maybe? Question mark?
Maybe Bjorn.
Maybe Bjorn.
Maybe the
those
Swift Claws.
Claws.
This side is just absolute death if I go on
This
it.
is a death trap. This
Oh
side.
my
yeah.
gosh.
Yeah, look at that bomb. You don't want to stand on that.
Yeah.
So scary.
All right. Do you want to 4-up it if you can't decide?
No, I'll take it. I'll
Okay,
try
he's
it.
taking
He's
first turn.
taking first turn.
Taken
Wow.
first.
I thought he would. Honestly, first mover's advantage is always still good.
It is a big deal, and I do have a lot of shooting. Over here, Brian's very, very hidden. There's a ton of bodies here that I'm worried about that aren't that durable, except for the Terminators, which of course
No, you'll
the saves
get
make.
you'll get through some stuff. All right.
Let's do it.
Well, let's
do
go.
it.
And thank you, Ben. Hey, Titans. I'm loving these Codex battle reports from Australia. I'm starting Orcs. Should I buy the 8th edition book or wait for the 9th edition Codex?
Oh, I think you should buy the 8th edition book.
Yeah.
Absolutely. They haven't even previewed any sense of that. So if you're looking to play anytime in the near future, you're going to need the 8th edition rules.
Absolutely.
That is true. Thank you, CMS. Hey, I'm playing against a newcomer to the game tomorrow. How would you recommend I, an experienced player, go about the game to ensure we both have fun and encourage him to play the game more?
Great
I would
question.
radically overstrength his army against yours. Like make it an army that you would have a tough time winning against. Really, you want them to win their first game, right? Who doesn't want to win your first game? So, and yeah, just walk them through, show them some of the tactics, and make their army just a little better than yours, or quite a bit better even.
Yeah.
I might even suggest a first game being a group effort. You know, you and him work together
Totally.
to beat another army that you bring.
Yeah, that's a great idea as well. Yeah.
Thank you, Jordan. Having trouble with my nids against Imperial Fists, the Exploding Sixes, and the AP,
Yep.
just destroying my big and little bugs alike.
And in our cover.
Best show
Yes.
on the web.
Yes, Space Marines are better than Tyranids. And if the armies are tuned, unfortunately, I think the Tyranids just don't hang that well against Space Marines at the moment. You have some clutch units that can be good against Space Marines, like your Hive Guard and even your Exocrines. But if that's not the playstyle you're going for, then you can be in a really tough spot. And the issue is that even things like your Gene Stealers, when they hit Space Marines, they do some damage, but then you just lose them too quickly to the weight of fire. So it's a tough matchup. If you're playing against your friend, I would just talk to your friend about trying to internally balance your games a little better and trying to make army lists that are going to play more interestingly against each other and aren't just as one-sided. I think that's the case right now. Hopefully when the Space Marine book comes out, it'll rebalance Space Marines a little better and you won't be in such a bad spot.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, well, Christmas comes early, and we have the
okay.
Variant Human segment of the show.
What?
Sooner than we're
pregame.
used to. All right, I'm psyching myself up.
I'm excited.
Let's get my galaxy brain ready.
Thank you, Variant Human. Things are getting serious, and you are getting ready to commit. Which Space Marine Primarch do you marry, and where do you go for your honeymoon?
Which Space Marine Primarch?
Space Marine Primarch.
This is a commitment. You're marrying them. It's not just a date. We've done dates. You have to
I
pick
know,
one to
this is
marry.
important. So Space Marine Primarch, are we meaning like loyalists
Loyalist,
only?
loyalist,
Okay.
yeah.
Could they
Yeah,
be
no, let's
dead
do-
loyalists?
Yeah.
You cannot marry a corpse, Adrian. This
Not-
is the
it's not
Imperium
because
of Man.
that. Yeah, exactly. What do? We don't listen to corpses here. This is the Imperium of Man. God forbid.
There's so many. They're all right and wrong for different reasons. I think I'm gonna go with my man Vulcan. He just seems like a nice guy.
That's a good call.
You know what? And he can't die. That seems good.
Right.
It's a good trait. And you know what? He's got a useful skill. He'll be permanently employable. So we're not gonna have to worry about him losing his job. You know what I mean? He's such a master craftsman. I think he's the one.
I like it.
Yeah.
I'd have to go with Mr. Robute Gilliman.
Really?
Yeah, I would, because so first of all, he's a really reasonable, smart, I think kind of funny guy. He has a weird humor, but they don't realize
He feels like the kind of soccer mom who would have like everything scheduled to a T, so your life would also
Yeah.
be like when you go
That's
out you'd like drive out in your minivan, he'd have
Yeah.
all your snacks containered out.
Exactly, and I need someone like that in my life.
Okay.
Also, I'm really bad with like money and things, and he's like the king of that. He's done like a whole planet worth, so I think he can manage me if he can manage that. You know, so that's me.
What do you got, Bridger? You're gonna have to.
Well,
pick.
I would pick Lorgar because that would be the least gap between me and my spouse. Because Lorgar's the worst Primarch.
Oh man.
Wait, he's not loyalist.
Well,
That's what I was about to say.
I'm
I
not
was like,
interpreting this question as
let's see.
loyalist.
I see.
He was a Space Marine Primarch.
Fair enough. I didn't know you were so religious.
Yeah.
I know.
Well, no. I wouldn't be religious with Lorgar.
I think he would murder you.
Yeah, maybe that's not the best choice.
Probably not the best pick. Yeah.
Master of Possession.
Go with the Night
Dancing.
Haunter or something.
Night Haunter. Yeah, Night Haunter. 12.
You both like to stay up late. It'll be fine.
Exactly.
I don't know if I can stay up quite as late as him. He stays up for weeks.
Yeah.
I can't handle that.
You don't party that hard.
You're an amateur compared to him.
And thanks again, Variant Human. Posting early since I'm moving tomorrow and can't watch live. I'm cheering for Chaos because Thunderwolf Cavalry is the worst model GW makes.
It's a super weird model,
I like
right?
it.
Space Marine riding giant dogs. What were they thinking?
Why
But I just love them. I love how ridiculous they are. What a fantastically crazy idea.
Absolutely.
Bork.
Yeah, that's right. But yeah, good luck with the move. These two guys just moved the last couple weeks. So,
Yeah, it's horrible.
they know what it's like.
Our
Just
sympathies.
finished moving. It took me like a full month to actually move.
Abaddon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I move in like 4 hours, start to finish. These guys move over a month. They definitely do need Gilliman in their lives.
Right? That's what I'm saying, man.
Oh man, he could just like pick up your house.
Actually, we're going to cut through this way.
Just take it with you.
It'd be good.
Yeah,
Pretty cool.
exactly.
Thank
All
you,
right.
Sam. Sam says, hello, TTT. What is the terrain situation like when you go to a tournament? Is it random or the same for everyone?
Cultists.
It's every table's typically different. Very few events standardized, although that became more common. Whereas the top tables at LVO were standardized, top tables at all the frontline events were standardized, and few events like the Pro Tabletop was completely standardized. So it's an idea that's becoming more common, but all the local events, like your local GTs, RTTs, in my experience, those are all random terrain based on what your local store has.
Yeah.
And they range from tables that are completely open to tables just have impenetrable buildings. And so anything goes, which is frustrating, but also fun sometimes.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of both.
That's part of it. It's so random and you have to be ready for anything. So that's why, like, here, when we can control the entire environment, we try to build great tables. But also sometimes we practice with really terrible tables because that's the reality of going to a tournament is like, that can happen. But it has been getting better recently. There's been a big push for standardization of it, which is great.
I would love to see tournaments who can pull off terrain like what we have, which is like very thematic.
Yeah.
The SN Battle Reports guys, they do a invite only
That's
event.
coming up, actually.
It's coming up really soon, and they always have their club has beautiful terrain.
Yeah.
Our club has beautiful terrain too, and we did an event, but it wasn't like a tournament.
Right.
Maybe in the future we'll get our narrative club to host a tournament with all of their beautiful tables.
Totally.
Yeah.
Chad has pointed out that we skipped the where do you honeymoon half of the question.
Oh.
I think I would honeymoon wherever Lorgar takes me because he's in charge.
That's my answer.
I think I would go to Vulcan's homeworld. It sounds like it's nice and warm. And
wouldn't you die immediately?
well, I'm assuming he makes me a nice gas mask. I'm already used to wearing one every day.
It'd be like a master-crafted
mask. Yeah.
I don't know.
Adrian, let's be honest. You would just go to a soccer game where you're
Yeah.
playing and he has oranges for you.
He's like, I'm busy.
You'd be
that
like,
day.
take me anywhere in your 500 worlds.
No, man, we go to Vegas because Gilliman, he's secretly a freak. You know, he's like down.
I don't think so.
I'd be like, I did not see this coming, Gilliman. You'd be like, that's right. I'd be like, I love you so much. On that note, I'm ready when you are.
Yeah, no, you can.
Sounds good. So we moved around. We're gonna try to shoot some wolves, take some pot shots at some wolf-in over here.
So generally, you only got up on that objective.
Only on one. This,
Okay.
I would die flat out. So you can have it.
Yeah, thanks. So generous.
No problem. So let's go for some psychic. We're gonna
Okay.
do Cursed Earth here to give the +1 invuln to the demon engines
Everything,
here.
basically.
Everything essentially.
Yeah.
So let's see it. On 8, that does it.
And my wolf priest right here.
Dun, dun, dun,
So
dun.
29 inches away. So no
Sounds
deny for
good.
me.
Good call. So we've got that. Then he has Mutated Invigoration, which the Oblits were out of range of everything. So I've kept them here behind the obscuring terrain. So I'm not going to perils that for no
'Cause
reason.
You're just waiting until I hit the center objectives, then you'll pound me with them.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
They could literally do nothing, and I would just be giving you some shots that could cost me, right?
Okay.
So we're going to jump over here. We're going to cast Prescience onto the Forge Fiend
Nice.
from the Demon Prince. Let's see it. Whoop. Goes off.
That'll do it.
So now he's
hitting on twos.
twos.
That's okay.
I like it.
And rerolling ones from the Demon Prince,
That's
right?
right, yeah.
That'll be okay.
Pretty saucy.
Okay.
Let's do some shooting, shall we?
Who are we going to try to kill?
All right, so we'll start with this Venom Crawler
Okay.
into the Wolfen right
The
here.
Wolfen, yeah, bring the pain.
Let's do it. So it's 2d3 shots from the Excruciator cannons.
Ooh,
So 5 shots.
Excruciator cannons.
They have the
Excruciator.
coolest names.
I take it back. I don't want it. I don't want it.
Normally hitting on 4s, now 3s. Rerolling everything from Abaddon. Oh, good thing. Oh, all right, 3s. Cool, there we go. Nice
And,
conversion.
oh yeah, and they get the +1 to hit from the Disco Lord,
yeah.
right?
So now strength 8, so winning on 2s.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
5 wounds.
that's
pretty good.
Pretty
And
good.
these are -2, I believe. So
-2. So
yeah.
I only have 2 storm shields.
Uh-oh.
Right.
And
But-
how much damage?
D3.
Oh, okay. So I'm just gonna do them all in the storm shields, just because it's my best bet at the moment.
Yeah,
because
might as
they only have 4-up saves, so I
Right.
only have a 3-up in cover.
Yeah.
So I'd just be giving you the other guys. So I'll do them 2 at a time.
Yep, you have a 3-up and a 5-up feeling pain.
Yeah,
So
it's okay.
you should be...
So one's failed so far.
Okay. So we should... Let's just,
We have
let's
to.
do it correctly. So
2 damage on him.
Yep.
So he's fine.
Oh, see?
So the next 2, fine, and the last one, fine.
All good. See?
Tanked it.
That's how it rolls.
That's how storm shields roll.
Exactly. We've got the other Venom
More
Crawler.
Excruciator cannons.
More Excruciator. This will not have the full rerolls from Mr. Abaddon.
Okay. Yeah, they're
so
chunky
let's see.
boys. You couldn't fit them all in,
It's
I
just
guess.
not enough. Yeah, and I
Yeah.
advanced him. That was as far as I can get, which is fine. Because I also needed line of sight. So this is 3 shots.
Right, because this is obscuring here, so he's trying to get around this corner here.
Exactly.
You didn't use +2 to hit, did you?
+2 to hit?
He's
No,
only using
it's
+1 to hit.
from Disco Lord.
Yeah,
That's
so they
it.
start on 4s.
Yeah.
+1 goes to 3s.
Yeah.
Rerolling.
So
Okay, yeah. For some reason, chat thought you were taking +2.
So the
yeah.
the Mauler Fiend over there,
That's +2 to hit.
that one can only have the +1.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So what we were talking about, is incorrect. Yeah,
Okay, cool.
Because he
Sounds
starts at 4s. I thought he started at 3s and went to 2s,
No.
but he starts
No.
at 4s.
Yeah, you're right. So the prescience doesn't do anything.
Okay,
If you don't mind, I'll just press against this Venom Crawler.
go for it, man.
Sounds good. Cool. Thanks, guys. Good catch. So then wounding on 2s. Oh, come on. So 1 save. Come on, give me a Thunder Shield.
What now?
Thunder Shield.
A Thunder Shield.
Is that where they block it with the hammer?
Yeah.
It's a Claw Shield, actually.
That should
All right,
just spin
I
the
tanked
hammer
it.
really
You tanked it,
fast.
yeah, which
I feel
is
good about
exactly.
that.
I know. You were like, oh no, I only have 2. I was like, give me fine. I know it.
I love those double 5s for the keeping them alive.
Gosh,
Let's
oh
keep
my
this.
goodness.
Let's keep that rolling.
Bananas.
Do you have anything else you want to put into them?
This is the Flamer guy, so nothing
Okay,
there.
nothing there.
Abaddon's out of range. We've got a bunch of guns here.
Okay.
So we're going to do the Forge Fiend into the Fenrisian Wolves right there.
Ooh, nice. I thought I was gonna be able to hide them, but I didn't.
So
Oh, you brought him all the way to the
He
side.
has a good move, so you can see around the side.
Cool.
So this is going to be 8 shots from the Hades autocannons.
Ooh,
Hitting
let's see
on
it.
3s, as you guys pointed out, rerolling 1s.
Okay, let's see me.
Let's do it. So 2 is out. The 1 is rerolling from the Demon Prince.
Mm-hmm.
Looks good. And then these are also strength 8, winning on 2s.
Ouch.
Solid. And
Okay,
these are all
so
-1.
that's the whole unit.
Yay!
Nice.
That's awesome.
All right, there goes my doggies.
Cool.
No.
So
The
that-
dogs always are the first to die.
They are.
That's what they're for,
They're
but-
so squishy.
Yeah.
But they also do a lot. If I didn't do that, you just run up onto the point and just take
Correct,
it.
yeah.
So now you're looking at charges.
I was gonna hide
potentially.
them, but I wanted them definitively up on the point.
Yep, exactly. All right, so we've got this lad with Excruciator cannons.
Yes.
Guess who he's shooting at?
The Wolfen.
Wolfen!
Because you never know, you could wipe the squad. Like,
Yeah, I don't have anything that I super want to shoot at with him.
Yeah.
So this is fine. So, and I could get lucky.
Oh.
Ooh, I like it.
a lot of
So this
shots.
is 6 shots. It is with prescience, so we're
So he's
hitting
on 3s, but no rerolls this time.
No rerolls.
So let's.
Make it count.
You only dropped 1.
That's great.
This is so far not good. Let's see it.
On 2s now. Oh, come
And
on.
so here's the 1 damage.
6 bounce.
And so I lose one of them, and
was
the
wounded.
other one is wounded.
Oh, God.
Now, Brian, he fights on death. Do you want to swing at that building?
Yes.
I was really hoping to kill Bjorn. Yeah, that's what I've got.
Looks good. And then Lord Discord. This one does have an autocannon, but can't see anything. So
I understand.
that is that.
That's the shooting phase for you.
That's me, sir.
Okay.
I did not engage.
Whole turn?
Yeah, I know, right?
And we don't have any secondaries to score?
I know. It's crazy.
What a quick turn.
I do have morale. Oh no, I just can't fail.
For the wolves?
Yeah, they're only the
Wolfen?
They're only
Yeah.
leadership 7.
Oh, really?
But yeah,
That's crazy.
this army actually has wildly low leadership.
That's
Unless you're taking all the leaders.
right.
Yeah.
How about that?
Even their sergeants on leadership 7.
It's because they're barbaric.
It feels
Yeah,
like they should have barbaric should almost increase their leadership,
No.
not decrease it.
No.
Fair enough. So that's the end.
That's all I got.
That's
So
it.
we've got it. Space Wolves turn 1.
Yep.
Mhm.
Let's do this.
Dun, dun, dun.
And thank you,
Advancing these
Sam.
wolfen before they die. Aw, did I roll a 1?
You did roll one.
I need my CP.
Thank you, Sam. Which 40k race, not squats, would you like added to the game? Hrood, Slann, Rongden, etc. And what would their army theme or rule be? Rongden, mind control, etc. I don't know what any of those are, if I'm honest.
So who would be cool aesthetically? I have no idea what they really would do in the game, but I just like the way that they look. They're like these weird kind of hooded creatures. I don't think they're the rat men. They might be the rat guys. Anyways, I would really like that because I love all that like grimdark aesthetic and stuff like that.
Slann are from fantasy.
They're
they
from
really in
fantasy,
40K?
but they chilled with the old ones, and so they kind of did a weird crossover thing
Right.
with their original lore, where they made it kind of feel like they were part of the 40k universe.
That'd be
And they're
kinda
space,
cool.
and they are spacefaring, so it's like conceivable.
Yeah.
I'd be down with like some Aztecs in 40k.
Yeah,
Aztec
it's,
frog lizards.
It's kind of weird.
It'd be cool. It's just like with all those like mega races, it's kind of hard to like how do you make that representative but also reasonable?
Yeah.
The reason we haven't seen the Emperor in 30k yet, it's like what would his stats even be? No matter what, it would either be disappointing or like unusable.
Well, they could always make him too many points,
Yeah, like the Warhound.
like the Warhound. Yeah.
Because
exactly.
everyone feels good about the Warhound.
Thank you, Sandy. Given the new strategic reserve ability, given that the new strategic reserve ability is available to all units now, will we see factions lose comparative strats as the new codex is released? I doubt it.
I don't think so. I think if you look at like we love White Scars here, and we use the White Scar strat all the time because it is pretty much better.
Yeah.
You know, I think they just when they design them, they make sure that the faction specific one is better or at least different than strategic reserves.
Yep.
That would be the way to do it.
And thank you again, Sandy. P.S. Keep up the awesome work. You guys are an astronomicon in a currently very grimdark world.
Aw, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks. So kind.
And thank you, Mishi. We really appreciate the support.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Fail. Loving the content, guys. Keep up the great work. Can't wait until the sisters hit the table.
Oh yeah, me too.
Oh my gosh, I'm so close. I was gonna play a game with them yesterday because I was like, oh, I'm so close, and then I realized I still have too many sub-assemblies. Like
But
yeah.
it would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be great. Yeah, I wouldn't expect it. You could always see an expansion on the rules that they are getting, right? Which they already did with the Psychic Awakening, which was awesome.
Agreed.
Yeah.
We appear to be getting some intermittent disruptions of internet. So if there's some buffering or we glitch out, that's just what that is. Comcast, they're doing stuff.
Comcast.
Yeah, actually, we had all of Santa Clara, which is the city I live in, went down. Internet went down 12 or 14 hours, like yesterday.
Yeah, I was really annoyed about that.
Yeah, that was
Is it really?
not my favorite day.
Wow.
And it wasn't even just here. Like all around the Bay, people were having disruptions from Comcast. And so a bunch of people at work were like, well, I can't work, so guess I'm off today.
Everyone at home, aka at work.
Right, exactly.
Jeez. Yeah, let us know, guys.
Thank you, Jordan. What would you guys think about blast weapons being one shot? Then if it hits, they roll D3 or D6 to determine how many wound rolls to make on threes or whatever.
Right.
Never got why an explosion goes off of ballistic skill.
Yeah, it's a good question. I think the main thing is then it comes down to a single roll, which is not very representative of these things that are kind of it's not quite a scatter shot, but they're hitting an area at a time. So the single shot could still generate less wounds, kind of based off of your system, but it's a little bit less representative of how it would actually work, right? These are all a abstraction off of A, templates, and B, even further back, like actual explosions, right? So all these things are just kind of decisions of like how do you abstract it to tell the story, and also how do you make it work kind of gameplay wise. You know, you think about the fact that why do we do the toughness of something first and then the armor? Wouldn't you have to get through the armor and then the toughness inside? But they picked that way to do it, so you know.
That is a great question, Adrian.
Right?
We should, just you and I, rewrite all the rules of 40k.
When I first started playing 40k, you know, I had no preconceptions other than I think like D&D or something, and I was like, this doesn't make any sense, and now I just don't think twice about it. Right?
D&D also doesn't really make a whole lot
Well,
of
they
sense.
build it all together at least, right?
That's true.
Well, you have hit points, which is the toughness, and that's no, it does, they do it reverse. You
No,
go
but-
through armor class, and then there's hit points, which is more like the overall toughness. So you're based off your constitution.
Is this your core and advance and charge?
Yes,
one?
it is.
That's the advance. And what's his basic move? 12?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not 14 anymore from Vigilus.
Right.
Yeah.
So 12, so you have like an 18-inch move if you get real lucky?
Yep.
Okay. So you're wherever you want to be.
Yeah.
Got it.
Thank you, Martin. Hey, Titans, much love. I'm planning on running Razorbacks with assault cannons. The plan is to drop troops on objectives, drive into nearby threats to stop them from charging my attack marines. Is this sensible or just Bridger? Well,
I think it's both.
Yeah, something could be sensible and pretty.
it doesn't have Terminators in it, so I wouldn't do it.
That's right.
Now, if you swap the Razorback for Land Raider and the attack marines for Terminators, now it's Bridger.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That makes it a Bridger
Yeah.
strategy.
No, I think that's great. Transports are awesome, and Razorbacks are really cool. So I think it's great.
Oh, I didn't do my litany.
Go for it. Which one do you want?
It's gonna end this round, so it doesn't matter. So I'll do it again in your next
Sure.
start
That's
of
fine.
next round.
Yeah, yeah.
Perfect. And thank you again, Martin. Hey, Titans. Had to skip the pleasantries on my Razorback question. Just wanted to say thanks and wish you all well. Also, Brian, I wanted to let you know that it is really easy to make your own cheese curds.
I should learn. You're right.
You should.
You're absolutely right.
And thank you for the support very much.
Yeah, thank you. So that's actually not bad.
Yeah.
Do I even want to try and smite? No, not really. Give -1 to hit, it wouldn't matter.
Turn 1 is my favorite turn because you guys take forever moving. So I get to get through so many of these.
Turn 1? Yeah.
It's my favorite.
That was my entire turn. I didn't do anything. I killed 1 Wolfen.
Thank you, Sandy. Playing my first game of 9th via TTS. I'm in Nigeria, and my friend is at home in Scotland, making good use of your awesome teachings. Well, that's great to hear.
Thank you so much. That's really cool. I love it when that stuff happens.
It is really cool that we can like stay connected with people no matter where we are in the world
Right?
now.
Yeah, and that was a big thing. Like when everything started happening in the world, I started playing a lot of TTS with my brother, and he doesn't like TTS, but he played it because like we could like hang out and play Warhammer,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know. And he lives across the country, so that's great, man.
Yeah, it's awesome. Thank you, Harris. 40K subs, well deserved. Also, say thanks to Adrian from me for his kind words about my Redemptor Librarian Dread.
Oh, it looks so good. I haven't shown it to you guys yet.
You should send it to me.
Yeah, so because we talked about Librarian Dreads, or we talked about Blood Angels and Witch characters and things like that, and you sent me this gorgeous, gorgeous Librarian Dread, and was wondering if it was a mistake based off of what I said about HQs, which was just, what's your top 3 favorite Blood Angels HQs to take? Librarian Dread didn't quite make the cut on mine, but
it's number 1.
he's still
for me.
great. Yeah, I definitely don't think he's bad by any means. So I'll show you guys later. It's really gorgeous.
And you know what's really cool?
Yeah.
They showed a picture of a stratagem for Crusade
Yeah.
where you can turn a Space Marine character into a Dreadnought.
So excited.
And it mentions in the stratagem
Yeah.
Librarian Dreadnought as like a thing. So you can like turn a Librarian into a Librarian
That's
Dreadnought.
awesome.
And it might not even be limited just to Blood Angels.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think
hope
they're,
so.
they're,
That'd be
they're gonna
crazy.
make
That's
that
so
kinda...
cool. Oh,
Dreadnoughts
my
are like second on my list to Terminators. It's like Terminators, Dreadnoughts, the rest of the game.
They're such a quintessential like 40K thing, you know? Like they're not mechs. They are basically corpses inside of machines that fight. It's amazing.
Thank you, Trevor. Hey guys, love the content, and I love how you guys put so much effort into the streams and videos. Trying to get into NIDS. Any advice?
Yeah, so first of all, NIDS are going to be on this Saturday, so definitely check that out. We'll talk a lot about NIDS then, but I think honestly they're one of the underestimated codexes. They definitely have a lot of disadvantages, but they have very fast, cheap units that are great at board control. They have excellent shooting in the form of Hive Guard and Exocrines.
They're a good shooting army right
They're
now.
really, really good.
That's where they shine, is in shooting.
Exactly. So yeah, I like heavy shooting, and then lots of just a little MSU to kind of run out in points, engage on
I
fronts.
feel like a lot of people don't want to play their NIDS as a shooting line, like a gun line.
True.
And that is unfortunate because it's actually a fairly static gun line.
Mhm.
The X-Cranes don't want to move.
Yeah.
And the Hive Guard don't want to move.
Yeah.
Like they all want to get in spot. And so it becomes this static gun line, which is like not why you probably collected
right.
Tyranids.
That's the thing.
But that is the strongest way to play it
it's
right
really
now.
good right now. Yeah. Absolutely.
You done moving, Brian?
I guess.
All right. Well, what do you
So
got?
basically what's going to happen here is he has the chance to come up, like your obliterators
Mm-hmm.
are going to be essentially your key unit next turn.
Yep.
They could come in, they can clear my Thunderwolves,
Yep.
and then he could come in with the charge
Mhm.
on all my juicy characters. I
Yeah.
put them right here.
Oh,
So you
dang.
could come in and charge
Tempting.
them. You could kill all 3 of them before I even fight. No, you could kill 1 of them before I even fight, because obviously I'd get to fight. But it's I don't know what's going to happen there.
The way you said it makes it sound like such a bad idea.
This was a really. He was like, "Please kill me."
Yeah.
I
what
have
I'm
given
saying
you
is
the
it's
game.
here.
Please
You
kill
don't
me.
have the belt of rest, right?
I did not take
The
the belt
armor,
of rust.
whatever
The armor
the-
of rust.
the
I did
fight
not
last.
bring it.
Okay.
It's a good relic, and I just have no one else to put it on.
Yeah, I feel you.
Um,
All right.
So it's a fine
There's a
idea.
trap here somewhere.
This,
I know
yes, this does seem like a trap.
I
You
could
don't have like an
conversely
orbital
bounce off.
bombardment strat, do you? Could you just like nuke it from space?
Oh gosh, the Chaos Space Marine orbital bombardment where you only hit on 7s.
Yeah.
That's right.
So over here, I moved up. I've got a number of things that can charge.
Yep.
The Wolfen didn't get a good advance, so
Mhm.
they just hid.
Yeah,
so
makes
that they
sense.
can be more of a threat this way or that way
Right,
later.
Yeah. So they're just off of the train.
They're just off of the train.
Sounds
Yeah, I'll
good.
make it a little more clear.
Yeah, I know that guy's coming through.
And so that's it.
Sounds
All right.
good. I like it.
So I do have Psychic.
Yep.
And what we're going to do is we're going to give -1 to hit
Mhm.
to your Lord Discordant.
Hmm.
Does he boost himself?
He does.
So it actually would.
Melee does, well, Death to the False Emperor. It
Okay.
affects that.
So.
So I would still be hitting on 2s, but my Death to the False Emperor would go back to triggering on 6s.
Oh, really?
It triggers on 5
Oh,
otherwise.
okay. So actually,
Or
this isn't
actually
as
4s with Abaddon.
this isn't as interesting as I thought it was. The only other option would have been to move him very far up,
Mhm.
and then he could hit your obliterators,
Right.
which would have been interesting.
Yeah.
But I would have had to have him way at the front.
Oh, yeah.
He got a far enough advance for
Yeah.
it, but he would just be giving
Do
himself
you
away.
need line of sight for that one, though?
You don't, and I could see them through the building.
Well,
anyways.
they're behind.
Oh, they're behind.
Yeah.
Okay, then never mind. You don't need line of sight anyways. But anyways, so I'm gonna cast the -1 on him just
Okay.
because everything helps.
Yeah, I mean, it's still a big deal.
So this is on a 6.
Oh,
Oh,
well,
Carol's. Okay. So I take 2
Two.
mortal wounds.
Wish I had a demon detachment.
That would be. I would have had to reroll that. Okay.
So he is -1 to hit.
Okay, and Jaws of the World Wolf is going to be out of range, I think.
Right.
So 18 inches, and this thing has a ton of movement anyways.
Yeah.
So that's my Psychic. Let's go into the shooting phase. I do
Sounds
have a
good.
few guns on this side of the board.
Yep.
So I have a melt-a-gun from my bike
Cool.
into your Venom Crawler.
Yep.
So this is on 3s, rerolling 1s.
Solid.
Okay, and then on 3s.
You got it.
Meltas for you.
Meltas.
And then, that sucks. We've got a multi-melter from the bike, which is still only 1 shot.
Right.
It
Ah.
misses. Cool. It's not a shooting army.
Meltas.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shots from Bjorn.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing more interesting to shoot at. So on 2s, rolling my 1s,
Good thing.
and then on 5s.
Yep.
So 2 at -2.
Sounds good. On Venom Crawler?
Yeah.
So 5 ups. Make 1.
All right.
So that's 1 damage.
Yes, and
good.
I don't think I have any other grenade range or anything like that. So we do have a charge phase. We're going to start with the bikes.
Mm-hmm.
The bikes actually don't have a bad charge. It's ooh, let's check it. Come on. I'm just outside of 8, so it's an 8.
Sounds good.
So 8-inch charge. Let's see it. Now it's re-rollable from the Wolfen.
There it is.
Doesn't matter.
Not so much.
So okay, never mind. So Bjorn has a longer charge. I think it's more like he was right on the thing. So he is at a 12. So it's just a 12 for him.
Cool, cool.
But it's a 12 re-rollable. Tell me how you feel. Nothing.
Conversion.
No.
Ooh, close though.
And what
You
that
never
means
know.
is the dogs behind are completely blocked. They
Right.
needed the bikes to get in, and same with the attack bike.
Yeah.
The Wolfen are outside of 12. So what that means is I get on the objective, but only with 1 model.
Right.
So I can test it.
Yeah.
But nothing more than that.
Fair enough.
So unfortunately, that's going to have to end my turn. So I'm going to get hit. I'm going to get hit real hard this turn.
Yeah.
But we're going to see how hard.
Here's hoping.
All right, that's the end of my turn.
Are there any no secondaries for any?
No,
nobody?
we didn't. Man, I was hoping to get the charge and engage on all fronts.
Right.
But
We suck.
yeah,
I didn't engage either. So.
yeah. That's
I wanted to put raptors in this list so bad.
they're so expensive.
They're so expensive.
Yeah,
Anyways.
All right, well, let's go to Black Legion turn 2.
this is where it should heat up.
Before
Yeah.
you go anywhere, how many objectives do you control?
I hold 2.
You hold 1.
You hold
1.
You hold 1. 5 points. And no vital ground, because he took that away too.
That's
So
right.
you have to hold it.
How many CP do I have?
You have 12.
12.
That's a lot.
You're going to spend the 3 CP?
I don't think I want to.
No,
yet.
it's so expensive at this point in the game.
For Mega Uber Obsec?
Yeah, I know I don't want
I
to
mean,
yet.
that's we're at 7 points right now.
It's 7? No, because he's already taken it from me, right?
Doesn't all that
No, you're
does?
tied.
Oh, I would because
would
of the way
take
it
it.
works. It would get me vital ground, and so yeah, it is worth 7 points.
No, hold on.
Yeah.
So that just takes away my OPSEC. It doesn't take away my ability to hold an objective.
Wait, what do you have on those Obsec?
I don't, which is why it does nothing against me, does it?
No, it
He
literally
becomes
I
OBSEC.
control it, and you lose all OBSEC things.
You control it.
It's mega super OBSEC. I just control the objective.
Oh, I thought it only took away my OPSEC.
No, it does both.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. It
You
says
gonna do it?
what?
You gonna do it?
It's for 7 points.
I approve of this.
So yeah, I will.
Nice.
All right, 3 CP spent.
It's a lot.
Do you know what this one's called? Something World Claimer or something?
Yeah.
Anger claim.
World Killers, I think.
World Killers?
Yeah, it's really good. It's just really expensive, but it is much better in 9th edition because of primary scoring.
Yeah. So I'm going to do my litany of better fight against vehicles. I get it. So come in with your vehicles.
Oh, now I see the plan. Yeah. All right, let's do this. Command point back, yes?
Yeah.
Cool. So what am I at now?
No. The 12 was with the command point game.
Oh, it was with.
So now you're at 9.
Sad. All right, sounds good.
Okay.
Cool deal. Well, carry on with super chats. I shall deliberate.
Yeah, thank you, Rithvenfang. Simple question. Can you cast while in engagement range, either on yourself or other units? Also, thank you for your content. It's fun to watch.
You can cast in engagement range. You just can't fall back and cast.
That is correct. Thank you, Scott. No question. Just want to thank you guys for the amazing content. It definitely helped me. It helped keep me entertained during the lockdown here in Scotland.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you, George. Hey guys, playing Harlequins next week with my trusty Tau. Still new-ish to 40k. Any advice on how to match or subdue their aggressiveness? Thank you.
Who's he playing against?
He's playing Harlequins against Tau.
Oh, jeez.
No, he's playing against Harlequins with his Tau.
Yeah.
That's a very tough match. It's a very tough match because they're so fast and they have minuses to hit, and they just have the wrong multiple of wounds, and they can charge. Like if you bring things like commanders and stuff, they'll just charge and kill them. If you bring things like riptides and stuff, then you'll have a decent chance, but because their haywire doesn't work against them, but they could still take them out on the charge. Unfortunately, you're probably not going to want to hear it, but things like your riptides are actually your strongest unit against them. But it's a very, very tough matchup. Your commanders and stuff are actually going to be pretty weak, and all your other units that are good at like running and tagging don't matter. You can't tag that army because the army falls back and charges, falls back and shoots. So your normal take all comers Tau army is almost an instant loss. What'd you roll for your advance?
A 1.
Oh, so this is a big advance for the Lord Discordant.
So here's the CP. Spending them fast.
So what'd you roll?
1.
Ooh, so that's actually bad. You now actually have a fairly long charge.
Yeah, it's so terrible.
Let me show you. It's a 13-inch. So it's a long charge to get to like my characters and stuff. But
Yeah.
decent charge to get to the front line.
Oh, it's so bad.
Unless you obviously kill the front line.
So bad.
Thank you, Space Elf Dude. Been bringing your content like the latest Netflix hit since I stumbled across you all. Thanks for the great content. Question in the next super chat.
Oh,
Great.
glad you're really liking it. Yeah, we've
Thank
got we're in a good groove now. We're making quite a bit of content. So if you're looking to fill a lot of time,
Right.
we got you covered.
Yeah.
It was binging, not bringing.
That's right.
That was why that made no sense.
I understood what he meant. I self-corrected.
Thank you, Space
go.
Elf Dude.
So
My
he's got
craft
another point.
worlders keep going down in flames faster than a Disney Channel child star's career. Best tips for making a comeback. My usual method of 3x9 shining spears and 3 fire prisms isn't cutting it.
Yeah, so I see a
Yeah.
lot of Craft World Eldar players trying to play the killy game, which is not the way to play it, generally speaking. Still bring some firepower. Bring like I still like fire prisms. Although I played badly in the TTTT game, I really like that list and what it represents. Right, it does have a lot of MSU scoring. It does have a lot of firepower, and then it has things like transports. So look at the secondaries, build things that can do that. Look at engage on all fronts. You can actually do some really nice while we stand we fight for Eldar, especially if you want to do some wave serpents, play them back.
That was a good list. You should try out that list.
I
If
probably
you
will play
have
it
the
again.
models
Yeah.
that Adrian used in his tournament list, you go back a few games, it was
Exactly.
against AdMech. It's a good list. Check it out.
And it kills, but it also plays the rest of the objectives.
I think it's a great
That's what
list.
this game is about now.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jay Miner. Hello, and thank you for the great content. What is your opinion on chainsword noise marines as troops in Emperor's Children, and how do you equip them and use them?
I like them because they're just cheaper. I think a lot of the time the Doom sirens, or not the Doom sirens, the Sonic Blasters are not worth the points, especially depending on what you're trying to do. I like, especially when I have things like Blastmasters. I'll have a couple Blastmasters, the rest just naked with bolters or chainswords. And then they're just cheap bodies, right?
Yeah.
That still fight quite well in melee. So I think that's fine. I would only take 1 or 2 with all Sonic, at least in a purely competitive list, right?
Right. Nice.
Thank you, Chad. Looks like a fun matchup. Go get them.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is going to be a cool game.
I'm
This
so
is going to
excited.
be your turn 2 and my turn 2 are going to be ruthless.
Yes. 100%.
Thank you, Blue. What's going on, Titans? I have several lore, speculation, or opinion questions coming.
Mhm.
Thanks in advance for your opinion and discussion. I appreciate it. I was reading these as they were coming in. There's some good ones in here.
All right, let's hear it.
That's great.
All right, let's go with the first one. Lore question part 1, only on book 13 of the Horus Heresy series. At the Council of Nicaea, the Emperor of Man forbids sorcery, yet many Imperium armies in the 41st millennia employ psychic powers now. What changed?
The Librarius was founded, which didn't exist at that time. They basically decided that they need to fight fire with fire, right? Like if they're going to be up against chaos, they can't ignore it.
Right.
So yeah, they decided that they needed to embrace it, and they created a Librarius program in order to train them and create rules and stuff like that.
Yeah, I immediately had that question come to mind when I got to that part in the books, and I was like so confused and upset. The Council of Nicaea is just ridiculous.
It's worth noting that they defined sorcery separate from psychic, right? At the time, like the Space Wolf psychic powers were not considered sorcery. They were considered like a shamanistic.
It was pretty much whoever they didn't like. They were just. It was a witch hunt.
It was all politics, yeah. And sorcery, they like what the Thousand Sons did was sorcery, and they never really defined what they think the difference is. In fact, the Thousand Sun sorcerers were asking the rune priests, like, what are you talking about? You do the same thing. And they're like, no, it's not the same. What you do is different. Which I think what they were talking about is like one side consorts with demons, one side doesn't. You know what I mean?
Well,
but they didn't have the words to use
one side openly consorts with demons. The other, through a veil, consorts with demons.
No, they fight demons through a veil. The Space Wolves weren't consort. They weren't like, they didn't have demon familiars and things like that, like the Thousand Sons.
The spirits of Russ are probably demons. Let's be honest.
Let's see. But yeah, that's the basic answer to your question.
All right, here's question 2. If the Emperor of Man does not forbid the use of psychic powers during the Council of Nicaea, does the heresy end differently or with the same outcome?
Ooh.
I think it has the same outcome. Realistically, he had kept the truth from everyone, and so even though they were using psychic, they didn't know what they were using, right? And some of them had vague ideas, but they didn't really know that there was an intelligence in the warp. And so they would still be unprepared for what was coming.
Well, I think the important thing is that the Council of Nicaea was very much engineered by the early Chaos Legions in that, like, they pushed for it. They politically organized this event. If it wasn't the Council of Nicaea, they would have done something else.
It was just one of the many blows that created divisiveness between the different legions. And but that already existed. The council was a symptom, not a cause.
Oh.
And here's question 3. Was the Council of Nicaea a ploy of an already chaos-corrupted Mortarion to actually initiate the heresy? Might be addressed in a book I have not read yet. It is addressed in a book you have not read yet, and it's not really Mortarion that masterminded it. He was just always pissy. Yeah,
he was actually he's a psyker, right? But he had like beef against psykers, so he was kind of personally conflicted. Mortarion was just a good ally, and there was conspiracy for sure happening.
He was a tool.
There was conspiracy happening, but not everyone was in on the conspiracy. Not even people who were playing a role in it were aware they were playing a role in it.
Yeah. Well said.
Question number 4, hypothetically, did the Emperor of Man simply let the heresy occur with calculated decisions for an even greater future of man, Warhammer 50K, or did he simply make terrible decisions in hindsight?
He leaves that, the books leave that ambiguous. When there's multiple times when he's talking to the Sigillite, and he's trying to make it sound like it's all part of his plan, but it sounds kind of nonsense. Like he's kind of make it sound like it's part of some chess plan of his, but that, you know, at the same time he's kind of admitting that he's not truly infallible, and that he can't foresee all the outcomes.
Yep.
And so they leave it up to the viewer. Like, is this what he wanted all along, or did something go awry? They give you both are truly a possibility, it seems, from the books.
I like to think of it as his future sight is kind of like chess computers, where they can calculate really far and then calculate thousands of branches, but they can't calculate all of them. So at some point, they just make probabilistic decisions.
Right.
It feels like it's not what he wanted, though. Like if this is the long game, like, man, he's good.
He's like a corpse, like, gotcha. You're like, did you though?
Like, if this is getting me, like, I guess good for you.
I mean, in some books they say that if the Emperor won, if he killed Horus, it would have been even worse.
That's the Cabal was basically saying that if mankind got to ultimate dominance, then corrupting mankind, they become the ultimate tool of chaos. Right. And as soon as humanity dominates the galaxy, actually chaos dominates the galaxy.
Check out Legion. It's like the 7th Horus Heresy book.
right, yeah.
With the Alpha Legion on the front, and they cover a lot of this like really, really massive backstory stuff.
It's very like meta, like it's a meta war happening on top of the war.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Last one from Blue.
I'm good.
Okay.
Whatever. Yep.
Thanks again, Titans. As always, keep up the great content. Always try to plan my week around the shows. Take it easy.
Oh, thanks, Blue.
Yeah,
Appreciate it,
gotcha.
man.
We plan our week around the show. too.
That's right. All right, let's see what we can do. We had some unfortunate advances, so we adjusted a little bit. It's still only a 7-inch to who is this guy?
That's the Wolf Priest.
That's the Wolf Priest, which actually
There's
is a
Ragnar,
concern.
and there's the Wolf King.
Well, let's see how the shooting goes then,
We
shall
have
we?
the Young King and the Wolf King.
The Young King.
They're here talking about who's really the king.
I
Too
know,
many
that's
kings.
right. What?
Too many kings.
Yeah.
Or is it just the right number of kings? Let's see.
I think it's too many.
I feel like I need the kings.
Gotta remove them. All right, let's do some Psychic again. Cursed Earth for the +1. Let's see it.
It's a good spell.
On an 8. Looks good.
And it's worth denying.
You may deny.
It's your better spell of the 2 spells.
Uh-huh.
Although if you charge out of it, I don't really, whatever. I'm going for it. So I'm not within 12.
Right.
I'm within about like 18, so I don't get my Psychic Hood.
Sounds
They
good.
really have to make Psychic Hood 18.
I know.
12 is not good.
Look at this guy. And then Mutated Invigoration onto the Obliterators. On an 8.
You got
Goes off.
Yeah.
Sounds good. All right. Oh, yeah, and then Prescience onto the Obliterators.
For sure, the Obliterators.
I'm
There's
just
no
making-
choice here.
Well, I'm making sure I have the Disco Lord on the Forge Fiend who actually is touching the building, so he can shoot through here as well. On the Obliterators. 6, so it does not
Ooh,
go
it's
off.
a 7.
You need
Yeah.
7. That's fine. We spend enough CP as it is. Let's
say
do
so,
it.
yeah.
Let's do something. Okay, so
You only spend, what, 4 this game?
This turn. 5 in the game.
5 in the game.
Yeah.
Nice.
yeah.
5 in the game, wow.
Um,
And so how many does he have left?
8.
8, okay.
yeah.
Started
boy.
11, gain 2,
Mm-hmm.
spent 5.
That's right.
All right.
That's right.
That's math.
We're gonna go here and
This is with the spider
the
into...
excruciator cannons. I want to charge the bikes. You do
Yep.
have a Melta there, which is a single wound guy.
the attack bike?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I can also see the wolf in from there.
Oh, nice.
I believe. Let me actually double check because I just realized they're not touching. Yeah, I can see from here.
Bring it.
I really hate the storm shields. I don't want to
I
deal
only
with
have
them in
one
melee. Yeah, so we're gonna go for that. So here's 2d3 shots, 3 shots. This is just hitting on 4s. Let's see it. Okay. On 2s.
See a 1 in there.
Got it.
So I have the 1 storm... You're only trying to kill the 1 storm
That's
shield.
right. That's all I need.
So he does fail. And how many CP do I have?
You have 10.
Hmm.
The thing is,
Hmm.
a Thunderhammer on a Wolfen is no joke.
Yeah.
So it's worth a reroll.
All right. I like it.
Okay.
it.
And it's the last
That was
thing
a
they
good
can
call.
shoot at them.
Yeah,
so.
exactly. All right, cool. So we're done with that. That's kind of the easy, no-brainer-ish thing. We've got a autocannon here that will go into the attack bite, which there are 4 wounds, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so this is increments of 2, which is nice. 2 shots, so he's hitting on 2s. Cool,
Yes.
good talk. Winning on a 3. All right, so you got 1 at -1.
-1, so I've got my 4 up.
You got it.
We're
All
good.
good.
Space
Sounds
Marine
good.
armor.
I know, right? So that's him. We have to decide the ordering of Forge Fiends versus
And they're
Obliterators.
both in the terrain.
They're both in the terrain, yeah.
So what that means is we've got this big obscuring room.
Oh,
As
yeah.
soon as they touch it, they can shoot through. There's windows all across the front, so
Yeah, they
That's
can
how
see
it-
through the windows.
that's
So
right.
we will start with the Obliterators because they have a shorter range. Let's do this. So here's the strength profile, 6 plus that, so 8.
Okay.
So meh.
It's fine.
And then the AP, -1. That's fine.
It's fine. You're shooting at storm shields, right?
Yep, exactly. And then big one is the damage.
Good for you.
Excellent.
good-
And then I
good
will
for you.
re-roll the strength with
Okay.
my mutated invigoration. There we go. That's fine. Basically, either I'm wounding him on 3s
Or 2s.
Or 2s.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing to me. All right, sounds good. So this is going to be 18 shots into the Thunder Wolf Cavalry.
Okay.
Let's see it.
All right. This is gonna suck. Is there any rerolls next to them?
Yeah, I've got Abaddon.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah. So
Then
this
so you're hitting on 2s, rerolling at 2s.
no, because
like
I failed
ones.
prescience. So
Oh,
hitting
okay.
on 3s,
Hitting
rerolling
on 3s.
everything. Yeah.
Okay.
So I need a bucket full of dice. 3, 6.
How many you need?
9, 12. I need 6 more.
Okay. 6 more.
You got it.
3, 6. Here you are.
Thanks, sir.
Here, I'll
Alright.
get.
There. I feel so much better.
Yeah.
All right,
so
on 3s.
on 3s. So this is where I would have loved to get the -1 to hit on them, but it was
Right.
just I just didn't have the range.
Totally. Quite
Oh,
good.
okay.
2 misses.
2 misses.
And now on 3s, though, so let's see.
Let's see it. No rerolls here though, so
rerolls.
it could cut a few in half. But every one of these is a dead
Thunderwolf.
a dead Thunderwolf.
That's right.
So
I don't know
this
why
unit,
they're not 4 wounds.
This
But
unit should be Well, with
Adrian.
old Marines going up a wound, I actually wouldn't be surprised.
You keep trying to make things 4 wounds. Stop it.
No, I actually think they might go up.
Stop-
Bikers are going up a
stop
wound,
it.
right?
Yeah.
They might.
Just stop it.
Okay.
You know the worst thing is, I was like, there was something else the other day that was 4 wounds, and it was the last game when I got it wrong.
1, 2, 3, 4. That's the
cool.
whole unit.
Solid. I'll take it.
Well,
But you will see, like, 18 shots doing 3 flat damage each. It did take all the shots, right? I only overkilled by 1. So, cool. So that's that. They can double shoot, but that will be at the end of the shooting phase. Next, we have the Forge Fiend.
yes.
Which is, so you've got, this is unit of Blood Claws.
Yeah.
Blood Claws, Sky Claws.
Yes.
I don't know if I can see the Sky Claws.
Where is the Forge Fiend?
So he's here. This is horrible. Like, he's in the middle.
So the Skyclaw is the only model that can be seen, to my knowledge. Oh no, you can see a Bloodclaw. There's a chainsword there.
Okay.
So you can see a Bloodclaw and
Can I see this Blood Claw? Or this guy?
yeah, you can see this guy
Uh-huh.
and
Everyone behind, right?
yeah, you're good.
Okay.
Yeah. Mhm.
Are you trying to shoot Skyclaws? Because they're fast. They're zoomy.
Well, they have a Terminator in them.
They're dogs with
They
zoomies.
each have a Terminator.
The Bloodclaws have a Terminator. The Skyclaws do not.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying, yeah. Because it makes me
Could you
nervous.
imagine if they could put a Terminator with a jump pack?
Huzzah!
He's just like puttering along. Instead of having movement 12, he still has only like movement 7.
Right.
That would be awesome.
And he can't go over terrain. He can only go over models because it just can't get that high. And it runs out of fuel after 1 movement phase.
Love it. Or I just go into the wolf, the thunder cav here.
Mm-hmm. Thin out that side of the board.
Yeah, because you have so much stuff here,
Right.
which is both the reason to go into that and a reason not to go into that, right?
Sure. You can find a reason to do anything. You
Ah,
tried hard enough.
that's right. That's right.
What do you think? What do you think?
That's tough.
Tough call.
Adrian's very contemplative.
He's very
today.
contemplative.
I am contemplative today.
He
He's
just wants to. It's a thinking man's game, and Adrian's really playing the game.
I know.
That's why I play the Space Wolves. You just run forward as fast as you can and roll your
Yes.
charges.
Exactly.
That is how I love to play 40K.
There's not a lot of priority targets here.
No.
The priority target is the one in front.
Right?
If he's in front, he's the one I go
I'm
for.
trying to see what my easier calls are, and one of the easier calls is this Venom Crawler. Can't see anything here except for these guys.
Sure.
So I'm gonna go into this bike here.
Who can the Venom Crawler see? Sorry.
This guy into here.
Okay.
Yep.
So the Venom Crawler into my 3 bikes.
You got it.
All right, bring
Yep.
the pain.
Let's do it. Whoop. Okay.
Wow, you've
6
been shooting
shots.
well with these guys.
I know, right? I am in Abaddon range, so this is threes with the reroll.
Okay.
Abaddon!
All right.
Abaddon! This is on 3s now.
Yep.
All right, so those are -2.
All right. 5 ups.
Gosh.
Good for me.
Oh my gosh. 3 damage. Take that.
All right.
Mm.
So I lose the one bike that has nothing.
Shocking.
The one empty bike.
Shocking. I know, it's crazy. That is
He was
crazy.
doing a wheelie though.
He was doing a wheelie. That's why he got called out.
Oh,
he was
dang.
like, check out this sweet trick. And then his head got blown up. And they're like, and that's why you don't do sweet tricks on
That's
the
right.
battlefield.
You're not a white scar. Don't do tricks.
That's right.
Get out of here.
Only the white scars.
We're going to go Bale Flamer into these Blood Claws.
Sure.
So D6 shots, 3 shots. Nice. On 3s. So 2 at -2 for 2.
Okay, I'm going to put these on not Terminators.
Yep.
So 1 dice.
1 guy.
Okie doke.
Looks good. Then we'll do this Venom, Excruciators. I don't think I can see anything back here.
Yeah.
So it's going to be this squad again.
Oh, and this guy, how can you see this guy?
Isn't he standing there?
No, he's
Oh,
bottom
he's
floor.
inside.
Yeah, he's inside.
Can you go inside there? Oh. I wasn't aware that
He's
you could.
infantry, right?
Yeah, I just didn't think you could go inside of that building.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh no, this is definitely breachable building.
What?
Standard building. It's a ruin.
All right.
I definitely wouldn't have not had the movement to get up there with my Terminator.
Right. All right.
Does that change a lot of your plans here?
Yeah. Only thing I would change is can I move there?
Of course.
Sounds good. Yeah. So we will go into the Sky Claws then.
Okay.
Yeah. Doesn't change too much, but all right. 6 shots. I'll take it.
Yeah. It's
So
okay.
4, 5, 6 on 3s with the reroll.
Yep.
And Abaddon. Nice. The Warmaster. On 2s.
These guys have been wrecking it.
There we go.
So I got 5 ups.
Don't you dare.
So I lose the whole squad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All 6 go down. Ouch, ouch,
I
ouch.
should take and
This
kill
is
more.
this is like the bane of Space Wolves.
Right.
Anyone who has decent shooting, they're just
That's
they
right.
just stand there with
Anyone with a gun.
anyone with a gun
Literally
is
anyone
their
with a gun.
worst enemy. They're playing 40k, so it's always a
So
problem.
true. So true. All right.
So
we're
we
almost
have
there.
Charge range?
No, yeah, we are going to do the Forge Fiend into the Blood Claws. Try to thin them out. Yeah.
Sure.
So this is 8 shots. Here we go. On ooh.
4s?
Not
4s.
ones.
Or is he in range?
He's on 3s, rerolling 1s.
Oh, okay.
+1, rerolling 1s from the Demon Prince.
Oh,
Nice conversion there.
Wow.
That was huge.
All right, and then on 2s.
Oh,
Solid.
he's strength 8 as well.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're basically Butcher Cannons. They're so good. So these are all -1 for 2 damage.
Okay.
So careful how many.
Oh, it's a
Because you have a
lot.
Terminator eventually.
Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You got 4 Blood Claws or 5?
5.
And then 1 Terminator?
Yeah. So,
It shouldn't reach him, but
yeah.
I guess that's the right.
The truth is I could choose to start with him.
Yeah.
But it's, nah, I won't. So, okay, here we go. We'll do these 5 first. 4 up saves.
Sounds good.
Okay, 1's dead.
Solid.
2 dead.
Oh my god.
All right.
All right. So we've done that. Abdon is not shooting anything right this turn.
Okay.
And good. That is that.
All right.
And I'm not shooting with the Blitz because I don't really have targets. I literally don't have targets.
Very nice.
Oof.
Charge phase?
Charge. Let's do these.
Let's do it, Adrian.
Venom Crawler into the bikes.
All right.
Let's do it.
No Overwatch
No
there.
Overwatch. All right, good enough.
He just makes it.
Yeah.
Only just.
Oh, dang.
Now, are we flipping the trap card here? Are we gonna? Are we going in to the heart of the beast?
I'm so scared of this.
Throat punch him.
Because
Adrian.
everything's going to get to pile into me.
Yep.
Is it a 6-inch for these
6
guys?
inches, yeah.
Go for the throat.
It's such a bad idea.
So what? How far do you got?
Kill or be
It's
killed,
only
Adrian.
like what is that, an 8?
Just outside of an 8. So an 8.
Like, it's not bad, but
You could roll it, then decide.
I have to declare.
Oh, you have to declare what
Because
you-
otherwise, I could go into here with pretty much no commitment
Oh, that's true.
to just take the point back.
Understood.
To just take the point back. And that is the Rune Priest. Which,
sorry?
This is the Rune Priest?
This is the Wolf Priest. And then
Wolf Priest.
that's the rune.
Sorry, yeah. The
Yeah.
Wolf Priest is the chaplain guy?
He's a chaplain.
Or, okay, not
He's
the
a
sniper
chaplain
guy.
slash a healer.
God, that kills me. Kills me.
And he's Terminator armor, Crux Terminatus. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a little tanky.
I dig it. I
We've
dig
been
it.
having some really great lore discussion in chat.
That's
I'm
great.
glad.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So let me help you understand here. So
Yeah.
I've got one unit
Yeah.
that is this guy here,
Uh-huh.
back to this guy here.
Yep.
And then I've got another unit that's these guys here to that guy there.
Oh, this is 2 different units.
Yes. So what's happening here
okay.
is I've got 2 separate units on the point. So you're going to want to charge them both.
No, you cannot have both separate units because this only goes to this doesn't even reach through the building.
Oh, okay. I thought it did.
Yeah.
That's fine. Okay, go for it.
But
He's having a tough time.
I am. This is really tough.
So much thinking, Adrian.
Yeah.
I wish I thought this much about 40k. I really don't. I just like put my foot on the gas.
All right, I'm gonna declare just the 2 blood claw units. Then.
Got it.
Yep.
Bring it.
Let's do it.
That'll get you.
Because then I can just blender things like that.
Okay.
Well, that's an aggressive position.
Are you done?
Yep.
I'll heroically
Yep.
intervene with everybody,
Mm-hmm.
and you can try and fight me.
Sounds good.
I'll let you.
Oh boy,
you
oh
try.
boy.
That was like that was like double next level. Because you knew he would intervene, but then if he intervenes, you get to fight.
Bjorn
exactly.
heroically intervenes here as well.
Wow,
Sounds
I
good.
hadn't even. Wow.
I'm trying, Bridger. I'm trying.
That was wow.
Thank you.
You shortened your own charge because you baited him into his baiting you.
Right.
Either way, I wanted to fight with my boys. That's why I brought them.
We shall try. All right.
But so if he kills the squad, see if he doesn't kill the squad, I have OBSEC.
Right.
So he has a tough choice, right?
I do actually. But we're gonna kill the characters because that's what we're here for.
That was Galaxy Brain.
Oh, pulling up the profile because I have about 1 million attacks here, so all that kind of stuff matters. All right, so we're gonna go into Ragnar, I believe.
Because he's the
He's the scariest.
he's the scary boy.
He does have a 4+ invuln.
He does, yeah.
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 I think it's
So-
totally worth it though.
Okay, trying to drop Ragnar.
Yeah, we're gonna go for Ragnar.
So all your texts are Ragnar.
Literally everything.
Okay, transhuman.
Oh dang.
Ooh.
Sounds good. All right.
Now we don't even need to know your strength.
Makes me so sad.
Don't even have to look it up.
And I am -1 to hit.
You
Yeah.
are -1 to hit.
Sounds good. All right, let's do this thing. Sorry guys, I'm just pulling this up. All right, cool. You ready for this?
I'm. Show me it.
So here's first 4 attacks, and this is going to be with the Impaler Chain Glaive.
This is the glaive. Okay.
Yep, exactly. So here we go. So I'm hitting on 2s. Death to Fall Semper on 6s.
Let's see. No 6s. No whammy. No whammy.
I'm sure you have strats to use here.
I will Demon Forge. Reroll all hits and wounds.
Because he's a demon engine.
He's a demon engine. Yep.
Okay.
Here we go. So 2 is a reroll. Nice. So rerolling this one.
Oh, come on.
Death of the False Emperor. With both, which
That's
both hit.
rough.
So
Out of
good.
4 attacks, 2 6s.
Yes. and
then 4s to win?
Yeah, just 4s. Rerolling.
Oh,
Nice. So this is
literally
minus
cost
2
you
for 2.
1. Yeah, you might just drop him 1 shot. So 2. He's still alive.
So 4 damage. Yep.
Yep.
Sounds good. And then we're gonna do the bladed limbs and tail. This is 5. Oh yeah, actually I have 1 more because angry charge. On a 2.
1 more. Oh, get out of here.
Oh god. And then on 4s.
You're an animal.
Good.
Oh, come on.
on.
This is crazy.
He's gonna tank
doing
all
it.
the rest of the hits now.
He's doing it.
Okay.
So he's
okay.
fine.
You're good. So then bladed limbs and attacks.
Oh my
or
God.
tails.
You're so mean.
I'm trying, man. All right. So this is on 2s, rerolling the 1. No 6s.
Man, this guy giving himself the +1.
It's so good. So dumb.
That would have cost you a ton of attacks there.
Right.
On 4s?
And then this is on 4s. Yeah. And then rerolling these. Shoot. All right. So you got
and
3.
how many damage is this?
That's what I'm trying to look up.
100.
Bladed. This is D3.
Oh, a lot.
So this could kill you.
Yeah.
Okay, -1?
Minus 2.
Oh, okay. Oh, no.
Oh god. Oh no.
So I took 2.
Okay.
And you only have 2 wounds
I have
left?
3 wounds left.
You have 3 wounds.
There's one of those pesky primaries.
So, and you have only the tail after this.
I don't know. I have the tail and then the mecha tendrils.
The
Which is-
tail,
which
So
is 2
many
more.
attacks.
So many.
the tail and the mecha tendrils.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's not the tail. It's the technovirus injector.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who wrote this?
Remember when they were like the bane of the meta?
I need to try. He is Ragnar.
He is Ragnar.
No. So roll your 2d3.
All right. Only I could mess this up.
So he dies,
Ragnar!
and I'll pay 2 CP to fight you.
Yes. Yes, you will. Oh, God.
Okay.
Wow.
So-
a lot of CP just got spent.
Yeah. I was gonna just let him die,
Right.
which is what I should have done.
But
So,
you got invested emotionally.
Yeah, and I'll pay 1 more for Touch the Wild.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, dang.
Brian, you are now down to 3 command points.
I don't care.
You've
So
spent
fast.
5.
This is what we came for. This is the battle.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 extra hits.
See, you also do that.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Tasty. And he does it on 4-ups.
Yeah.
He's like, that's all crazy. 20 attacks. Blah, 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 blah.
Yes. So
So
this is
T6.
Oh, you're T6. Yeah. Let me just let me just double check my strength for a second.
No worries.
So I am strength 6. Are you more, you're more power than me, right? Right? You're higher power level than I am.
Power level?
Yeah. Because I have that reroll all wounds against 1 higher level.
But you would have had to
It's
pop
fine.
that
Yeah,
already.
yeah. So here I am wounding on 4s, and that's it. Wounding on 4s.
Sounds good.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, that was weird.
Okay.
That was
So,
That's good.
so 1 6.
Uh-huh.
This one is 3 damage.
Okay.
The rest are 2.
And
Do you
what's
have
the
the
rent?
litany of +1 damage against vehicles and monsters? Did that
Yeah.
go off? So they're all +1 damage?
On 6s.
No,
Oh,
the 6s.
only on
so this
6s.
is the extra. And it's -2? Or
Minus
30?
4.
-4. Okay, so 5 up involved.
A lot of AP.
Takes it.
So that's 3 damage.
3 damage. And then
We got him?
probably. So this is 2 each?
2, 4,
Yeah,
6,
he's
8, 10, 12, and then 15 damage.
That'll do it. I forget if they explode.
I don't think so.
I don't think they do. Yeah.
But what did he have? Oh.
So we traded 1 for 1.
Yeah, I'll take it.
That's a fair trade.
3 points to each of you.
Yeah.
Well then. Evenly matched.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Uh,
Okay, over here. Jeez Louise.
The litany is not.
do you
only
wanna
on
interrupt?
6s. The litany is just all is +1 damage. That's what
You're
I'm being
kidding me.
I thought it was only on 6s.
told. You should check.
That would
Okay.
be
I'm being told it's just
insane.
always +1 damage.
Okay, I'll check it. But that's fine. Do I want to interrupt? No, I have very few CP left.
Sounds good. All right, I'm pulling up the Venom Crawler, who is only a few attacks.
Are you gonna kill Bjorn?
I will try my darndest.
You will try.
Oh, you will try.
Let me pull it up.
Venom Crawlers. All right, here we go. So we are 4 attacks, plus Angry Charge. Here we go. On 4s. Ready? And then Strength. That's right, Strength 8, so on 3s. Sounds good. So you got 3, -2 for 2.
So 3, sorry, -2.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, hold on 1 second. I get 2 additional from the. Why don't they just include it into the profile?
Okay.
Oh no, this would have been with the clause then. I see. Yeah. So these
If
are
you used
minus
it-
3 for 3.
Okay.
Quite good.
So,
Do you have an invul?
oh man, it's not written down here. If only it was -2, it wouldn't have mattered.
Right.
Does Bjorn have an invul?
I
Is that the
accidentally
question?
arbitrarily picked.
Pretty
the
sure
wrong
he
one.
has at least a 5.
It's a 5-up, right? Because he's
I can check.
contemptor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you don't mind.
So he takes.
might be a 4.
2d3.
No, 3 each. So 6.
Oh, it's flat 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Quite
Fine.
good.
Fine. So just 6
That's
up.
the most they've ever done.
So takes all 6.
Jeez.
So he's at 2 wounds left.
Solid.
That was okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Oof.
So my fight.
This is a bloody game. Yeah,
Now,
go for it.
can I activate these guys because they heroically intervened?
No.
It's only if you charge.
Only if you charge.
Only if you charge.
Yep.
Bjorn doesn't have an invul.
Nice. He rolled a 6 though.
Yeah, I rolled a 6, so it's fine.
Wow.
Okie doke. So I'll pile in with my bikes, I guess.
Sounds good.
Or we'll just go with Bjorn. Why not?
How does he not have an invul? What?
I know.
Take
He's
this.
like the most ancient of dreadnoughts.
I will.
Write Games Workshop for me, Adrian.
I'll match that and up you with. Why is he not targetable? He's a giant robot.
Yeah.
He's so hard to get to. This is the only way you get to him is you like bait him. You're like, here, woofy, 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 and they're like, and they all come running out to fight you, and that's the only way you can possibly stand a chance of killing them.
Okay, you ready?
Which is why I take Assassinate. Let's do
So
this.
True
It's kinda
Claw
weird.
on 2s.
Okay.
Rolling my 1s.
From who?
Himself.
Yep. He gets roll 1s too?
Yes,
What?
he does. And
Shoot.
I'm Strength 12.
I'm T7.
Oh, I thought they were T6.
No.
Okay. Fine.
I was doubtful enough I had to check it. So 3s.
Well, I only get to reroll all wounds.
Oh, he's so
Oh.
yes!
Okay, so these are -4.
For D6?
D6, yeah.
Okay. So this is 5 up invulns.
Oh,
Okay.
very
So you're
respectable.
telling me there is
And you have
definite
10
chance.
wounds.
Oh, hold up. 10 wounds and how many CP?
Adrian has 7. Brian has 3. Also, Bjorn has a 5-up Feel the Pain, not a 6-up. And something else that I forgot. Oh, you have
Yeah.
2 more attacks with Venom Crawler for some other thing. Tendrils or something.
So that's what I did not use the tendril attacks, I believe.
But you get
Unless
them,
it's-
it's like a chainsaw. You get them anyway.
So did I roll any 5s? Maybe Chad could tell me if I
You
rolled any
did, but I don't know how many.
I think you had 2 of them.
5s. Okay. We'll
I
say
don't
it's 2.
There's,
Chat, if
there's
it's
so
different,
many
you can let us
things
know.
that are going on at the same time right now.
It was a lot for me to catch because I was looking at too many different things.
Am I injured yet? I have 9. So on average dice, you wouldn't kill him, but with the reroll, you can. And then let's just check this.
I do still have the Power Fist.
Yeah. Well, we also apparently need to check my dang lasher tendrils.
Oh, okay.
So because apparently I
I think
misread
they're
it.
just free bonus attacks. You just get, they're like a chainsaw.
That's why I was weirded out by it at first. Each time the bear fights, I thought it was with that weapon. So
Okay.
1 moment, 2 more attacks.
Okay. Are these 1 damage or 2 damage?
2 damage.
Okay.
Minus 2.
So, doesn't matter. All right.
Excellent.
So do you want to re-roll the save?
Right. Yes. No.
All right. 2d6.
Yep.
And you have 9 wounds left.
9 wins.
Ooh.
Dang.
Do you explode?
Yes.
Get out of here. And
Nice.
this is 1 wound or is this D3?
This is a D3.
And what's the range?
A 6.
Okay.
Can I kill Bjorn?
So he has 4 wounds.
Oh, he's 4. That's
Yeah,
right.
But how many do you got?
He takes 3.
Wow.
Bananas. There you go. I got 2 more for you.
Oh, okay.
Ah,
he takes 1?
So
Okay.
you suck.
And then you want to do my bikes?
Bikes. Take 2.
Okay, one
Oh
second.
my
You're gonna
gosh.
get a few other things. Come on with the explosions. So crazy.
Gosh.
Do these guys explode on
5s.
6s? 5s, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I thought. They are
Yeah.
better at exploding.
Yeah, because they're big old. Yeah. fuel
Buckets.
tanks.
They're big fuel tank on the back. Yeah.
Yeah.
So okay, so you killed a bike, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we'll take again the bike that's meaningless to me,
Mhm.
and then you're gonna get the Thunderwolves.
Mm-hmm.
So you're like just a millimeter on the Thunderwolf. So yeah.
Yep. Thunderbolts. 2.
Okay, so Thunderwolf's
Yeah.
not quite dead.
And the baby
then
bike.
I think you're gonna get the attack bike. Let me just measure it for you.
Really wish I had done some wounds to it.
You're just in, so you've got it.
Let's do it. 1.
Okay, so it's got 3 left.
Dang.
That's fun.
That's
Listen,
cool.
that's very valuable. All those wounds really count.
Yeah, no, it's good. I just would rather have the objective.
And so again, I don't get to activate my bikes because I didn't charge.
Correct.
Correct.
You were charged.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. No extra movement for you, sir.
All
Stop
right.
killing my stuff, and then you can.
So I got another 2 points for killing that
Yeah,
vehicle.
2 for that. There's only 10 wounds.
Oh, right, right.
Okay.
That's all she wrote. I don't. Yeah.
Do you engage? No?
No, because he dang killed him.
All right, well, that's going to take us to Space Wolves turn 2,
Yeah.
where Brian not only gains a command point,
Yeah.
but gets 4 vital ground points.
That's correct. And I get
And
15
primary.
That's big.
Unless I want to spend 3 CP again. The start of every battle round. Any battle round.
So 3 CP would only
Wait, start
cost
a battle
me...
round or player turn?
Battle round.
This is
Oh.
not a new battle round.
So then
That's right.
I would still...
It's only start a battle round. You have to use it.
Oh, is it for all your units everywhere? It's 1 unit.
It's all the units on the whole board.
So you're still OPSEC everywhere.
It doesn't impact the units. It impacts the objectives.
No.
Does it? Okay. Bring the...
Wait, but when did I pop it? I popped it...
Top of turn 2.
I'm going to start doing my
You're
movement.
right.
You can talk about it.
Shoot.
You want to pull it? Just pull up the strat.
I'll pull it up.
Yeah.
That's... Whoa.
So you would still be super OPSEC over there, which would be another 7-point swing.
Mhm.
So it would be a 14-point swing for 3 CP.
3 CP.
That is
Well, when you say it like that, that's
pretty
great.
cool.
All right, here we go. World Killers. Use it at the start of any battle round. Until the end of that battle round, enemy units cannot use any abilities that allow them to control an objective marker if there are any Black Legion units from your army within 3 of the center of that objective marker, even if there are more enemy models within range of it.
It's a specific
3 within the
objective, though,
center.
right?
So you're out of range.
Well, really? No, this is an 8th edition rule.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because it was in the center before.
I see.
Yeah. So yeah.
Wait, did that target an objective?
No. It's just...
It says of that objective.
Yeah.
It's all objectives.
It's all objectives. If
jeez.
there's any of my units near an objective.
So it says, I don't get any abilities that control it.
Yeah.
And what do you get?
It says, even if there's more enemy models within range of it.
Sorry. So it says you control it even if there's any more enemy models?
Yeah, it says you cannot use any abilities that allow them to control an objective marker if there are any Black Legion units from your army within 3 of the center of that objective marker, even if there are more enemy models within range of it.
Okay, so that
Yeah.
all that means is that I don't get OPSEC. But then otherwise we just count as 1 each, or how does it work?
That's a good question.
Okay. We'll figure it out. I'm
Yeah.
going to do an advance real quick.
Good question.
Okay.
What do you think, Bridger?
Yeah. I think that I want to read super chats. That's what I think.
Go for it. Well, yeah.
Yeah?
Well, we need to answer the question. I can't answer
Well,
super chats
but I
if we
don't
know the
know.
answer. You're
don't
the
know.
judge.
Chat, what if we wait for chat to solve this for us?
Does chat have an answer to this? Is there an FAQ that
They're saying
clarifies
that
it?
I'm correct on world killers, but I don't have an opinion.
Well, you said what I was saying.
Okay, done. There we go. I said what you said.
In this
and-
case, it doesn't actually matter because regardless, Brian only had 1 model, I had 1 model, so he wouldn't be controlling this objective,
which is all that matters.
which is all
Excellent.
that matters.
Don't use the strat again. Problem solved.
I will literally use it every turn because it's amazing.
No.
I'm sorry.
Thank you, Colt. Black Legion. Ugh. Abdomen the flabby is gross. Needs some. That's a lot of acronym. WB. That is word bearers.
Yep.
NL is Night Lords.
Yep.
And AL is
Alpha Legion.
Alpha. Nice. I would not have gotten that one. What would you like to see in the 9th CSM Codex?
Oh man, so many things. So I would like. Well, obviously the wounds are a really big thing.
Gonna heal my Rune Priest. My healing bomb.
Oh dang! Healing
He's
bomb.
back up to full.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Chat is now overwhelmingly saying that it just turns off OPSEC.
Yeah, it just turns off OPSEC.
Okay, that's fine. So in this case, it doesn't matter. But
So what it meant is I only had 1 on it, you had 1 on it, so neither of us controlled it.
right, exactly.
Okay.
Which means
Excellent.
you don't get the 7 points.
Yes, they
Yeah.
have been deducted.
Yes. So good.
But I get 10 primary and 2.
Yes.
For the, okay.
Correct.
And you may continue with your answer.
Um.
What you want in the CSM 9th edition Codex.
Oh yeah. Well, obviously, I want to see like increased viability on so many of the units, right? So the wounds fix so many things, though. That's the thing, right? So 2 wound havocs suddenly become very playable. Like T5 was a great thing. Not being affected by movement is a great thing. And an additional wound, I will actually put them physically on the table and play them.
Oh, sorry, I rolled their advance but didn't move.
No worries. Yeah, I don't know. That's the main things I'm really hoping for.
So-
it's not much.
So you're happy with where it's going.
Yeah, I really am.
Nice.
Obviously, so I'd like more strats, more utility strats like Space Marines have. But just do those things, and then I can suddenly really play the army. You know what I mean? So
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Jeff. My Achilles Land Raider comes in tomorrow, I hope.
Ooh,
Still no
nice.
ideas
Cool
for
model.
a name or waiting for a turn 1 explosion. It'll be Sisters versus Thousand Suns. Any hints on not losing a turn 1 and winning the game?
Scaring terrain.
Well, Sisters have a lot of Melta,
Yeah.
and they also have organ guns, which are very long range and good at killing tanks.
Yeah.
So hide, unless you wanted to explode turn 1, then it gets a cool name.
Use your angles to hide from the tank, and then the melta guns. Remember, the sisters that are holding those melta guns will move 12 inches, and then will hit, and then will do 6 damage. So just be very, very cautious about that range, because of the miracle dice. Bjorn's coming in. Wait, how do you get there?
Yeah.
Because you can't. Oh yeah, because you went forward.
He was
3.
right here. Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. And that's without an advance.
Yeah.
Damn. All right.
So we're gonna try to basically blast away your screen and charge your obliterators.
Sounds good to me.
That's the hope, at least.
Yep. I dig it.
Thank you, Edward. What is the ultimate question to the ultimate answer of life, the universe, and everything?
The question. Well, the answer is
21 plus
42.
22? No, 21 plus 21. You messed me up by saying 42.
That's our host, ladies and gentlemen.
That was tough. Math, simple
he
math.
keeps score.
Arithmetic
I will have you know.
is tough.
A little worried.
Thank you, Joshua. Hello from Australia. I'm brand new to 40k and trying to start an AdMech army around 2,000 points.
Nice.
I'm hoping for some suggestions on what units to focus on with 9th changes coming in.
In what army, sorry?
AdMech.
Oh, AdMech. So there's a lot of great things in AdMech. We obviously really like the power of the robots, but then also the ability to score. So we love the priests in transports. We don't really run them on foot because they're too slow. They can get shot, things like that. Because you want them to power up before they have the chance of getting shot. And then a sprinkling of the new units is actually quite good for playing the objective game.
The pterodaxi are great. The sulfur hounds are good.
Yep.
Even the new flyers are pretty respectable.
They are.
There's really very little that isn't good in the codex.
Yeah.
I just got a ton of new models. I just got
Oh yes.
3 new what are they, dragoons?
Yep.
And I got 6 iron striders.
Iron striders are great.
And I got 10 more fulgurite priests.
Oh, you did? I didn't know about that one.
So next time we play, 20 fulgurite priests,
Oh gosh.
6 iron striders.
That's horrible.
It's gonna be great.
Gosh.
Maybe I'll put 6 dragoons, 6 iron. So it's like a lot of walkers. The problem is
That'd
you
be
can't
cool.
even fit them on the board.
They're so
huge.
ungainly. Like
Yeah, it's like you could move them. So like if you had a spot like this, you
Right.
couldn't even fit the units through.
so
easily.
bad. Yeah.
So it's a tough one.
So chat has come to the conclusion
Yes.
that the 3 CP stratagem, as it's written, does nothing.
As it's written, does
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
Well,
Which we're going to ignore.
We're gonna
because
say
that's
it
silly.
turns off OBSEC because it's the most obvious thing it says.
That's
it
literally
does.
what it does, though. It says that.
Well, but OBSEC isn't an ability that you activate, and it says that you can't activate abilities.
We know the
It
spirit.
doesn't
of it.
say activate.
Well,
It may not use.
You can't, right, but you don't use, like...
It's
Well,
fine.
That means that says obstac also doesn't.
It's
yeah,
fine,
That's
it's fine.
That's a
Yeah,
nonsense argument. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. All right, I got some melta guns.
Let's do
no,
it.
I do have psychic first.
Yes.
So
yes.
what we're gonna do this time
Oh gosh.
is we're going to Jaws of the World Wolf
Mhm.
on your what are they
Obliterators?
called? Obliterators.
On
So
9.
there's a 9. So you're gonna try to deny me?
I'll try it. Here we go. Looking for a 10. It's an 8. Let's
Okay,
do it. So this
so
is based off my movement, yeah?
2d6, and I
Yeah.
subtract your movement.
So good.
Oh, 5. So you take 1 mortal
take
wound.
1 mortal.
That had the chance to do 8 mortal wounds.
That could have been wild.
Disgusting.
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 Fine, I'll take it.
Right?
And then the -1 to hit, I think I might want to put on them as well,
Mhm.
because I'm not convinced that I'm going to deal with them effectively.
Right.
So we're going to put it on them as well.
Sounds good.
I was thinking of putting it on Abadon, but he'll kill anything that hits him. So that'll get it.
Sounds good. This is your last cast?
Yes.
I might as well try. No. Yes.
Okay. So -1 to hit on them.
Sounds good.
Now we do have some shooting.
Yep.
So what we're going to start with is we're going to start with these bikers
Mhm.
into the cultists with their bolters, and then the 1 melta is going to go into your venom crawler right here.
Sounds good.
Okay.
So let's do it.
Or maybe I should put the melta right into the obliterators.
Ooh,
do
well,
you
you're
think?
out of range, but
Oh, right, because
That
it's
would
not
be-
it's only 12 inch. 'Cause
Yeah.
This isn't a multi-melta.
this is the eliminators, Brian.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
So here's the melta.
The Eradicators.
It hits.
Yeah, that's right. On a 3,
Of course.
roll
We
the
melted
melta.
it. So that's fine. So we've got
One hit and
2.
one wound will always fail.
That's actually the hidden Melta rule,
Yeah,
is
it
that
is.
it will not wound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it'll be 1. But that means if you bring a melter gun, it does
On
literally nothing.
3s, re-rolling.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Solid.
And then on 3s.
Cool.
All right.
Nice.
6 ups on your cultists.
Dig it. Hook. Okay, so 5.
All right, 5 go down. So next we're going to go with the bikes on the other side. All their bolters in, all their bolters into the cultists as well.
Sounds good.
And then we're going to put their Melta, I think, into your Lord Discordant.
Sure.
Or I could. Now I am in range to actually Melta your, but that would make my charge quite a bit longer. So we're not going to do that.
Yeah.
So we're just going to put it in the Lord Discordant.
Okay.
Okay. So here's the Melta. No, misses. I rerolled 1s there.
Right.
Not 2s, but it's standard. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then so here's the these are rerolling 1s, and not rerolling my 2s though. And then on 3s.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Solid. All right, and 6s. Nope, there goes
That's the whole squad. All right.
There they go.
So now I've got my free charge.
That's right.
Which is great.
Right.
So now we have the guns of Bjorn.
Yep.
And Bjorn's going to put his. He doesn't want to hurt the. He doesn't want to hurt his charge range.
Yeah.
So who does he want to shoot at? It's a very, very difficult decision. He needs help killing them though. Like he can't one-shot them.
True.
He could, but like he might not.
Right.
Fine. I'm gonna put the flamer into them just because I'll only chip a wound or 2, and then I'll put the flamer into the venom crawler, and I'll put the big gun into the venom crawler as well. I guess. The Lord Discordant. Jeez. 1, 2, 3,
yes,
4,
no, maybe so.
5, 6. Lord Discordant.
Okay.
On 5, so 3 wounds, -1.
-1, so 3 ups. Let's see. One more, please.
Sure.
3 ups.
Oh, thank you.
You're
and then
welcome.
D6 on my flamer, just the 1.
Nailed it.
No wound.
Cool, cool,
Okay,
cool.
so next what we're going to do is the attack bike with the multi-melta at your Lord Discordant. Hits.
Oh, dang.
Come on, multi-melta.
On a 3. Oh,
No.
dang.
Get out of here with this.
5 up. Oh, takes it.
And am I in half range? Let's check.
Maybe.
Yeah,
maybe,
I think I am actually.
You think about re-rolling it?
Definitely am within half range.
That's really scary. How many do I have?
You have 6 command points.
Oh, that's fine.
It's only a 5 up.
Yeah, it's plenty of CP, but it's not a good reroll.
No, go
Yeah.
for it.
2d6.
Yeah.
6 damage.
There it is.
Big.
Down 4. Okay.
That felt good. Let's put the bolters, of course. So 3 hits.
Sounds good.
2 wins on them.
Nice. And 2s.
Tactical doctrine, so 3s. But
Yep, we're good.
all right. So last I have just the bolt pistols over here and a couple crack grenades.
Cool deal.
So we're just gonna do 2 crack grenades from the 2 units. Just gonna do them together, re-rolling everything. They missed because they actually hit on 4s.
All right.
Oh, and I should have re-rolled the 3.
So
Sorry.
dumb.
There is 1 wound.
Okay.
It's -1.
-1. Takes it.
D3.
Cool.
1 damage. All right.
Wound dice.
That was a big nothing. Oh, here we go.
Thank you.
And I do have some storm bolters.
Oh,
Isn't that
dang.
exciting?
Yes. Very.
So storm bolters. I don't know who to shoot, so we can't shoot the characters.
Right.
So I don't know. We'll shoot the venom crawler back here.
Sounds
Chip
good.
a wound off of it. Re-rolling. These are from the 2 characters.
Yep.
And 5. So there
Oh,
you
dang.
go. 4 -1.
This front one?
Yeah.
So 4s.
Oh,
All good.
Okay. So
Take it.
that's my shooting.
Yeah.
It's actually quite a lot of shooting for.
Yeah.
It was all little shooting, but it got the job done. So we're gonna start with the Wolfen. They have a very manageable charge at this venom crawler.
A little bit.
It's a 3-inch rerollable charge.
Sounds good.
So great.
Cool deal.
It's a 7. Excuse me. So that's good. We'll just come up here, and what we're doing is we're just going to spread out a little bit so that my aura can affect many people. Where do we want him to go? There's fine. That's who's on him. So we're going to charge into your. This is where you have a choice to Overwatch me, which is interesting. Right. So it's a 4-inch charge. Are you going to Overwatch me?
Of course I am.
Ooh, okay.
I've got 4 rerolls from Abaddon.
Oh, you're in Abaddon range.
So
yeah, that's
18
right.
shots. So here we go. So this is the strength first. Nice. And the rend. Nice. And then the damage. Okay, and then we're going to use our mutated invigoration.
Oh, that works for the whole round.
Yeah, that's right. So 3
Ouch.
flat damage, 18 shots.
Yeah,
coming
you're
on
gonna
in.
you're gonna get him.
Here's hoping. You've got, okay, so I need one of these to go through. So 3, 6, 9.
Man, you always get the max
12,
damage on these guys.
15.
I think literally every phase of every
I think
game.
that's why I like
Yeah.
them so much. They're actually like way worse.
The thing is, I'll try to run them, and then I'll just roll like 1s and 2s.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. So this is really big if you get
This
it.
is a big deal. So it's
Yeah.
6s with a reroll.
You're already in great territory.
Already happy. So that's 3
Yeah.
so far. Rerolling these.
So he used Overwatch.
Abaddon. And just one more.
Okay. So 4 hits.
Oh boy. And then these are strength 9, so on 3s. Hup.
Oh.
Ooh, and so you have, so these are -3, so you get 6 ups, and then you have a feel no pain.
Oh, you had -3 AP? I thought it was 3 damage.
Oh, well that was these dice.
Oh, okay. Jeez, I thought it was -2 AP.
-2, so you'd have a 5 up save.
5 up.
Yeah, I'm gonna reroll this. Here we go. Oh. Gosh.
Okay.
You'll be fine.
So 5 up save.
2 5 ups. Ooh, 6 damage.
6 damage. That's a lot.
That's a lot. So I needed to pass one of these and then do my. So I'm gonna have to reroll 1. Just this is my only chance. How many CP do I have?
You have 4.
Yeah, so I can afford to do this. Oh, did you see it?
I did.
It was on the 5. Okay, so
Oh
now I
my
have 6
God.
damage. 1, 2, 3,
So you
4,
need half.
5, 6.
You need
No,
more
I
than
need
half.
more than half. No, he dies.
Yes!
Does he explode?
No.
Power!
That's a very big game swinging.
Oh, that was huge. Yeah.
All right, Bjorn goes down.
Very nice.
That's amazing.
Very, very, very painful.
You killed Bjorn. You know,
In Overwatch.
With a mechanic that doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah. But this is why we like them. They're really strong.
They're great. Yeah. Well, and Abaddon is the 4 reroll, so.
Okay,
amazing.
so we have lots more charges. So
Yes.
the charge phase is not is far from over.
Yep.
So maybe the bikes you try to tag them, but they're pretty good at fighting. They have 2 damage fists or D3
No,
damage,
they're pretty good at fighting, but I'll
and they have
check the
full
exact.
rerolls right now.
Yes.
So my bikes probably couldn't hang on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're baby power fists.
they are baby power fists.
They would be
What's
like
the strength?
5 attacks.
Can you
each.
just double check it for me? I'll do that charge
Yeah,
last.
No
I
worries.
think they're strength 6.
So we're going to charge here.
Yeah, that's the baby part of them.
We're going to charge the Venom Crawler with the 2 units.
Uh-huh.
They can't really fail. So the first one's an 11. The second one's a 7.
Sounds good.
Man, Bjorn died.
Yawn! Oh, that's 3 points to Gryffindor?
Yeah, I gave you the
Yeah.
points.
So-
Like old pup, he died.
I know, right? So they are, yeah, they're strength 6 -1 for D3. And they would be 4 attacks when you charge them. They're good.
Strength 6.
Yeah.
-1 for
Mhm.
D3,
D3,
and they're a -1 to hit in combat.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Because they're not
Only
truly fists.
Baby power.
Remember when they slapped those custodians?
I did not enjoy that.
Oh, it's so amazing. Oh my god.
Oh man, that was
That
ruthless.
was so epic.
Okay. So that was the first unit. Here's the second unit.
Bjorn was like yapping around like a little puppy.
Yeah.
You just kicked him across the battlefield.
I mean, honestly, it was looking real grim dark if I didn't kill him, though.
Oh, for sure.
You know?
That was
It was
a game swinging.
big game swinging play.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the 2 characters. I think might have to actually pull this around a little bit. I'm
Yeah, you
realizing.
don't have enough of a base.
We'll go right there. Enough to get them both in, I think.
Cool.
Okay, so we'll charge with the 2 characters. Pretty reasonable charges here. So there's the king,
Mm-hmm.
and then the priest.
Yep.
Oh, 4. I think that might be close, but
Ooh.
it looks fine. Yeah, it's fine.
Solid.
Okay. Okay. So maybe the bikes should go in. Couldn't really hurt. We'll charge the bikes in there.
Sure.
8. I don't think that makes it.
Yeah.
So. Oh.
Yeah.
I guess it does. Fine.
You are get.
Great. So you could choose to heroically intervene if you want.
Sure. It would be a pro move.
It would be a move.
To your power fist.
Now I regret not shooting them. I should have shot them.
I
Killed at least one more.
know. You're like, well, if I was going to fail anyways. Woof.
Woof.
Yeah, I should have shot one more just to reduce the overwatch.
Right.
All right. Those bikes, everyone's just going to hang there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, makes sense.
I think
No reason to run in.
no reason to get killed this turn.
Yeah.
Tagging those boys would be big, though. Don't you think?
Oh, the Blitz?
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely. If you survive.
if I survived. It's D3. How many attacks did you say? 6? Or how many?
On the Blitz?
Yeah.
So it'd be 12 total.
Rerolling everything. I'm going to die, right? I'm definitely dead.
What are you charging him?
If I charge with my bikes.
2 bikes into the Blitz.
Oh, yeah, of course they would die.
Yeah.
Ryan,
I know they would die.
what?
It's the off hope, you know what I meant?
No, I get it. I totally get it.
They don't get to keep Overwatching, do they? If you paid for it to Overwatch once in the phase?
I don't think so, but
Okay. That's
maybe?
fine.
I'm going to say no.
So we're going to fight,
Yep.
and I'm going to fight over here first.
Okay, sounds good.
And who to fight with first? Probably, I think, Logan Grimnar is the stronger one of the bunch. So we're going to go with Logan Grimnar first.
Logan Grimnar.
How do you feel about that?
Not good.
Okay, good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I feel
base,
terrible.
plus 2. All right. So we're going to fight two-handed on you. So -1 to hit, +1 to hit.
Ooh,
So hitting you on 2s.
solid.
Good.
Nice.
Pony was turn 3.
Right. And you get the +1 to hit from...
Being a Space Wolf.
Isn't that only your super doctrine? No,
No, it's when he charges.
Yeah.
And then I'm strength.
His super doctrine is
8.
extra attacks, extra hits,
Exploding attacks.
exploding attacks. Yeah.
And so
Just worse than Blood Angels.
Don't listen to us. Keep thinking.
okay. So they all wound.
All right, sounds good.
And this is
Yeah, because your strength what?
8.
Okay, yep.
And these are -3.
-3, so 5 ups or 4 ups because I got this
Oh, nice.
first earth.
And
Still
4
not
damage.
And it'll kill him. On 5 up, this would be great.
You would be okay. Oh. So he explodes on my entire army.
Yeah.
Okay, so do the dogs
Oh
first.
my gosh, doggies. 3.
Ouch. They're gonna fail morale.
Here's hoping.
Okay, so the Terminator, the squad with the Terminator, the bigger squad of the 2. Okay, it's great. Ouch.
This is wild.
It's absolutely wild. Okay, the smaller squad.
Ah.
Okay, it's fine. We'll take this guy.
Okay.
The Logan Grimnar.
3.
He took 3. Okay, ridiculous.
Adrian's giggling.
The Wolf
about
Priest.
I'm so excited. Come on. Come on. Oh.
How many do you take?
Just 1.
Okay, so he's down to 4.
Mm-hmm.
And then the bike squad.
3. We either do threes or 1s here.
Adrian.
There's nothing
Okay.
between, guys.
And then the Wolfen.
3, yes.
An animal.
Uh,
So I lose the Thunderhammer,
yes.
but he'll still get to fight, so it's fine.
Night shield.
And then your
Crap.
your Venom Crawler here.
Yep. My Venom Crawler. All right, there's the 2. And
Okay.
then Master Possession. 1.
Oh,
And
good for you.
I know. I think
And then
Abaddon's in.
Abaddon?
Oh yeah, he's in because I was doing rerolls. 2.
2. Okay.
That's good.
Oh my god.
That was amazing, Adrian.
I'm so gosh, what a weird
That
game.
was diabolical.
Horrible things keep happening to me, and then it works out okay.
That's
He's
like more
continued to
damage than
explode.
he would have done in combat,
Oh,
anyways.
100%.
So
There's 2 here, and then 1 here, and then 2 to Abby.
okay.
That was
Wow.
like 20 mortal wounds.
Yeah.
That was like a burn Obama right there.
Yeah.
Oh my
I've
gosh.
I've had enough. So are you interrupting?
Oh, good question. No.
Okay. So
Well, the guy fights on death.
yeah, I know. That's why I put him down. So
Yeah, do
Okay.
him first. Yeah.
So great. So let's do the his attacks.
Mm-hmm.
So just 4, 5 attacks with him.
Cool.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, let me just double check something.
Yeah.
Didn't 2 Wolfen die?
No,
Yeah.
1.5. Oh,
1 was wounded.
1 was wounded. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, 2 are dead. 2 are
Yep.
dead.
Yeah.
I'll pick the one that's. I'll kill the one with the frost claws.
Okay.
Or the normal claws. The
But
non.
they all
The
fight
non-leader.
now, so.
They all fight. Yeah.
Yeah.
So here's just the Thunderhammer guy.
Uh huh.
So he's hitting on 3s.
Yep.
And
-1. Yeah. +1.
Yeah, and rerolling everything.
Sorry.
Okay.
Sounds good. And the
And-
rerolling everything's from.
Logan Grimnar.
Yep. Cool.
And
Nice. 3s
yeah, 3s.
and 4 ups. Oh, come on. Come on. 9. Down
So
to 1.
you're dead. Oh,
No, down to 1.
Okay.
Oh no, you're right. I
So
messed up. So on a 5 up, he explodes.
yes.
No.
Yes.
yes!
He explodes again. You're an animal.
But now I'm gonna kill the Master of Possession.
So no, Master of Possession has 3 wounds. You're not gonna kill him.
It's D3.
Yeah, I know, but you're
This
rolling
is
really well for your own
amazing.
models.
Yep. This is for the Master.
Okay.
Oh god, I'm so nervous.
Who
Can't even hit
cares?
the table.
You have no one to protect anymore.
anymore. He can protect himself.
This is amazing.
Abaddon?
Can't lie.
Ridiculous.
I can't
This
find
is
my
the
two.
best.
Abaddon! Oh, crap. That's actually...
Abaddon's down to
he's
3. That's
three.
big.
That sucks.
So, okay, so my Wolfen.
Okay. 2.
So
Another one.
Another
Maybe.
one dies. So
Oh.
hold on. Let me just remove this guy,
What is this game?
this guy,
You killed 3 Wolfen from explosion.
and this guy. Yeah.
Which is more than my entire
So my
army shooting with them.
biker with 1 wound left dies.
Just dies.
Okay. My Terminator, the smaller squad right in front of you,
Mhm.
takes 1.
Oh, dang. Just him.
Okay, and then Logan Grimnar.
Oh.
Oh
3.
my god, he's down to 1 wound.
Oh, my God.
Okay, and then you are out of range of the Wolf Priest,
no.
thankfully. So just your own. So you could kill. You can kill. What's it called?
Marine?
And a blit.
An obliterator.
Elblit.
Oh,
Nice.
come on.
And then the Marines.
You're
that
an
are in there.
animal.
Take 2. Oh, 1.
Oh, what? Come on! You're so mean.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't deserve
That
this.
was
I do
a
deserve this.
ruthless number of wounds.
That was
Oh
so
my
silly.
god.
The silliest thing I've
Oh
ever
my
seen.
God.
Wow. That was amazing.
Oh, I'm
Yes.
sorry. That was
That
crazy,
was
Brian.
3 for 3 explosions. All 3 exploded
Yeah.
in the game.
Yeah. Well, you just take them when you're gonna roll.
Literally, all 3 exploded on me. This is ridiculous. Okay.
Oh my God.
So now I've just got my pylons.
Yep.
So we'll just pylon nowhere, I think. Like here.
Question mark.
And the Wolfen will pylon like here.
I can't. That was
amazing.
Oh my gosh. All right.
I guess.
I think that was a net gain for me.
I've lost my entire army to explosions. I charged you. You did not fight, and you killed like four
Oh
or
my
500
gosh.
points. So okay, I'm in a tough spot now.
Cool deal.
So I do have some morale.
Yes.
I lost, thankfully, only 2 from that squad, and I have leadership 9, so I can't fail.
Sounds good.
So I lost 4 from the Wolfen squad,
Yeah.
and I'm leadership
Ooh,
9.
Space Marines.
So I lose 1
Nope, Space Marines.
and reroll. Yeah, and so we're fine.
Yep.
And the dogs. So
Damn doggies.
do the dogs benefit from my aura of leadership?
I have no idea.
Because it's all space wolves, and they are space wolves.
I don't know what rules exclude. Is there a way you can fail anyways?
If I didn't have, so I lost 3, that would take me
To an 8.
to an 8, and I have leadership 9 with the
Okay.
with the.
I have no
with
idea
the
what
aura.
the rule is.
We'll
so I
check
have
it
no
up
idea.
later,
Yeah.
but it's just an aura.
No
giving
worries.
it
You
to
can
me.
check in downtime.
So
No big
this squad lost 2, and they're fine.
deal. All good.
So I don't have a morale issue. Okay, cool. That's my turn.
How many fronts are you
the
engaging?
game is
in?
playing itself.
I'm in all the fronts.
Every front?
Yep.
Oh yeah,
That's 3 points.
he's getting
to,
stuck in.
to Brian Door.
Yeah. We could play this game on an AI and it'd be the same. Like I move up, I charge you, you interrupt, kill me,
Yeah.
you charge me, I explode, I kill you.
It's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, what a cool game.
So Black Legion turn 3?
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
No, the explosions are rad.
That was so
Who
crazy.
doesn't want your giant spider gas tanks to blow up?
You
That
don't.
is what. Listen, I don't.
No, it's cool.
But if
It's
they're
super
gonna,
cool.
if one's gonna blow up,
They should
I want
blow
all
up.
of them to blow
I
up.
love how much of an impact
It's
explosions
only,
have now.
it's only all or nothing. No, explosions. Since our very first game with the
They've been a
Space
big deal.
Wolves, right?
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
had those Land Raider blow up and kill my entire army.
Yeah, that's great.
We've seen that it matters a lot.
It's an actual thing now because before you could really
just
control
re-roll
it.
it.
You had to get so unlucky. It was
Yeah.
1 out of 10 games you'd actually have.
Oh
win
my
that
god,
match.
I'm still reeling from the
Right?
pain.
Oh my god.
An amazing occurrence.
Love it. All right, let's see what we can do. So I'm only on 1 point.
I did set out to kill. I did kill the things I set out
You
to
did
kill, kind of.
absolutely.
But I took more damage in that turn than I took in your last turn.
that is incredible.
Right?
And now all the heroes are like open to the winds.
Well, the heroes are all dead. They're all super dead.
Yeah.
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 This entire flank is dead, and then
Yeah.
so is both flanks are dead.
All
Let's see it.
right, let's see what we can do.
Bring it.
I have to kill 1 guy off of this squad. No,
In-
because I'll be closer to you then. No, yeah, they're still blocking because you have stuff here. So I need to kill 1 guy from here.
Yes. What he's talking about is targeting my characters. I only have 3 blood claws left to guard my characters, and so what that means is it's very easy for him, for like obliterators or something,
Mm-hmm.
to just wipe my entire set of
Yeah.
characters.
Yeah.
Pretty much with nothing. They would just shoot twice, and I would lose the entire half of the board.
Yes, that's the
It
idea.
would be real bad.
I'm debating if I want to spend 2 CP to heal Abby because he has the Mark of Nurgle.
Mm.
That's the Nurgle one.
You have 5 CP.
Yeah, even with my +1.
Ooh. Yeah, because he has every mark, technically.
He has
right?
every mark. Yeah. So he can double fight as Khorne. He can double shoot as Slanesh.
He has a terrible gun. It's like a shamefully bad gun.
No, it's not terrible. You were undervaluing it when we played.
Really?
We realized after. Someone in chat was like, it's actually, because you're using it as 1 damage.
Oh,
it's
okay.
D3 damage.
Oh.
So it's actually always
Okay.
4 shots at D3.
That's actually pretty good.
But it's only strength 4.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
I don't think you need to heal him. I think everything over here is dead. And you fight first. So I think you're fine.
Yeah.
I think you're fine.
I think I'm okay. All right, cool. Let's go. So, shooting and fighting and shooting and fighting.
Well, first you move, Adrian. That's the first.
Well, yeah. No, we're here to bash heads. Oh, sorry, wrong army. Is it though? Is it really a different army? So you can
wanna
go
go
do
through some
super chats.
questions?
Yeah.
Eventually, yeah.
He's
I'm just
dying to
rambling
do
now.
questions.
Thank you, Andrew. Hyped to catch another live stream. Eldar Flyers. Is the Crimson Hunter Exarch the only hotness? What about the Hemlock or the Phoenix?
No, they're all cool. The Crimson Exarch's just next level as far as its efficiency for its points, and the fact that it gets the Exarch powers means it's even better for free. So it's really, really good. The Hemlock has always been good, but it's pricey, and it's an extremely fragile plane. And now that you can't give it, -2, -3 to hit, it's just a lot of points. And your opponent's going to say, "I have to get rid of that thing." The nice thing is you could deep strike it, so it at least gets 1 turn of doing a thing. But for whatever, it's almost 200 points, isn't it? Like 190 points or something.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is now actually, but
They're expensive.
they're pricey, but they're really cool and fun. Hard to make your points back with them. And the Phoenix is less efficient than the Crimson Hunter Exarch.
Yeah.
But it's still pretty cool.
It's really not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I have one.
It's not bad.
You know, yeah.
Play it because the model's right.
Even the Nightwing's good.
Yeah.
There was a while where in Europe, especially, people were when they were really running a lot of flyers, they would start running Nightwings because it's the next best thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what a cool name.
Thank you, Paul. Hi from Northern Virginia. First time catching you guys live. I was pretty bummed by some of the changes in 8th and 9th, but you guys made me excited to play. Craft with Eldar is the army that I am building for 9th.
What an amazing faction. And I'm glad you're liking 9th edition because it is the best edition of the game that I've ever seen. And it's a really phenomenal game. And whatever problems you want to find in the game, and sure, it has problems, they're nothing in comparison to the problems previous editions have had. This game is by far the most thematic and flexible and balanced version they've created. And it's really amazing. A lot to be excited about.
Thank you, Bobson. Hello, boys.
Bobson.
1 CP to both of the players. What do the boys think of the last few reveals? I know we talked about some of the weapon changes, but what about the new core keyword?
Yes, this is one of the other big changes I was dying to talk about. Really surprised they announced it. Yeah. I think it's an enormous fix for the game. The game became overly efficient. If you remember 7th, the game was not this lethal in 7th, right? Like a tank with 2 twin last cannons had 2 shots, not re-rolling. Yeah. You know, and there was the damage tables, and you know, if you had a gun line of tanks, you didn't do the damage that you do today.
No.
And you didn't have units like aggressors and things that had 150 shots re-rolling everything. And the game just became overly lethal, which is kind of one of the major problems with it.
Mm-hmm.
And re-rolls are at the heart of the efficiency and lethality, especially of Marines, but even of other armies. So I'm really in favor of this because not only does it fix a problem, but it also encourages thematic list construction through the core keywords. So I'm really excited about all of it.
Absolutely.
Thank you, The Great Potato. Hello from Texas, friends. Your content is second to none. My partner and I have been enjoying some Crusade games recently. Looking forward to when y'all start yours. We're running Tau versus Yunari.
Ooh, nice.
That's really cool.
They've got the new Crusade book coming out.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as we get it, we're going to try to learn the game a little bit and put together at least a couple Crusade games.
For sure.
We're excited to play. We haven't tried it yet.
No.
So keep an eye out. We're going to have it soon.
It's going to happen soon.
I'm going to get one more in here.
Yeah,
okay.
absolutely.
Thank you, Dustin. Stoked to see Chaos and Wolves. You guys are awesome. Do you feel the relevancy and usefulness of vehicles has diminished with the core edition?
Not if they always explode.
That's right. Yes and no. So I think we've already seen less of double repulsor executioner in 9th edition just because of the way the game's designed.
Yep.
We're going to see less of that kind of, gun line builds, right? So tanks are still great. They were just overly efficient before, right? And so the idea is to sort of spread out why different things are good, why troops are good, why vehicles are still good.
The vehicles play more of a utility role now,
Exactly,
too. Like,
yeah.
you've got things like Razorbacks that run up the board, do a bit of shooting, protect some OBSEC, right? So I still think vehicles are solid. Dreadnoughts are still amazing, right? So I think that there's, they definitely have taken a dip.
For sure.
They're definitely taking a dip, but I think they're still wildly strong.
They're still great. And the problem with having all these things benefit from all the same buffs is you're then competing with all the same units are competing with each other for efficiency, right? And so you can potentially boil it down to like, this is the most efficient, most killy, best whatever. Whereas now, they're different categories, they're not comparable, they do different roles, and that's so important.
And we haven't seen points. They might point. They will probably point vehicles appropriately. And there might even be different stratagems. You know, there's a lot that could still come and change.
100%. All right, let's do it.
All right, bring the pain.
Bring in the pain, bring in the ruckus. All right, so we have Master Possession.
Yep.
We're going to go with, we'll start with Invigorated Mutation onto the Blitz.
Oh.
Not go off. Oh, dang.
Good.
I'll leave it. I'll leave it.
I think you've done your damage, yeah.
I think so. And we...
What's next? You just smite?
I'm almost not sure if I need Cursed Earth. I don't think so.
No, because it doesn't benefit...
No, it benefits them, so they'd have a 4-up invuln.
But nothing's attacking them.
No, especially if the smite goes fine. So we're just going to smite into the Wolfen.
Good luck.
Here we go. Well, it wouldn't have gone up either way. Yeah, so that's fine.
Good.
We will, however, Prescience the Oblitz.
Good luck.
Here we go. All right, there we go.
Here's my deny.
Oh, dang.
Oh, come on.
You matching me today.
Yeah.
Let's see. All right, that's it for Psychic. Let's go ahead and do some Shustin. So as Brian was saying, I need to kill one guy from here, and then all my obliterators can go in and all that good stuff. So
good thing you have so few guns.
I know, right? Crazy. So let's see. So they do have a 2-up. They actually have decent armor.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah. So we have the Forge Fiend, which is only -1. We have his gun, which is
-1 as well.
You know what? Now I'm debating. It's only strength 4, but it might be a higher rent.
You might as well start with it, right? Like, because his gun, or you're thinking his gun could be good against
D3 damage.
So you want to use it against a character?
Exactly. Or something like this is 2 wounds, this is 2 wounds.
I see.
Like everything is better target, but this is a target that matters.
Yeah, I think this is where I would go. I would just start with Abaddon.
Yeah.
Or like I would start with the cultists and then move to Abaddon.
Yeah, it's only -1, so we'll just try with the cultists.
Okay.
I don't know if they're all in rapid fire. No, literally just this front guy.
Okay, so you got 11 shots?
11 shots. Here we go.
All right, can the Black Legion cultists do the business?
You know the answer. 6?
The answer is absolutely not.
Absolutely they can.
Are they within reroll range?
They are, yeah.
Great.
So this is on 4s rerolling.
Very nice.
Nice. Hoop.
Oh.
Hoop. Wow.
All right.
The conversion was terrible.
It's not bad.
All right.
On 5s?
On 5s.
Bring it.
Hey.
It's fine.
Give me some 1s.
So I'm going to do this on my Terminator.
Oh, saucy.
So he's good.
All good. Let's go ahead and...
So I need to do on the Terminator because I can't afford to lose a single model.
Yeah.
He's got 2 wins.
Let's do Abaddon.
Everything's on the Terminator.
Yes,
Ooh,
but that's the way I would have done it. So this is a 9th edition change because I took a save on him.
Yeah.
I literally have to take all the remaining saves on him for the remainder of the phase.
Right.
It's like a weird, tiny rule that you'd easily miss.
Absolutely.
But I wanted them all on him anyway, so.
Yeah, exactly. We'll do Abaddon. On 2s,
okay.
rolling. Hoop, looks good. And then on 4s.
Let's see if you can wound. 1 wound.
Terrible strength.
But you could one-shot me, and it's -1.
Yeah.
So 2-up save.
It's like, what?
It's good.
What do you think is going to happen?
I think nothing. You'd have to get 4 wounds to have a chance. You know
yeah.
What I mean?
All right, so we're not going to be too greedy. We're going to go for the Blitz.
Because you could always double shoot.
We are going to double shoot. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So here's the profile first. So strength.
And remember, they are at -1 to hit.
But then +1 for prescience.
And then prescience. Back to 3s.
You failed prescience.
No, I passed.
No, he failed
That's the only
everything
thing
else.
I passed.
Oh, he did. He
passed
rolled an
double
8.
4s.
That's the thing you rolled.
No, you're good.
Sorry.
AP. Oh, come on. And
Yeah.
then damage.
Yeah.
Triple 1s. Nice.
Hooray.
That-
When it doesn't... Couldn't you have done that last turn?
I know.
Get out of
Well,
here.
it kind of matters. How many speed? I have 5.
You have 5.
But you can't reroll these.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Cool. I was like...
we both do this every time.
Yeah. All right, so here we go. So we have 18 shots. That's still 18 2-ups that you get.
Yeah. I think I'll live.
I think you're totally going to live.
Yeah. You got nothing on
So
this Terminator.
what I will probably do instead
Okay.
is put... Oh, it's 1 damage, too.
You're considering...
I totally should have CP'd that spell. So
I thought you were going to... Honestly, I thought you were going to come up here and just smite the one guy.
the one guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been smart.
That's what I literally
been
thought you were
smart.
going to do. You're just
Yeah.
going to come and smite
Oh,
it?
but you failed smite.
I failed my smite, but that
But
would
you
have
could
been
have
a smart
rerolled
move.
it. Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
So instead, we're going to put, this is your Psyker right here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
That's
we'll
my Wolf
put
Priest.
12 into the Wolf Priest and 6 into this Wolfen.
Ooh,
we're
nice.
just going to shoot other stuff.
Bring it.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
like it.
Yeah.
It was a good decision.
Thank you. So here is...
It's not at all what I would do. So I'm interested to see how it turns out.
This is into the Wolfen. So on 3s, rerolling. Looks good.
Good for you.
And then on 3s, no rerolls.
Yeah.
Oh, terrible. All right,
fine.
these are all -1.
So 5 up saves
You got it.
because he doesn't have real armor. Good luck.
Yeah, this is why I didn't want to shoot into the Terminator. So, all right, and then into the character, 3s.
All right.
Rolling.
Oh, nice. 3s.
And then 3s.
Let's see them 2s.
Right. Whoops.
I should have just
Oh,
transhuman.
6.
Didn't have the.
A lot of 2s. There we go.
Okay.
Just -1, so 4 ups. But
4
he's
up.
only a baby guy, right? So.
He was a baby guy.
Oh my god!
Get out of here.
What? Okay.
He has the foresight. What
That's
can I
rough.
say? He can
That's
see.
rough. This is not good.
It's going downhill. Aiden.
It's whiffing.
The 2 ups are just like they're killing me because even the Forge Fiend's only -1 red, right? That's the thing. So regardless, I had to knock things over. I'm getting upset.
Sorry, it's the start of a battle round. If you don't mind, I have to do my litany.
Oh,
I fail.
you did not.
Thanks.
You
And
didn't even say which one it was.
oh, sorry, it was supposed to be the
you go.
extra attacks.
Yeah. No worries.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Over here I have.
I really wanted that.
That would have been nice.
Yeah.
Autocannon. We'll go into these 2 bikes right here.
Okay.
Here we go. On 2s. Ooh.
Oh, mark for death.
On 3s.
Oh, not quite. Your
Get
shooting
these dice
sucks.
out of here.
You have what, one
Oh my
shooting unit
God.
left?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, show me that.
That's crazy.
Show me that Forge Fiend,
Oh my gosh.
Mr. Forge Fiend.
What was he gonna do?
I thought you would have wiped me by now, but
honestly,
you got
me
nothing.
too. Honestly. Cool. Forge Fiend. I'm gonna gather my dice. I just can't count on you failing 2 ups. It's insane.
You're just afraid to do nothing.
Yeah.
Which is what you've been doing.
Yeah, that's exactly what
All
it is.
right. It's such a hard choice. What are your options here?
What are my options? I'm pretty okay here, combat-wise. These things are scary after they get through.
Okay.
So those are probably my main
Like that
targets.
dude could run a bit of amok, you're saying.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So we're going to put 4 into here, 4 into here.
Okay.
Because either one basically kills them. So here's 4 into the Wolfen. This guy is getting just the rerolls from the prince, nothing else.
Sorry,
Yeah.
in the heat of everything, I meant to, every time I killed 1 character in the first turn, 1 in the second turn. Is that right?
With who?
Yeah, it's okay. I forgot to declare. I have a 0 CP
You
strat.
did forget to eat
which
brains.
I was like, at the start of the game, I was like,
yeah.
oh, every time I do that, I'll call it
Right.
out. But in the heat of it, you forget. So
That's
whatever,
right.
it's fine. Keep going.
Okay,
Chat
so
was
right here.
very upset with you.
It's whatever. There's a lot going on when we do these shows.
There's so much, especially, and you have so many rules.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So here's Forge Fiend on 4s into the Wolfen. Looks good. And then on 2s.
Okay.
So 3 at -1.
How much damage?
Oh, 2.
So 6?
Nah, that would have killed Terminator.
That
that was great.
it's a good roll, but
Yeah.
he dies. He like super duper dies.
Super, and then into the Terminator out in the open. Here we go. Reroll the 1. Nope.
All right.
And then 2s.
Let's see it.
Okay, 2 3-ups.
Okay.
Oh, gosh, you killed me, Brian. You're killing me.
Not yet, I'm not.
Oh my god.
Hopefully
All right.
soon, though.
Let's move on to the double shoot phase. So 2 CP, sir.
Oh, you are paying it.
Of course.
I didn't know you would.
Really?
Yeah.
I need to kill things.
Well, he has to do 0 damage to that Psyker again.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I have how many CP now?
You have 3 now.
Perfect. So strength. Nice. Strength 9.
It's a bunch.
AP. -3.
Okay.
Is it the time?
Damage. Ah! Nice.
Oh.
It's time.
Oh,
They
yes,
powered
baby.
up.
All right. So, yeah, real talk, I really do need to deal with these threats. So, we're going to put... You still have a 3 up here. I don't like that.
3 up and he has a 5 up.
And he has a 5 up.
Yeah.
The Psyker is scarier-ish, I guess.
I don't know if that's true. Not in the combat phase. Like not
That
in
is true,
not in the
yeah.
assault. Not in the assault doctrine. I meant the assault doctrine. That's what I'm trying to say.
We'll put 6 into him and 12 into the Terminator.
Whoa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bring it.
So here's 6 into the character.
I think you should be fine.
3's rerolling. Okay.
Whoa.
And then 2's.
Yep.
Okay. So that
And
many
this is on the Terminator or the character?
character.
And my 5 ups.
Got it.
So he dies.
Super dead.
He takes what? 3, 6, 9, 12 damage.
Heck yeah.
So he's dead.
All right.
And so for what it's worth, the reason he was shooting him is I was like a half an inch out from my unit, and it's just because a lot of models died and I didn't have anyone left in
I see what
range.
you're saying. Yeah, you just couldn't get up there. And then into the lone Terminator here. 3s with the reroll. I'll hit it the first time.
All right.
And then on 2s.
You got nothing.
Let's see those 3-ups.
All right.
I've seen you do crazy rolls, like daily. Ah,
He's super dead. Look,
super
1,
dead.
2, 3, 4. I failed more than half.
Oh my gosh.
That would have been like a huge squad of Terminators. Just
Right?
wiped.
My God.
That would have been a squad of Thunderwolf of like, 3 damage.
So
That would have been
true.
the worst. All right.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
Well, that
So,
was better.
That was
Charges?
the thing. So who are we charging?
Mm.
Guess everyone, right?
Yeah, pretty much everyone. So you've got 1 wound here and 4 wounds here.
Yeah, not a lot. Enough for you to wipe them both.
So we're gonna charge everyone.
Okay.
Here we go. Cool.
Okay.
We are in.
How many CP do I have?
You have 3.
Ooh.
Okay. So enough to fight on death at least.
Yep. And then over here.
And you have how many wounds left? 3, right?
Only 3.
Cool.
Yeah. Told you I should have healed. Right here. We're gonna go.
The Disco Lord does heal a wound every turn. I don't know
yeah.
if you've been doing that.
I have definitely not been. I always forget that.
Yeah, because does he degrade?
Whoops. Yeah, he degrades.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
So is he on his bottom?
5. No,
Oh, not quite. He's on 5, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're trying to decide who you charge?
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
You have one Thunderhammer in there?
Only one, but it's
Only
still a
one.
mighty Thunderhammer.
Okay, yeah, he's going to go into both these squads here.
Okay, so both the squad, the biker and the Thunderwolf.
And Thunderwolf, yep.
Okay, you got
I'll
it.
do it. Whoop. And then
Ooh.
the Prince will go into just the bikers.
Okay,
There we go. And he's in.
that's fine.
Very much so.
So where you gonna fight me?
Good question. I
Mm.
wonder where. We got to do Abaddon,
Yeah, of course.
of course. Okay, here we go. So
The abdomen.
You have to roll for Dracnian.
I've got Dracnian.
Let's see this one.
God.
Let's see this
Anytime I
one.
get nervous.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Cool.
so bad.
Cool deal.
No Dracnian.
That's rough. All right. So I guess we're using the claw.
The claw.
The claw.
Well, that
God.
was quite bad.
Oh
It was
man.
not what you want with your
So rough. All right. So we've got.
your Warmaster.
So terrible. 6 attacks plus 1 for angry charge. And so this would be the claw, which is strength 6 minus 3 for 3.
That's still quite good.
It's still great.
Is it -1 to hit?
Nope.
Oh.
Nope.
The claw.
Yeah,
Pretty good.
I'm just not getting the bonus attacks basically.
Yeah.
So and then invulns real quick. What's your invulns look like?
4 and 4s.
4s and 4s.
Yep.
Okay. So we'll put 3 into Logan and then 4 into the other dude.
Okay.
So here's into Logan. On 2s rerolling.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise.
It's got a 1, not a 6. Yeah.
It's a 5.
Oh,
so
right.
those
Because he's
proc.
not -1 to hit.
Exactly. So well his yeah.
Wait,
his,
is this round 3?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So it is the assault doctrine. Okay. I was like, what?
Oh,
Oh,
God.
good.
Reroll. Come
Another
on.
one? No. It's
Jeez
fine.
Louise. And then winning on 3s.
Yeah.
No rerolls. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay.
So Logan Grimnar only has 1 wound
Yeah.
for what it's worth. He dies.
That'll do it.
Okay.
Rip that
Okay.
guy.
And then I got my other attacks on the other boy.
Cool.
On
So I'll just put him down because I
2s.
could fight on death.
Sounds good.
So
So I got 2 additionals. 2s. Looks good.
Good to you.
And then on 3s.
He's so good against Imperium, right?
Right? Ah, terrible. All right. No, go for it.
No, I don't think so. Yeah, it's not worth the reroll. I think you got me. Oh
Yeah.
no! So I got one
Oh.
wound left.
Because you have a 4 up on that guy.
Yep.
Oh, okay. You said 5s and 5s. Oh, 4s and 4s. Yeah.
4s and 4s.
They're both
Yeah.
4s.
All right. So I'm gonna fight on death with Logan Grimnar. That's 2 CP down.
Sounds good.
And what do I have? 1 CP left.
You do?
Touch of the Wild.
No. He's
Are you
only a
You
boy.
spending it?
Why not? This is the time. So Logan Grimnar, 1, 2,
Mm-hmm.
3, 4, 5 base.
Yep.
1 for you charging him.
Mm-hmm.
1 for the Wolf and Stone.
Sounds good. Dig it.
That's a lot of attacks, Brian.
Yeah.
Okay. Now every 6 counts as 2 hits.
Correct. Oh!
It's okay. We'll re-roll these.
Oh my gosh.
So there's still at least 1 6, so
Yeah.
all is not lost. Okay. So
2 6s.
those count as 2 each,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's no, and then 1 4.
Well,
counts
they
as
don't
1
count
each.
as 3. Oh,
Breath of the Wild and the
oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild.
Touch of the Wild.
Touch of the Wild.
So it actually wasn't great, but it was
Not
totally
bad,
fine.
Not bad.
So you're T5, right?
T5, yep. This is 3s?
Yeah. It was good.
Very good.
Yeah. So go for it.
All right, let's see this.
4 ups. I think you're in trouble.
This is why I wanted to heal.
I think you'd be in trouble either way. These are 3 each
So
down
he's
to 2 each.
down to
very dead.
So he's dead. There he goes. Abaddon. Rolling
Logan
ones when it
and
most
Abaddon
matters.
kill each other. That's epic.
Gosh. This game is crazy. It's so crazy.
Does he have the monster keyword?
He
No.
doesn't, no.
Because it's not Gilliman.
So
no
do you want to
points.
come and hurt me over here real bad?
Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so we're going to go into the Thunderwolf cab. Honestly, I'm just going to do everything because I'm worried about them surviving.
Everything on the Thunderwolf, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they will survive, so.
Yeah, no, I got to do it. So.
And what's the degraded profile? Is it fewer attacks or?
Oh, yeah, good question.
If I live here, it actually will be a big deal. It'll be a lot of points
If you live where?
over on this objective.
Oh, on this one?
Yeah. Like if the Thunderwolves live,
Yeah,
especially if they slap you back at all.
totally. So let's see. So we're on the mid profile, which he actually already was. I just get 1 less attack with my chain glaive.
That's it.
That's it.
So
That's the
he's
only change?
Still a billion
Well,
attacks.
no, there's movement.
Oh, okay. okay. Only combat change.
Right.
All right.
Actually, it's only less attacks on the whips and flails, not even the
Okay.
chain glaive. So the
Okay.
chain glaive is normally 4 attacks. I just touch dice and go flying.
5 for the charge.
5 attacks, hitting on
Okay.
2s, rerolling 1s from the Demon Prince.
Nice.
5s explode
Why did
Which
5s
I-
explode?
because he gets +1 to hit. Death to
Oh,
Emperor.
okay, okay.
So good. Okay.
was a 5
This was
that
a
you
5 and a
knocked
5. So this is 2 additionals,
2 additional attacks.
like so.
So you got to roll for them.
You do?
Yep.
Yep.
On 2s with the reroll. Good.
There you go.
And then 3s.
Yes. All right.
Sounds good.
How much damage on this? 2?
2.
Money? So 1 dies.
Sweet.
Because 1 was already wounded.
Yep. All right, and then we've got the 4 attacks from the Blade, Limbs, and Tails. Here we go.
Let's see it.
2s. Reroll. 1 extra. Good.
Okay.
On 3s.
What's the strength on this one?
Let's see. 7.
Oh, okay.
Good enough for you?
It's okay.
There we go.
And this is 2 damage or
These are
D3?
These are D3.
Oh.
Oh,
No, they're not dead
3.
yet.
I have no CP, so there's nothing I can do.
They're not dead yet.
So the first one?
First one.
Okay.
Okay. Second one.
Okay. So
Oh
1 dice.
no, Adrian! You're
Um,
flubberizing.
wait, because I'm not
But you
done.
can't reroll the.
Okay.
A damage?
Do you want to reroll?
Oh, you could reroll 8. Did you only roll 2? You did only roll 2,
I
so
have.
you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
will reroll. Same thing.
Adrian.
God, I can't make my odds. And then the last one.
Just kills it.
No, the last one kills him.
That's why I
The
was
3 ones
like
each.
stammering. Because
Oh yeah, sorry, my bad. Okay, cool. And then we have Mecha Tendril attacks. So 2 more attacks on 2s. Look good, no explosions. And then this one is only strength 4, so I need
Okay.
5s. Nope. And then the
The
Impaler.
injector?
Yep.
Or...
This one can only do D3. Oh no, it could do Immortals.
come on. Just let me live. Please.
No, you're not a vehicle, so you'll live. Oh no, I
Okay.
could kill you. Because you only have 3 wounds, even though you should have 4. Silly.
should not.
Ah, it's not a
stop with
5.
this 4
Okay.
nonsense.
Does it? And this is yeah, Strong Shield.
And it's D3 damage?
Mhm.
So you have a chance. Okay. All
Ah!
right. Fight with your Demon Prince.
Sounds good.
He'll
All right.
just kill the 2 bikes, okay?
Yeah, for sure.
I think you're fine.
Yep. Sounds good.
All right. So my fight back.
Mhm.
I'm gonna fight with the Thunderwolf Cav
Sounds good.
because, of course.
Of course.
So, oh man, he could kill you. Three,
Yeah, for
4
sure.
attacks,
All right, let's do it.
hitting on 3s.
Yep.
And let's see some 6s.
And you get +1 to hit even when I charge you.
Yes.
It's first round. Oh, and the 6s are only when I charge, though. Isn't that right?
Yes.
Yeah. So
Okay.
doesn't
Sounds
matter.
good. Sounds good.
That would have been really
yeah,
tasty.
right.
So let's.
2 so far.
3
so
rounds.
far.
So 5 ups.
5s.
Oh, come on.
He lives.
So he's got 2 wounds left.
Oh my goodness.
So I've got my 3 attacks from my dog.
Yep.
3 hits.
Nice.
1 wound.
Mm-hmm.
-1.
-1. So 3 up. Takes it.
So how many wounds left?
Down 1.
So the attack bike.
Yup.
Attack bike.
So the 1 wound that he healed really mattered.
It did actually. Yeah. It did.
So 3 attacks on the attack bike, and I don't think he has a chainsword. I have to check later. So all hit.
Mm-hmm. Your 5s. Gosh.
So there's 2 at -1.
Yeah. So this is 3 ups. Come on.
Oh,
He did it.
lives. It's okay. I still have 2 units on the objective, and 2 models, and you have 1, right?
Yeah. I don't think... Is this within 3? I don't think so.
Okay.
Looks like I'm just out.
That was
crazy.
scary.
Oh, actually.
It's close, but I think you're out.
No, I'm in.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. Yeah, check it
And
out.
that was, did he have, was that enough pylon? Like he had enough pylon to get there?
Yep. Now you're pushing him.
Oh, am I? Okay,
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, now everything's moving.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, gosh.
All right. Well, that's all I got. That's all you got, I
That
guess.
was nuts. That was
So that's the end of the turn.
Do it morale
disappointing,
anyway.
if I'm honest.
No morale that I can fill.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Okay, well, let's go to Space Wolves, turn 3.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So 10 primary and 2 for the secondary over here. Very, very scary.
Oh my gosh, this game is so...
So
How many
Adrian,
How many CP does Adrian have left?
he has 2, you have 1. Adrian, you took engage on all fronts.
I know. I know, dude.
Oof.
Space Wolves.
Space Wolves!
Space Wolves, they're so aggressive.
Bork, bork.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sean. How do you defeat Space Wolves with a vacuum cleaner?
With the vacuum
Just
cleaner.
just any shooting.
Shooting is
we'll
really good
get ya.
against them.
Brian, it was a joke.
But seriously, just put it on blow mode instead of suck mode and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Thank you, Andy. I just finished painting my Judiciar. Initially, I didn't like the model, but now I've spent time on him. He's fantastic.
Nice.
Yeah.
Are there any
he's
models that
super
you
good.
didn't like at first, but eventually came to like?
Yeah, the Invictors.
I still don't like them.
I don't like the custom
You
cages
don't like
everyone's
the
giving them.
open cockpit?
Well, so I wasn't the biggest fan of it, and then everyone's like, look, I got this custom thing that closes it, and I really don't like I think they look so much derpier with the like custom stuff. So now I'm like, I actually like the real cage. I just don't like the static guy inside, is ultimately what it comes down to.
I didn't like the Ghost Kill model until I put like a lot of time into one, and
Mm.
then I still didn't really like it, but I liked it more than when I before I started. You know?
I can see it's a weird guy.
He's very derpy.
Yeah, for sure.
Thanks again, Sean. Have you ever had a problem picking another army, and how did you pick one?
Huh.
Yeah, so what we did is we just picked them all and painted them all.
I know.
So yeah, we've had trouble. Certainly the order we did them in, I'm sure
Mhm.
Pain does both, right?
Yeah, definitely. Once we're getting down to the last few, it's getting tougher because there's a couple I'm really interested in, but I have so much work already.
Yeah,
So-
because once you have so many armies, you have to add to your armies.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like, a new model comes out, and like if a Judiciar comes out,
Yeah.
I have 5 Space Marine, 6 Space Marine Legions. It's
Right.
like, cool, I'll paint 6 of them
Yep.
just to add them to my armies, you
Yeah,
know? And if
exactly.
you have Assault Intercessors come out and you're like, cool, I want to put 40 in that army and then 20 in each of these. Okay, I need 120 Assault Intercessors
Yup.
just to like upgrade my collection.
It's really rough for Space Marines,
Yeah.
especially. Yeah. Well, even like so I started my Drukhari army, and I'm like, cool, I have Drukhari, but like I don't want to play the same thing every stream. So now time to get more and like
Yeah.
diversify. So it always keeps
Yeah,
expanding.
especially with Space Marines, because I think they released something like 67 new units
Yeah.
last year for Space Marines.
It's crazy.
And times that by 6 legions or something, it becomes a problem.
Yeah.
Okay, it doesn't take long to move. I don't have a whole lot left.
Attack.
Thanks. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna shoot
Mm-hmm.
with my. We're gonna crack grenade you.
Uh-huh.
It hits.
Oh dang.
It's a 3 to wound, I think. So there it is.
Yeah, because you're
Minus
6.
1.
All right. Bloop.
Yeah.
Takes it.
2.
You need a 3 up to kill
3
him.
up to kill. Yeah.
Nice. Killed one.
So one of the obliterators down. That's already a
Solid.
huge win, actually.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
I have another crack grenade. Why not? It doesn't hit because they hit on force.
Hmm.
All right. Over here, I have nothing to shoot because I fell back with the 1 bike, but I stayed in combat with the Thunderhammer
Ooh, sounds good.
because
Yeah.
it's the only choice I really have.
I like it.
So it's time to charge.
Let's do it.
We're going to charge first with how many CP does he have left?
2.
So you could Overwatch. That's fine. But I'm going to charge first with the Terminator Squad.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
It's definitely not worth it.
So
Not without the rerolls.
so cool. We're in there.
Do.
And then we're going to charge with my essentially chaplain. That's quite a chaplain. That'll be good. Let's fight.
Nice.
Okay. It's time to fight
Sounds good.
with the chaplain. So let's do it with him first. He did not get his litany off
Right.
because he kind of sucks a little bit.
Well, I don't have Cursed Earth, so.
Yeah, you're in trouble for sure.
Yeah.
So, and I have 1 CP,
You do.
so I could touch the wild again. Funny enough.
It's funny. You forgot to do your thing when you killed Abaddon.
To get the free CP.
You just don't like eating brains.
Yeah, you're right. It's you know, you play these armies so infrequently. It's really hard to remember.
It was mere minutes.
I know. It's a lot to remember. You know what I mean?
It is a lot.
It is.
I don't blame
And it's not. It's the only army that has that thing, really. So
well, except for Assassins and Gene Stealers.
Assassins have. I don't play Assassins at all though, or Gene Stealers. So.
I love Assassins.
Okay. We ready?
Yep. Yeah.
Wolf Priest. So he's got base 3,
Mm-hmm.
1 for Anger Charge,
Mm-hmm.
1 for his Warlord trait,
Mm-hmm.
1 for the Wolfenstone.
My God.
Okay. He would have had another +1 if he got his Lindy off.
Right.
Is Touch the Wild worth it? I think I've got this squad either way.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd rather keep the CP, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I feel you.
I hope so. There, you've got a lot of things that could come in and kill me. It doesn't really matter. I don't know. What would you do?
I don't know what I would do.
Okay, I'm just gonna not do it. Cool. So hitting on 2s, great. No 6s.
Playing it risky there. And then
he is strength 6, so
on 3s. Oh gosh.
it's -3 for 2 damage.
-3. So this is 5 ups either way. Not so good.
That's a squad.
Yeah, that is the squad.
Because this is how much damage?
2.
Yeah. Okay, that's the squad. Look at that. If I had my invulns,
You would have been in a much better position.
Yup.
Absolutely. Okay, so I'm gonna activate with these guys,
Mm-hmm.
and
Well, they have to move closer to the cultists.
is the cultist nears? I thought there was Space Marines in there. Oh, you moved them back.
Yep.
Okay, gotcha. Cool. So we'll just cultists. That's fine. Where they are is fine.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Lord Discordant.
Yep. You
Let's
get
do
to
it.
fight first. I can't do anything.
That's right. So here is the chain glaive attacks. Choose rerolling. Bloop. Okay, so 2 extra attacks.
I think I'm in trouble.
Sounds good. And then on 3s.
All right.
3
So
ups. 2 each.
um,
Does he have...
he's unwounded yet.
Yeah, okay.
So he's good.
That's what I
All
thought.
saves.
Shocking. And then bladed limbs and tails. We're down to 3 attacks on that. Bottom profile. And 1 extra. Looks good.
This
And
guy
then
doesn't
3
degrade very.
no, he's
very
quite
much.
elegant.
Yeah, he degrades very
He's
elegantly.
like a fine wine. There you go.
Okay.
So that's 4 more.
All good.
Oh my God.
Get out.
This is statistically improbable.
So how many attacks with the last?
Well, I have 2 more.
Okay.
Mecha Tendril. And then exploding.
Nice.
Good. And then 5s. Just 1.
Ooh.
No rend. God, Brian, what's
And then the
wrong with you?
injector.
Injector. Yep.
Hits.
And then on a 3. Cool. Your saves are
Time
crazy.
to fight.
Oh my gosh. That was unreasonable. Unreasonable.
2 hits because I
Okay.
don't get the +1
Right.
this turn,
Mhm.
but I do have the 6, but it doesn't explode.
Correct.
Okay.
On 3s. Oh boy. 5 up.
1
we're
5 up.
dead. Ah, come on.
No, Adrian.
I have how many
And I do
CP?
still have the
2.
dog, by the way.
You
You
still
have
have
2
the dog.
CP.
Why didn't you start with the dog? I really
Yeah.
wish you did. I have 2 CP.
Mm.
And the dogs are -2 rend.
-2. Yeah, it's actually not bad.
They're,
gosh.
they're heavy bolters.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
But
now.
-2 because
they're heavy bolters in
They're heavy bolters for now.
in the heavy doctrine. That's right.
Yeah,
We take that analogy pretty far.
Does it matter? Kind of.
It's a guy you don't want to lose for sure. But
2 CP, which could also be not much else though. That's the thing, right?
okay.
Let's do it.
He's doing it.
Cool.
He did
All
it.
right.
I will regenerate a CP this time.
Oh, he did it.
Ah,
Brian
you did the
it.
thing. Brutal.
The first time. So great. So that guy's won another 3 points.
I can't believe you
Yeah.
you tanked all those hits. That was nuts.
He put his shield up.
That was
You
nuts.
killed a lot of his boys.
My God. All right.
Okay.
Cool
so,
deal.
Is that it?
That's it.
How many fronts are you engaging on?
I don't know. Did I move my attack bike too far? I did. So I'm only in 3 fronts.
3 fronts. That's 2 points.
Sounds good.
So at the end of turn 3, it is 29 Adrian, 41 Brian.
Okay. So I really have to make up the points in these last 2 turns.
Yes, but you do have a lot of points that you could pick up.
Yeah.
Because you haven't been scoring them.
So I have engage, I have assassinate, and then lots of primaries, honestly.
And vital ground.
And
Grab
Yeah.
those middle objectives.
Yep. Okay, sounds good.
And you are currently on 1 objective?
He's on 1.
Just one.
That's going to make it tough to win.
Yeah. All right. Well, I can still get 2 turns of 15 points. So.
No, this is turn 4. So you can get 1 turn of 15.
That's right.
Oh, shoot, you're right.
This is looking a lot like the Salamander's Space Wolves, where the Salamander's Blood Angels, where one army was like your Blood Angels, your Blood Angels were completely wiped,
right.
but they got the board early game, right?
Yeah, that's what it's about. Let's see.
Thank you, Grayson. I've never run a CSM list without a blitz. Thankful that they're getting the recognition they deserve. Love you guys and great content.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Thank you, Marlo. Good luck to you guys. I'm converting Assault Intercessors into Jump Pack Vanguard Vets, but wanted to know if I'm better off with Assault Intercessors.
Assault Intercessors are amazing. I think we have to see the points on Vanguard Vets.
Yes. The value of Vanguard Vets, theoretically, quite high. 2 points, 2 wounds, chain swords, maybe double chain sword.
Yeah.
Could be good. All depends on
and
the
we have to
points.
see, there's weapon profiles. Now the chainswords, as you say, is -1 AP. So lots of interesting stuff in there, for sure.
Thank you, Tim. Love seeing the Space Wolves. If you didn't want to run Primaris, what would you use to transport your Blood Claws if you did use transports?
I love Razor Backs because I like 5-man squads. If you put the Terminator in, then unfortunately your options go very far down. But I like minimum squads. I'm trying this 6-man squad here today, but the 6-man squad creates coherency issues and all that other stuff. So 5-man in Razorbacks, they work pretty well. I think, yeah.
Thank you, Levi. Curds for the Curd God. Also, what would you think of competitive Warhammer becoming an esport? Please no. Please no.
I think people have tried to do that in the sense of the last couple of years. We've seen it become more competitive, and there's more of an emphasis on streaming it and things like that. Certainly channels like ours were born out of that a little bit. But this game fundamentally has a few attributes that make it very hard to compete with traditional esports. The most damning one is that the game has a lack of precision. And so the game essentially is not fair, quote fair, and it played at a competitive level. The number of inconsistencies that happen, even amongst 2 players trying their best to not create inconsistencies, is enormous. We're talking probably a dozen infractions per round, even with the best players. And I'm talking like small movements being probably the most contentious. Line of sights, things like that. That lack of precision means that when real money was on the line, like if it became a big deal for $1 million, the tension would be way too high. This game could not, it would collapse under its own weight. Like you'd have to make it a grid system or something that was completely, like a Shadespire or something, right? You have to make a completely objective game, and this is a totally subjective game. The other problem with it takes way too long. It's way too long. You can't, to have really competitive games, you need to play many more rounds. You can't just do 3, 4, 5 rounds. Like if you're at a Magic tournament, the number of rounds you do to get to a victory is
like 20 something.
Yeah, it's huge.
Well, not to mention each round is composed of sub rounds
Multiple
within
rounds.
almost every esport,
which kind of corrects for really good luck. Like, oh, I top deck my perfect hand, I win.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, you're not going to just luck or path your way to the top.
And do that 2 more times.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
Good
So
question.
no, it cannot be a traditional esport.
Totally.
It can get a lot more popular than it is today, but not all the way there.
Yeah.
You want to do one more?
Yeah.
Let's do one more. Thank you, GPBK. Another great stream. Thank you. No question. Just saying hi.
Oh, appreciate it.
Hey.
All
What do
right.
you got for me?
So let's see what we're gonna do. We're gonna try for a Smiterino into here.
That sucks.
Let's do it. Hup.
Pals?
Yeah, no, right? On a 6, and then looking at 1 mortal wound.
Aw, man.
Boop. Beep.
Or, I don't know, we'll take this guy, I guess.
Sure.
Because actually, that's my leader.
Oh, dang. All right,
The
sounds
one
good.
on the bigger base.
I like it. And then Invigorated Mutation doesn't do anything, and the Invuln doesn't do anything either, because we're away from that. It doesn't matter. All right, cool. That's it. That's psychic.
Okay.
Shooting. So now we've unlocked targeting against the character. Which
Right,
is a big
because
deal.
you've smitten me.
I've
you can shoot
smitten
me.
ya.
And what's the main gun you have? It's the
I have the Forge
Fiend.
Fiend's guns, but I want to start with the Cultist actually, just to see if I get lucky.
Good luck.
Because I'd rather have the Forge Fiend go into the bike.
Yeah.
And then this Demon Prince goes
Perfect
into
efficiency.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because he also ignores invuln saves. So
Which means
the dog
I'm-
is like super
I'm-
dead. So this is 10.
I'm in big trouble is what you're
20
telling me.
shots. We'll try. So this is 8.
Well, I have what,
10.
2 CP? I'll just
You do.
transhuman, you'll fail to
15.
learn.
Oh dang, 16. That's true.
do you need?
4 more dice.
1,
Where do
2.
our dice go? Oh, I have some. I stole
Okay,
some.
they're all around the floor
I
too.
know, right? So this is on 4s. Cultists into the non-chappy, whatever he's called. Also cocked.
He's a wolf priest,
Wolf priest.
and the other one is a rune priest.
God, why would they do
Lots
that?
of priests.
Wolf priest. All right, and this is on 5s.
5s.
Wow, dice are just flying.
Okay, enough wounds to make maybe.
Maybe. Yeah.
So
you got
4
2
wounds.
ups.
I've got 2 ups. Ah, you got him.
Saucy.
Unless you don't got him.
What?
Reroll. He lives.
Sounds good. All right, we got 20 more from the other cultists back here.
Oh, there's more
Of
cultists.
course, there's always more cultists.
Nice.
Always.
And they're in the train.
Yeah.
Okay.
4s. Ba-dip-ba-dip-ba-doop-ba-doo. Picking
right.
up 1s, 2s, and 3s. That was a 5. Looks good. And on 5s. Come on. Making
Let's see it.
Brian roll some dice. Give me just 2.
2 more.
This is it. I'm feeling it. Ah!
Oh, did you see the one?
I know. I was like, oh, dang.
I saw it.
Oh, dang.
Okay,
Ah.
he's still alive. Now you got to put a big gun at him.
Yeah, so we're going to go. We'll just go all the Forge Fiend shots.
Yeah.
So here's 8 shots on 4s.
No rerolls.
No oh, I could
Unless
Demon
you want
Forge
to Demon
it.
Forge it.
How many CP do I have?
You have 2.
I have 2. I kind of need to be honest. And Demon Forge is 1 or 2.
It's 1.
It's 1.
Way
So
too good.
Okay, so Demon Forge. On 4s, reroll.
Yeah. Look at that.
Good
You would have had
thing.
1 hit. 2
2.
hits.
I'd be crying right now. Nice.
That's a huge difference.
Huge deal. And then 2s with the reroll. Demon Forge, probably one of the best in that book, other than Bets.
Which you haven't used this game. I'm surprised.
I've
You
been
had-
pretty tight on CP.
The first turn, yeah. The first turn I thought when you were double shooting, you would have put bets on the
I didn't
squad.
double shoot.
Oh,
I
the
didn't have
second,
range.
the second turn. That's
Yeah.
fine. Okay, so here I am, what, 4 ups? What is this,
Just minus
2?
1.
So 3 ups.
So 3 ups.
Yeah, I'm in big trouble. Oh,
You're
he could have healed himself last time.
fine. Oh, dang.
This is what I get for not being
Got
smart.
him.
So and this is D3 damage, right? Yeah.
No, they're flat 2.
Oh,
So
cool.
either way.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the thing. I forgot to heal himself.
Yeah.
This is just so many rules to
Right.
remember. As
Well,
I
it would
said.
have been. Oh, you could heal for D3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Then it'd be interesting. To
It actually
reroll
would have been a big
Yeah,
deal.
that's true. So we're done here. We're done here. They're out. He has no shooting. Let's do it.
Charge
so
phase.
Charges. We're
So
gonna
you got
charge these boys into these boys.
I love it.
Let's do it. Hop. 4. Terrible. What I'm trying
You
to
were
do
trying
is
to get on
this.
the objective,
Yeah, it's
but
just,
it's not going
it's
to work now.
effectively pointless now.
Yeah. You needed a big charge.
Could re-roll it.
Oh, I
So
see.
this is a
Good.
4.
That's your last CP.
Yeah. I need an inch and a half more, so I need a 6-inch essentially. I'm gonna do it.
He's doing it.
What does that actually get me? It stops you from getting 2 more points. Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, because you only need to get to the
Yeah.
right there, right?
Right.
Yeah, so you're, what, 5 away?
Yeah. So I need 2 more. Spending it. I need a 6.
Oh.
You
That
try
is
and you try.
Also a 4. Adrian.
Literally the same thing. Anyways.
If you wipe the squad, you could do it,
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
right?
Right. Yeah.
So all you have to do is wipe me in combat.
God, with cultists.
And the
Demon
Demon Prince will
Demon
charge
Prince.
both or one?
Good question. Good question. Good question. Sure, both. Why not? There's no reason not to. 2 and a 1. Wow.
So
Cool.
you made it.
I was like, did I?
Yeah, you did. You're 1 inch away.
All right.
Okay.
Well, that was rough. So we'll start with the Demon Prince. So, yeah, so his demon ability is...
But the Demon Sword could fail on a 1. It could fail to
Um,
be usable.
Yeah, could still fail.
Oh.
I saw it. It was like, 1 to 2.
That was my last hope, is that your other demon
Gosh.
weapon betrayed you.
Right? Jeez Louise. So I have 4 base, 5 on the charge. I don't think I want to get greedy for any reason. This will just turn it off for you. I won't hold it.
I won't hold it either, though.
So it's effectively the same thing.
Yep.
Effectively. So 2s. Nice. 1 Death to False Emperor. Nice. And then on 3s. All right, there we go.
Okay, and what's the minus?
Minus 3.
So 6s.
Oh, dang.
And how much damage?
D3. Got him. Should have split it.
I
You
wish
should've, yes.
I wish I could fight on
Yeah.
death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woof. All right.
Okay.
Yep. Looks
So
good
I
there.
guess I'll fight you.
Well, I get my chance.
Oh, we're over
Assuming
here.
you're not going to interrupt.
No.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because we'll just do this. 'Cause it doesn't matter. Whatever. No, it's 5. We need coherency. So.
Oh, you're actually, are you in coherency currently?
Well, I have to do this.
Right, okay.
Yeah. Hup.
Not bad.
And I know, right? Can I kill both of you? Oh!
Whoa.
I literally could.
So on the Terminator.
Well,
3 1s. There we go.
So the Terminator does take a wound,
Takes a
though.
wound.
That actually was impressive.
All right. Thank you.
I'm not
thank
even
you.
gonna lie.
Thank you. Well, All right,
That was
then
good.
now you can hit me back. Whatever you want.
Okay, so we're gonna go over there with my attack bike.
Mm-hmm.
2 hits.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get ya. 1 wound. That was, we shouldn't have done that attack. It didn't matter.
He's good.
But
4 up.
so we're gonna blood claw. Okay, so blood claw has got the this is the leader. So 2 attacks, then +1 for blood claw, +1 for you charging me, and then +1 for chainsword.
Sounds good. Dig it.
And then I'll do the thunder hammer. So this is on 2s.
Cool.
And the 6, I didn't charge
you.
yet.
Yeah.
And then on 3s.
Yep.
Okay, doke.
Sounds good. So 2 dead.
And then the thunder hammer,
Blip.
which should I even use? If I use my I don't have a
can't.
default close combat weapon anymore.
Ah.
That's very, very funny, isn't it?
Yeah.
So 1, 2.
Well, it makes sense. It's not like he's like, hold on, put this thunder hammer down.
Yeah.
It's attached to my wrist.
Exactly.
Fisticuffs, yeah.
So he just has the 3 because he's not a weirdo blood claw. So 2 dead.
Nice. Looks good. 1 and 2. Cool.
Okay.
Yeah. I owe you leadership here.
You do.
Lost 4. They're good.
I think you're fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the best I can do. So I do get engaged for 2 points.
Hey,
Oh,
Adrian on the
God.
board.
That's me, man. That's me.
All
That's
right,
my
so
last
we're,
attempt.
we're going to Space Wolves turn 4. Brian,
And
you
I'm on
hold
2 objectives.
2, and you get 2 vital ground points. And that is that.
Sounds good.
Okay. And then I literally just fall back.
I believe it is impossible for Adrian to win.
Yeah,
Okay,
no, that
so
was my last chance to make
I'll
up
just
points.
move over here, stay on the point, stay
Got
out of
that.
heroic intervention range.
Yep.
And then this is, so that'll give me all 4 quarters. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
And these guys will stay in combat, I think. That's fun.
That's your first mistake.
So
Yeah.
Adrian swings first with the cultists.
Oh, dang. Here we go. Piling. I guess I don't. I don't know. 3 guys, I guess.
Could you kill my Terminator?
If with 3 attacks, I could.
If he dies, they're not in combat anymore. And then
Yeah.
you still lose, but with dignity.
With dignity. Oh, dignity. Come on, 5s. Ah, all right, good game.
So
Shall we?
that's it. Whoa.
Oh, that was so nuts. That was a crazy game.
That was crazy back and forth. You know, like started off, I was a little nervous
Yeah.
because you were being cagey using your shooting the way you really should have.
Yeah.
And then I got in this like really great position where it was like, come at me.
Yeah.
And your shooting whiffed that, you know, a little bit.
So bad, yeah.
And, you know, I was keeping things like I lost Ragnar quick, but we traded and it's kind of okay.
Yeah.
You ultimately paid more for your guy than my guy. So it's
I was fine with that outcome because then you came out into the open, you're a little bit less protected. It was everything that happened after that, right?
The explosions were crazy.
Those were great.
The explosions were big.
Yeah.
And a couple really big swings where things just lived where they shouldn't have necessarily, or unlikely, I suppose.
Sure.
Really, the wolves, and the wolves could have done better. As I said, I missed gaining 3 CP through the game,
those wolves, yeah.
which that could have been pretty handy. And little things like missing my healing. So definitely going to take a little more practice.
Yeah.
And I think I could have been a little more cautious with trying to have Bjorn. Like, I think I still would have heroically intervened, but maybe, I don't know, try to keep him a little more safe. Reroll one of his saves, things like that.
Yeah, it's a tough thing because like the venom crawlers are only hitting on, was it 4s?
And they're wounding on 4s or
no, it was
something?
3s.
3s, okay.
But it's a relatively high variance.
Yeah.
So you could just get like a free
just
combat
taken nothing.
basically, which so I don't think it was a bad call.
Yeah.
But like again, it's a high variance, which means they could do something and they did.
Yeah.
And even here was like, if you made that charge, that was already huge.
Yeah.
But the Overwatch worked.
Amazing. Do you have an MVP for the game?
Oh gosh. Well, the exploding venom crawlers, obviously.
The venom crawler exploding. That's easily
like, and it sounds like a joke thing, but it's not, right? It's the shooting was fine, the combat didn't do much in this game, but just the fact that on a 5-up they explode and it punishes one of your best assets, which is your MSU. So I actually would give it to them, honestly.
I don't know who to give it to on my end. I think I'm going to go with Logan Grimnar because he killed Abaddon. He killed Abaddon in his own death, though. But he killed the venom crawler that exploded. Right. He has a penchant for killing things and doing damage to himself, I guess.
Right.
But I don't know. Do you have what was the MVP for me?
I would give it to your
the Terminators and the
Wolfguard
squads?
Terminators because they made those blood claws not fun to shoot at.
Yeah.
And you always got to pick, okay, At least at the start, like you knew, okay, I was either going to go on blood, like the little baby blood claws or the Terminator.
Because normally you would just wipe those.
I would just chew through them, right? And so suddenly that really changed.
Like even with the cultists and things like that.
100%, yeah.
Yeah.
So that was unexpectedly scary.
I never really got to fight once with any of their Thunderhammers.
No.
In any meaningful fight.
But it was also
all just tanky,
right? Because you had characters here, but you also had Thunderhammers and all this crazy stuff. So that's why I was like, I didn't want to go in, but I also knew if I didn't go in, you were just going to continue to dominate that board
really,
side.
really crazy game. Not what I would have expected. As I said, very similar to our last game. In a sense where one army got, like my army got wiped. You have a lot more on the board. Like if we played one more turn, two more turns, you could start to put the points up really.
Totally.
But amazing.
It's a board control.
Yeah.
And it's pushing up.
And that's what the Space Wolves do. They'll get on that mid board and they'll be really scary there. And so I'm liking this kind of MSU where I have lots of stuff I don't care about, although it's really bad when things blow up.
It's really bad when things blow up. But overall, it's great. They are just devastating, especially against other combat armies, you know. White Stars coming in, Custodes even coming in, like, you got to be careful. You didn't even have the belt, the Armor of Rust, and that's just another thing. It's terrifying, you know. We've seen it again and again with the Wolves. So
fantastic.
It's great.
What a cool game. Bridger, do you want to take us through some of our Q&A?
We do have quite a few.
Let's do some Q&A.
Thank you, Cornbread, and that is spelled the way you think it should be.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Hey guys, thank you for the great games. It's been an educating experience for me as a budding NID player. How is Hive Fleet Leviathan in 9th?
They're as interesting. Well, they're fine. I'd say they're like second tier for me. I generally would go.
They're middle ground.
Yeah, I really like Kraken and Kronos for the speed or the.
Even custom can be good depending on it. You just don't get the spells and the.
Yeah.
You don't get a lot actually.
The spells are really.
You don't get the spells.
Yeah, so I would put them sort of in the mid tier of the.
Kronos is probably the strongest, only really like because the shooting units are the best.
Yeah.
And the Kronos spell is really amazing.
Which is also shooting.
Yeah.
So, but I think Leviathan is still interesting. I would just put it second, so I haven't played as much with it.
You'd build a very different army for
Yeah,
Leviathan.
exactly.
Yeah.
Definitely come back again on Saturday. We're having a special guest with NID, so
that's right.
Good time to also ask
questions. Do you know what kind of NID Hive Fleet he's using?
He's been running Kronos.
Okay, so we'll have a Kronos Hive Fleet.
A lot of shooting stuff. But
what are you playing against them?
I'm going to be bringing demons.
Like a mixed demons, or?
I'm still on the fence. It's either going to be pure Nurgle, which just won a big event.
Oh, nice.
Or it's going to be mixed with a focus on Nurgle.
Excited to
it's going to be really cool. But he's tried lots of different builds, so he'll have kind of answers to these kinds of questions.
Yeah, so come check that one out.
Thank you, Jared. I acquired a new in-box Rowboat Girly Man in a lot buy. Not sure if I want to sell him or convert him to Chaos. If there was a competition, how would you convert?
So if Demon Prince. A part of me almost said you could do some wacky Abaddon conversion, which could be cool. But honestly, like a great, just like Demon Prince, that's not completely converted to like the full demonic form would be awesome. Get some wings of various different types. Scourge wings are good because they're not too big for what is ultimately a smaller model.
You could have a Demon Prince without wings.
You could.
I know, no one does it.
Could.
No one ever does it.
I've seen some really cool like Death Guard ones with him, and you give him like the mask and stuff like that. So I think it's cool.
I think that's a great way to go. You converted one.
Oh, that's right. I have one
the Forearm Emperor.
The Forearm Emperor. Yeah. So that's for GSC, and that's like what they.
So he's a patriarch.
I play him as a patriarch. They just see him as the Forearmed Emperor. So it's the Emperor in gold armor, but then he has like the 2 patriarch arms coming up.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you, Templar. Thanks for the content. Gives me plenty to listen to while at work.
Cool.
Recently won my first game of 9 thanks to your advice.
Ooh.
Hey, congrats.
Now, Shadow Sun, Farsight, Yavara, Arvarna. How would you build and play using these in one list?
I wouldn't.
That's tough.
Synergy.
Well, they're different seps, first of all. So
but you can take Shadow Sun in anything.
That's true. She doesn't get the sept bonus, and she still doesn't benefit from drone saves.
Yes.
So your drones are sept.
Really?
Your drones are sept locked, and so if you have drones, they only save 1 sept. So if you went Farsight Enclave and put her in a Farsight Enclave, cool. She doesn't break your sept, but you have to make sure she's staying near things and never having to take drone saves. In which case, that's cool. You could go for that.
She brings her own drones, Brian.
She has her own drones, but they're not for shielding. They do weird technical things.
Mm-hmm. You could keep her with Arvarna, right? That's one of the tankier ones?
She couldn't keep up with it.
Yeah, that's true.
Because she moves a lot less than it.
She moves 8.
Yeah,
and it moves 16 or 8. Yeah. So, yeah. And you could give it a target lock now so it advances and shoots.
Oh, gosh. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Thank you, Greg. Thanks again, lads. Any tips for making Howling Banshees work? I find they hit like a wet cloth and don't live long enough to target.
Unfortunately, You're right.
You wait for power swords to go +1 strength.
They're going to be great. Well, they're going to be much better with power swords.
Let's
But
not get
their
carried
best
away.
targets, their
Yeah.
best targets are like traditional Space Marines, and if they go to 2 wounds, you'll bounce right off them.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I will say the best thing about the unit, other than the turning off Overwatch, which is a valid way to use them to turn off Overwatch against something that's scary.
Yeah.
Is the Exarchs. So you run
Yes.
the min-max squads. The new Exarch abilities are awesome. Give them the really great weapons, and then they're still throwaway units, but they can actually kill something.
And they're fast, like they're good in a Wave Serpent, and they're fast out of that Wave Serpent.
Yeah.
So it's like
exactly.
your Wave Serpent's midboard. They actually have a surprising threat range that
Yeah.
people don't always appreciate.
Yeah, and you can use them in that sense to so it's sort of indirect. You use them to get things like engage,
Yeah.
but you do it by charging and killing things, right?
Yeah.
So like my cultist squads that are here, you have your Wave Serpent here, they come out, they do a long crazy bomb charge, can handle things like cultists,
Yeah.
and then you have an engage.
But don't think of
Right.
them as something that's going to fight your opponent's mainline combat
No,
unit.
exactly.
They're going to kill cultists. They'll kill Space Marine scouts.
Right.
But they're not going to be killing like intercessors.
No, unfortunately not. Yeah.
Thank you, Micah. Hey all, love your channel. Recently sold my Craftworld army, and I'm looking to buy into a new army, AOS or 40k. What would be a fun army to play?
Oh man. Well, do you want something different than Craftworld or the same
Yeah.
as Craftworld?
Well, if you just sold it, let's go different.
Let's go with different. So, not gonna say Marines. Not gonna say
Don't
Marines.
say Marines.
Go Necrons.
Necron.
David Codex coming out right now. Tons of new models coming out.
That would be really cool.
It's going to be like a resurgence for that army. And not a lot of people actually play Necrons because they were not very popular in 8th edition. I think a lot of people are going to jump on that bandwagon.
Oh, for sure.
But nevertheless, very different army.
And they're going to have a ton of diversity. So if you're not
Right.
sure what you want, because we're not sure what you want,
It's all of a sudden a huge range.
there's a lot of different builds.
And
in there
because they're so points
Yeah.
expensive, they're one of those armies where like all of a sudden I started collecting. And then I was like, oh, wait, I have 6,000 points. Like,
Right.
It's like, it looks like it's a 3,000 point collection, but it's
Yeah.
double that because everything is so pricey.
I had the same thing. Yeah.
So it's a good army to collect. Absolutely.
Thank you, Electro. Hey, Titans. What do you want to see coming out of the Forge World update and the new codex for Custodes, if anything?
Lots of things.
More wounds, more attacks.
I think
Is this only cuts to
I think the
things?
Custodes could use. I think they could use a +1 wound, +1 attack. I think their points could adjust accordingly.
Sure.
But I do want to see them on a step above Space Marines.
Right.
But you don't want it to go too crazy because if you have too few, you can't play the game.
Yep.
If they get that Storm Shield change and they're on that 1-up, 3-up, a 1-up, 3-up is a big, big problem.
So gross.
And if that becomes a 0-up in cover,
Unreasonable.
oh my!
Unreasonable.
All of a sudden, Storm Shields become the only viable choice, like by comparison.
Yeah.
So I don't want to see that.
Right.
I really hope that they balance the Storm Shield out with everything else because it's kind of the most boring way to play Custodes, but it's going to be real, real good. Real good.
I already have all the models ready to go.
Right.
I've played this army before. I
You
can
have-
do it again.
More Storm Shields than any other Custodes player I know.
Yeah.
Combined.
The Forge World, I have big hopes for Forge World. You and I both have a ton of Forge World.
Yeah.
I would play all Forge World armies.
Gosh.
But Forge World right now is all over the map.
Yeah.
Like it used to be. The start of 9th, there's nothing broken in Forge World that I'm aware of. They've generally underpowered it, and I really hope they don't continue that trend.
Right.
I want to have good models.
I want
that
them
are
on the
Forge World.
table. Yeah.
I want them on the table.
I have specific concerns about things like heavy bolter units for Space Marines, because we've all seen what heavy bolters are going to, and I play fists, and a lot of the heavy bolter equipped options for like dreadnoughts are only in Forge World. So again, I don't want it to be crazy cheap, but I want it to be playable. So I have big questions on that.
I wonder how many points the heavy bolter is going to be.
That's the thing.
'Cause
100.
I just bought a Fire Raptor kit.
Yeah.
I'm going to build the Fire Raptor in like a month or something.
Right.
That is the most heavy bolters of
Yeah.
like any single model
Yeah.
I can think of other than maybe a Baneblade.
Exactly.
And it's that if that thing goes up to like 800 points worth of heavy bolters, it's gonna be a problem.
I mean, it's already too expensive.
It's already 420 something points.
I think it's more even.
Oh,
It's a lot.
It's bad.
But can you imagine if it was fists, 3 damage heavy bolters?
Yeah, I could. All right, let's paint it yellow.
Yeah.
Thank you, Big Bomba. Thanks for the amazing content. Currently painting Death Watch, looking at making an odd squad with chapters. Should I paint their shoulder pads and helmets Imperium or Loyalist Traitor Legions?
Weird.
Shocking. I mean, generally I would say loyalist for that.
I generally what I've seen people do is they'll have like mostly loyalists and they'll sneak a few surprise.
Oh, really?
There's like
Dark Angels?
Yeah, they'll sneak a few surprise in there that are just, and it's a good opportunity to dig through the lore.
Yeah.
And find chapters that like have books but that you don't see on the table very often, and really, there's almost no excuse for having 2 of the same shoulder pad.
Right.
You
that's
can
true.
almost go through and have one of everything.
Our friend Anthony, he just did a whole new batch, and I'm
Yep.
totally spacing on the chapter that has like the little mutation. They have like little, almost like dagger claws. It's a really obscure reference from an obscure
That sounds
book.
heretical.
It is. That's the whole thing.
I
But
don't
he
know if
has
you've
one of
seen
his
my
Deathwatch
Wolfen.
has that. I know, yeah. They're fine. They're fine.
Yeah.
So anyways, he has one of those, and he put the shoulder pad, and he does have the little bone thing sticking out of his armor. It's like,
Yeah, I
it's
really
good.
think that's the reason to play that army is really
Yeah.
to meticulously like capture the spirit of all these different legions. I
Yeah.
think that's really
I would
good.
take so long building that army.
That's one of the
like,
reasons it's not.
every
It
model.
hasn't been done yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you, Lysum. Hey guys, love the
Thanks.
content, but I also have a question. What are some tips for Space Marines Imperial Fist successors going up against Death Guard?
Against Death Guard. Use your +1 to wound against only tanks is surprisingly good against them because they're the really tough tanks in general. I was thinking of Plague Crawlers, but the truth is any of the tanks. So that's super useful. If you have a Thunderfire cannon, slow their movement down. Don't let them get in position.
Yeah.
Death Guard are all about doing that, right? They're not the fastest army, but they do need to they do care about positioning.
Because they're a very short range army.
They're very short range.
Yeah, and when
So
they get
those
to
are
the
two main
midboard,
things.
they're like unshiftable.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
challenge is slowing. It's hard to slow down the movement because a lot of the units they care about, they can Cloud of Flies. You
Yep.
can't even target them, right?
that's true.
Which can be really tough.
That's true. First turn matters.
Generally, the Death Guard do suffer against Weight of Fire.
Yeah.
And that's the Imperial Fist's whole thing. So if you had Weight of Fire, you get through their Nurglings, you get through their Poxwalkers or Cultists, and then you get into the meat of their actual
True.
Plague Marines, and you can get through them with Weight of Fire.
Yeah, absolutely. Eliminators are actually not bad against them too.
Take out their support characters.
Yeah, there's so many support characters in the modern Death Guard build, and you can only Cloud of Fly as one of them.
Yeah. And the problem is they are tough. So
Yeah.
you should expect like a lot of Eliminators to take 2 turns.
Yeah,
do it.
exactly. Yeah,
Or get lucky on the mortal wounds. Even then, they still save them.
just gotta practice 6s, baby.
Yeah. Practice your 6s.
Yeah.
There you go. That's
Right.
good advice right there.
Thanks, Blue. Responding to the lore, I love Legion. Great book. So if
Good
the
book.
Emperor of Mankind establishes the Imperium to reestablish humanity, yet per the Cabal humanity will just be a tool of chaos, is the Emperor actually the Great Deceiver?
Oh, so there's other lore and other books, which I won't spoil, that don't say that the Emperor is part of chaos, but there's a sort of suggestion of like, how much is he being played by them? How much is he playing them? And that's kind of a constant question.
That's exactly it. They leave
Yeah.
it totally up to the reader.
Yeah.
Of how like they leave him as this ambiguous character that
Yeah.
you don't know where he's from, you don't know what
Right.
he's capable. He's clearly made deals with them and betrayed them.
Yeah.
Not many people could do that, so he's got some powers.
It's either in First Heretic or Betrayer. And I won't, again, it's a huge, massive it's a spoiler for like the entire universe. So look in there. There's a huge thing about the creation of the Primarchs that kind of gets into that kind of lore, and it's a big deal.
Yeah.
I mean, that's brought up even earlier in the series. I think
Yeah.
by the book where they have Council of Nicaea, you know certain things about the creation of the Primarchs.
They
You know, weird
replay the
stuff has
same
happened.
they replay the same
Yeah.
event from multiple angles in the
Right.
different books. So you know bits of it, but you fill
Right.
they fill in more as you
Right.
get different
Exactly.
perspectives. Yeah.
Yeah, mine was blown out.
It's
I was like,
wild.
oh my God.
It's cool. It's a
I don't
great
want to
story.
I want to talk about it without spoiling it, but it's really great. That's my other
Yeah.
2 favorite books from that
That's
series.
yeah, we just got to get like one of those we got to get like an HBO series. Horus Heresy.
Yeah, that's
It'd be so
oh my
good,
God,
right? Do
it'd
the
be
Game
so
of Thrones
good.
style. It'd
Yeah,
be
that'd be
amazing.
awesome.
It'd be so long though. There's like
That's what they want. HBO wants
million
you watching
books.
till the end of
Yeah,
time.
That's true.
Let's do it, HBO.
thanks again, Blue. Also, I really appreciate all the lore and philosophy, your answers that you give me during the shows. It helps me determine armies to build. Thank you so much.
Those are big decisions, big
we're-
life choices.
Yeah, we're a bunch of nerds. We'll
Not for
talk
us
about that.
anymore. We decide an army to start an army the next week.
That's right.
I've made so many whim like, oh, I'll just paint 4,000 points.
You've
this
been really
month.
bad this week. You're like, oh, so I just finished up all these Grey Knights. We're like, what?
Yes, I have a lot of armies that are almost finished.
Yeah.
Excited for that.
Thank you, Origami. The Emperor's true goal was to become an entity similar to Gork and Mork, and the Acts of Faith ability
Everyone.
is an indicator of his success.
Yeah, he wishes. He ain't the luckiest gits. The sisters are the luckiest gits.
They never do explain how those miracles, like they hand wave the miracles a lot.
Oh, it's great.
Like it really doesn't actually make a lot of sense.
Of course not.
Unless he is a Chaos God, Brian.
Or some kind of
But
god,
he
right?
doesn't. He never exerts that clear influence any other time when he could have.
Well, it's possible that sisters are either A, just really lucky. which
They are
is
lucky
not
kids.
The
unreasonable,
luckiest gits.
or they're psychers.
No.
No, I think
well,
people
they're
would
not
have
Psychers,
detected
but
that.
he is connected to the Astronomicon and all that stuff, and that's like all these crazy little things that are
So
happening.
you think that they're resurrecting without being Psychers?
they're resurrecting?
Sisters, come back to life.
What do you mean come back to life?
They come back
They
to life.
die and come back to life.
There's
Oh,
like,
that thing. Yeah.
There's like endless miracles.
well,
They're totally
like
Psychers.
they're like
miracles.
gonna shoot with their
Right.
melta-gun, and the Emperor's like, boop, like you know.
yeah, but
it's like,
that's
the
not
Emperor's
them
got-
dying. That's just like
Well, he does that too.
yeah. That's true. I stand for it, man.
Why does he do all those things and then not make like Horus's ship just explode in the warp? Like,
That's what's so great about it. You're like, you don't know. Is he
Yeah.
alive? Is he dead? I love it.
No, I think sisters are just Psychers.
They're just psychers.
They're
That's a
pure-
much
That is
better
the worst
answer.
of the theories.
yeah, that is
I will
the least
accept that they're
interesting.
lucky that they're
Yeah.
Death Skulls over that.
That they're
theory.
wearing blue underwear.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you, Cultist Chan. Hey, Tabletop Titans. I was just writing love notes to She Who Thirsts. Got to wondering what the best loadout was for an exalted Keeper of Secrets.
So we really like the Sinestra's Hand,
Yeah.
which is the after you kill a model, you heal D3. Or no, I'm totally spacing. Yeah, you heal
one.
D3.
Is it D3 or
No,
1?
it's D3.
Okay.
It's the relic that's 1.
The relic, yeah.
After you kill something, you heal D3. A lot of people like the 6-up Feel the Pain, which is not bad, but again, there's so much MSU, or at least Marines. You can kill at least one Intercessor.
Yeah.
So you're going to be healing, and we personally feel like you get more value out of that.
Yes, and it's more in your hands too. To like make it happen, you know? Or your claws, I guess.
No, it's a
It's a
Sinestra's
hand.
Hand.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice.
Thank you, Ian. Hey all. Been looking into getting a Marine army, and Dark Angels look really cool, but after reading
Chaos
their
Guard.
all over the place rules, I have to ask, what do Dark Angels do?
Yeah, right. When
great
you find out,
question.
please tell us. I've been trying to start that army a couple times. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, now it's time to start collecting the Dark Angels. I love the little Terminators. I love the
Right.
cloaks. I'm like, okay, what do I build the army? So what is the rule? Oh, they stand still. Okay, don't want to do that. All right, so it's a shooting army. I kind of wanted the Terminators, and it's like,
But they
oh, okay.
also have to advance.
Yeah, and it's like, and then
Right,
it's like,
yeah.
okay, so I've got these bikes, or is it the green guys, or is it the? And then I'm like, you know what? Bottom of the pile. I'm
Yep.
starting Blood Angels.
Yep.
Like,
That's kind of like the unfortunate but true answer. And you'll notice that all of the supplement chapters are getting a book right after the Space Marine chapter, except for Dark Angels. So hopefully there's going to be
They gotta
more
figure
of
that
fleshing
I
out.
thought they were just going to go in the Chaos book.
Oh, you're right. The CSM book comes out right after, and there's a supplement for that.
Yes.
So anyways, we're probably going to see a lot of new rules and things coming out, because right now they seem so confused. Between their Psychic Awakening, what they currently have. So yeah,
I really
that's the truth
my
of it.
wish list for that would be that they make the 3 sub factions
Yeah.
feel very unique.
Right.
And I would want them to almost have like, here's a benefit for running this kind of solo army, this kind, and then a mixed army plays in this way. It's almost like Drukhari in a way, but even more benefits
like
I'd want to have.
Drukhari, yeah.
I'd almost want to have more benefits
Yeah.
and of mixing. And the other thing I would want to see is, I'd want to see there are more knightly traditions kind of coming through. And I would rather, I don't like the whole standstill thing.
No.
Garbage mechanic,
Yeah.
horrible mechanic. I want to see something more knightly from
Right.
them, whether that's on the charge or like, I love things like the Inner Circle, like where they're just immune to morale. I want to play up their fact that they have secrets or intel, and I love all of that. They don't do enough of that.
Yeah, totally agree.
Thank you, Crate. Hey, Titans. I keep missing the Orc games live, so here I am with an Orc question.
Yeah.
What are your opinions on Ludas? They don't seem to get much love, but I love them. Bad Moons, Daka Daka Daka, and Grot Shields.
Yeah,
That's exactly how to
Still
play them,
good.
for sure. It's still interesting, and hey, 2 damage is the magic number, right? The main thing is they're expensive, and they're only -1 AP. Having said that, they're still great.
less things get covered these days, which is a big help for them.
That's true.
That's a nice help, but
They're really good at transports because they're
Mm.
strength 7
yeah,
and they're -1, and transports don't get cover anymore.
yeah. No vehicles and like a bunch of elite stuff don't even get.
I think
like
they got
bikes and stuff.
hurt pretty badly by Blast, though, because you want to take massive units to power up with all the strats.
Well, that's why you
and
take Grot Shield.
Grot Shield, you're still targeting
You're still
Ludas,
targeting them.
which means you
Yeah.
still get a billion shots.
Well, then just take a 10-man squad. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to go 15. And also they're pricey and they're not your one answer to everything, right?
Yeah, I actually traditionally only run about 10 anyways.
Yeah.
I don't go full investment.
And a lot of people
into
didn't even back in the day.
Yeah, so that's a good point, Bridger. Yeah, you could do 10 and it's still interesting.
They're still solid
With Bad Moons, I wouldn't run it as anything else.
because you need that efficiency.
You need the efficiency, rerolling ones and the double shoot. There's no
Yeah.
other way to get double shoot. So,
Because you don't have Vigilus anymore either, right?
well, that was for other units.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel you. Thanks for the question, though.
Thank you, Mike. Hands down, the best bat reps and beautiful models. Playing a 1K point game tomorrow, what do you think of Fusion Blade Cold Star to partner with Farsight?
Oh, nice.
I love the Fusion Blades. The 2 attacks, no rerolls. Super rough. But it's a lot of fun, and it's fun to make models. There's third parties that make the little Fusion Blades.
Some cool stuff.
I've had it work like once, maybe. I've tried it maybe 5 or 6 times in all of 8th edition. And I had it kill a thing one time. So go for it.
A lot of variance.
Go for it. It's not amazing, though. I wish, like, he has 4 attacks, no rerolls. Just let him have all 4 of his attacks with it.
I know.
They just let you take only 2 attacks. Like, what are they? Why? No other weapon in the game is really like that.
That'd be too
The
unreasonable.
Onager Gauntlet. You can only have 1 attack.
Yeah, so the only other weapon in the game that's like that is Tau, and you can only have 1 attack with your Power Fist. Like, what?
It's strength 10, Brian.
If the guy was
Can't
4
contain
armed,
it.
if he had 4 arms and he had 4 attacks, and you put the fist on 1, I'd be like, fine, you only get 1 attack with it, because he punches simultaneously with all 4 fists. But no, Tau have this weird thing that if they have a weapon in a hand, they're like, I can only fight with the number of hands one
He's
time.
got legs too. He's like, ah!
That's what he's doing. It's 2 hands, 2 legs. That's how they're fighting. They just fly at you with their hands and feet out. This is why they're so bad at combat.
It's true. It's true. They're like those the wavy things in front of car places.
The wacky waving arm, inflatable, flailing 2-mans.
That's right.
That was
I
close.
was impressed. I was not brave enough to say it. I'm glad you did.
Thank you, Invirum. These are the 2 armies I play. Fun to see them battling. New CSM rules. Thoughts on Chaos Marks giving buffs to units, for example, Nurgle +1 toughness.
Yeah, I was.
That sounds a little good.
But they used to do things like that.
Yeah,
right?
I want them to
used
do something.
Nurgle, well, and it's tough to balance. Nurgle being +1 toughness meant that many Nurgle armies were bikes because they're T6. And you're like, that doesn't really make sense for Nurgle, but like statistically, it was powerful. So they have to be careful. Having said that, I would love for it to do a bit more than the keywords currently do. Right?
You know how they're showing now?
Yeah.
That you can buy a lot of upgrades. with points instead of with
like the Master Sanctity.
Yeah, Master. So you buy that with points instead of CP. Maybe they can make the marks cost points.
That would be cool.
So it's like you pay 10 points for it on a normal Marine squad, but you pay like 20 for it on a bike squad or something like that.
That would be awesome.
Or like maybe you pay more if it's
or
a
like
big squad.
if you have a mark, then you can do this other upgrade that's for the god only.
Yeah. I definitely would want to make the marks matter because they don't now, and it's horrible.
It's just like in this game, it literally didn't matter.
Like it lets you shoot twice, cool, but
that's true.
It's the thing I hate about that is it's so obvious.
Right.
There's no other mark that would do anything for you.
Yeah.
Right. And so they should make the other marks have an option. Like maybe the Nurgle making them T6 could be interesting.
Yeah.
Whereas Slanesh right now is the only thing that does something because it's the only strat that matters.
Yeah. Well. You could make them Nurgle and then spend 2 CP to maybe res one of them.
Yes. Well, you could also fleshy abundance them too, which is good.
Yeah, true. And then the other thing is like I considered again my Demon Prince originally was gonna be Slanesh. So then if he takes the Feel No Pain, which only works on Slanesh, then that's something. But like I was like I'm gonna take Prescience. Suddenly it doesn't matter what god I am, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
You're right. I wish it did more too.
Thank you, Sean. Will the new Death Guard Codex supplement? I'm very confused. Will they have access to the new Chaos Space Marine Codex?
No.
There's a lot of paraphrasing.
So Death Guard are their own book and have been their own book since 8th edition. And then with the new Codex, I would assume that it wraps in all the Psychic Awakening stuff, and then you'll be looking at literally just one book for Death Guard.
Yeah.
You can have them in the same army because you'll be Chaos and you can have different detachments.
Yeah.
But they're not the same army at all.
It'll be wholly its own codex. You'll have to wait for a separate release.
Right. You can have Plague Marines in a CSM army. They're similar, but they're actually distinct armies.
And they're Plague Marines, but they're not Death Guard.
Correct.
And they literally cannot be Death Guard.
No. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Thank you, Colt. Here's my wish for the CSM Codex. Even if it won't happen, each legion should have their own psychic discipline, save world eaters who should get something similar.
Yeah, well, that's the constant difficulty. Like the Corn Prince getting +1 attack. I'm sorry, it's not the same as getting Warp Time. It's just not equivalent.
Well, not just Warp Time, but a +1 invuln. And
well, but all the others have
some.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Because a Corn one versus 1,000 Suns, the 1,000 Suns get +1 invuln.
Yeah.
And 2 casts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And those are amazing casts.
Right.
At extra range.
And they can still take a sword that gives them the extra attacks.
So good.
Yeah.
Well, they only get one cast in this army.
In this army, but 1,000 Suns still Chaos Legion. You know what I mean? Like, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, World Eaters and 1,000 Suns are equal. They're both legions.
No, I agree.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I think it's a great idea.
Yes.
And again, I've seen similar things in other armies or units. Like corn dogs can do denies, and then Sigmar corn units do basically more prayer-based things. So give them a prayer
Exactly.
around Khorne, right?
And they also get to tally up blood points and stuff like that,
so fun.
which is
It's
way more
great.
interesting.
Yeah, and it's like,
and they did that kind of stuff with the sisters, where you've got like this little mini game that you've got your side
Right.
dice.
Exactly.
And I love that, and they do that stuff in Age of Sigmar all the time.
Yeah.
And Khorne like should power up when things die.
Right.
Anything that dies, they should like
anything.
power up. I'd love to see mechanics like that.
Yeah.
They should make like a cup and little blood tokens, and depending on the height of the blood tokens in the cup, you get different benefits.
And depending on how, but it's really a jug, and in order to use like there's like a little meter on the side, and if you want to use an ability, you have to chug a certain amount of it at once.
So
you have to chug at least like a liter in one go.
Yeah.
And then you could get like +3 attacks on every model or something.
Exactly. It's basically beer hammer with
that is
blood.
not where I was going.
And it's like pure blood. But it's just like cornstarch or something.
It's fruit punch.
It's Hawaiian punch.
Well, cornstarch is actually how they do blood in most TV shows.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Thanks.
That is so apropos. Oh my god. I just can't even.
Thanks again, Colt.
Cornstarch?
Call us Games Workshop. Got ideas.
Unique units per legion would be awesome as well. Chosen in CSM need to be better.
For sure they do.
Also, 30k weapons because they were there, man. Why not use them?
Yes. CSM get all the negatives of being unsupplied and scared of things, right? That matches the lore, but they don't get the positives, which is they have this ancient technology and other weird stuff. So I totally agree.
Like they don't have the relic keyword cool, but like no big deal, especially when Games Workshop made all the Forge World stuff like not good.
Oh my god, yeah.
Right?
That's right.
Yeah, I absolutely think they should get a lot more of the 30k rules. That would be amazing.
Yep.
Thank you, Devin. How would you run Sisters of Bloody Rose using the Triumph of St. Catherine? Thanks for the great content.
Ooh, isn't this exactly your army?
This is exactly on my list. Thank you for asking. So again, still experimenting, but overview of the list is 2 Celestians, 2 Dominions, 2 Mortifiers, the Triumph Celestine, a Canoness, 2x9 Repentia with a Preacher.
Awesome.
Amazing. So the whole army is still own an Image of Fire, still durable. They're strength 4. They're +1 attack, -1 rend on the charge. So basically, you sit up there. It's a ton of like just sisters, but they're all -1 rend strength 4
They all have
sisters.
extra efficiency.
Exactly. So like they don't want to charge you. If they do, 1, you can fight. 2, you can send out your Repentia and do counter charges. And it just plays board control and then does targeted strikes very, very well.
Amazing.
And St. Catherine just generates extra hits thanks to the FAQ, or extra miracle dice, and thanks to the FAQ, you can be like, I'm going to be hidden here, obscured, and like within 6, so everyone's getting +1 to hit in melee, extra miracle dice. It's literally my list.
Can the Triumph of St. Catherine be any subfaction, or is it all have to be Bloody Rose?
It has no subfaction, but it just works on all orders.
Ooh, nice.
Each of the relics are technically
I'm glad
from
they
an
did
order.
that.
It's great.
It is definitely a psyker.
What's that?
It has to be a psyker.
No, it's just miracles, okay?
No, it's a psyker.
It's pure miracles. They don't call them psychic dice. They call them miracle
dice. Exactly. It sounds very much like Destiny dice from Tzeentch and Sigmar, but like completely different concept.
Definitely completely different.
Yeah.
Not even the same at all.
Yeah. Not part of the plan.
Nope.
Thank you again, Devin. Also, how would you run a competitive Black Templar list using only Firstborn and Crusaders?
Well, first you have to call them Dark Templars.
You didn't even let me mess it up this time. I'm just like, well.
It's too much of a meme.
I think there's really cool builds with that, honestly. Like, you hit it on the nose there. Crusaders. Were you talking about the Land Raider Crusader? Or the other type of Crusader?
No, the Crusader squads.
Little dudes
with the neophytes and the...
All right, that's right, I forgot. So I would take Crusader squads and put them in the Land Raider Crusader.
And just crusade.
And you'd crusade, and then you do counter charges, play very aggressively. I'm actually like 90% not joking.
Take the upgraded Emperor's Champion, because this is the army to do it with.
Of course, yeah.
I've never ever seen anyone ever do it. This is the army to do it.
There you go.
They need to make a Primaris Emperor's Champion.
That would be amazing.
That would be so cool.
That would be so cool.
I would almost...
Isn't that the Judiciary?
No.
No.
I want that knight helmet and the big great sword, and give me that.
The Judiciary lore-wise sounded like he's going to be Emperor's Champion, but doesn't play like an Emperor's Champion.
He doesn't.
He's a duelist. He
doesn't duel. He like stands back and he's like, yeah, you fight last. Now go get him, boys.
That's
he's a good fighter.
That's not Emperor's Champion.
That's how he's optimally played competitively, but like GW intends for you to duel with him.
He's a good fighter.
I play my cultists like that. Doesn't mean
that's true. Anyways, that's the thing I'd like to see.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of counter charges out of transports for the Black Templars. Deep striking could be interesting.
They can deep strike okay.
Because they actually get rerolls.
Yes.
So I think Vanguard bets are great for them, honestly.
Especially with those extra wounds. I'm into it.
Thank you, Mark. Thanks for the advice against Thousand Suns last week. The grot screen saved so many boys.
Nice.
Though the hero was the Burner Bomber, besides the jump, what other Weird Boy power would be good for freebooters?
Isn't the freebooter power interesting? It's
Does it remove the burner bomber from the game?
yeah, exactly.
Because that would be pretty interesting to me.
I don't know the freebooter's power.
I'm gonna pull it up. I'm trying to think. The other power is Warpath. It's not crazy.
Not really. No. Warpath is like it's always good, but it's not.
Yeah.
It doesn't synergize amazingly.
Oh, I will sometimes do Warpath with freebooters on a Gorkanaut.
Yeah. Okay.
Just because it's you do it with the stomps, it's extra 3 attacks. It's like a cute thing. It's not anything crazy though.
There's nothing obviously standout. Let him take a look.
I think the freebooter's power is actually quite good.
Yeah, we'll go to the next question. We'll come back to it.
Thank you, Ishpal. Great content as always. Which Primaris Lieutenant, named or unnamed, would you take on a date and where? Also, if you could make a new one, what would it be? Primaris Lieutenant is awfully specific, but I get the meme.
Well, there's more Primaris Lieutenants than there are Primarchs. So I feel like it's a good choice.
I would take a Phobos Primaris Lieutenant because his gun is so good.
But which Phobos Lieutenant would you take?
Raven Guard.
And which model?
Ooh. The one that I made my Lias Isidon conversion out of.
Which one is that? Is that the first one?
That's the one.
Yeah.
That's it.
So many lieutenants.
I would take the Phobos Lieutenant in the Reaver armor one where he's throwing the grenade.
Yeah, and he's like running.
Yeah, because he's full of surprises and like...
He's like dropping a grenade behind him, isn't he?
Yeah, it's like on his feet and he's like flying through the smoke.
That's super
cool.
cool.
Just like, that sounds fabulous. I would totally go on a date with that person.
That's awesome. I love my... I have an Ultramarine specific special edition one who I think his name is actually like a Cassius type thing.
Right.
Because they're all named the same, I think. And he's just got his... he's pulling out his sword.
Yeah.
And he's got like the Roman loincloth type thing. He's really cool. Yes. And I really had the most fun painting him up. I don't think I've played him in a while.
No.
But I'll put him on the table soon.
Especially because
next
the new
game
one came out. Yeah.
Yeah, next game I'll do it.
To answer the previous question, freebooter, that's right. It's the Jolly Orc's Glare. Enemy unit with an 18. And a good thing, you don't have to be visible. I mean, there's a couple reasons I like this. It's you don't have to see them. Half their movement, -1 advance, -1 charge.
Huge.
Ooh, that's very, very, very good utility spell. So honestly, I would take that and to jump with Warphead.
Well, the funny thing is, you could jump him and then get within range.
Yeah.
Like jump him, get hidden behind some crates or something, and then do it.
Debuff him. Yeah. And 18 is like reasonable. It's a little danger close, but it's not unreasonable. Right?
Yeah.
So I honestly would do that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you, Templar. Would you want to see a Blood Bowl style game in 40K? If so,
nice.
What kind of stuff would you want to see in it to make it different?
Oh, that'd be so cool.
Let's pick a different sport other than football.
Oh, you Canadian.
So they play football in Canada.
American football?
They play Canadian CFL football.
Well,
they play Canadian American football.
But they lose all the time. So.
But they do play it.
They lose to whom?
When they play us.
But that's because we play by your rules.
Wait, you play Americans with Canadian football?
There's like special events.
There's rules, yeah.
So what would you, like hockey or something?
Shit, okay.
We cannot have Warhammer 40K hockey.
Oh, nice.
Get out of here.
No, it'd be like space ice. It'd be like warp ice. Dark.
Get out of here.
Imagine ice, but grim
Blackstone.
dark.
It's
There's
Blackstone.
like Blackstone.
Yeah.
There we go. That'd be good.
It's basketball, except the ball is a bomb.
Oh yeah, Space Jam.
Dude,
Yes!
Space Jam. Yes. Well, so
it.
you could have like psychic powers and like rocket powered things.
It's definitely Space Jam.
Oh, it's totally
Okay,
Space
we shut it
Jam.
down. That's what we're
my
doing.
God.
Excellent. We solved it.
Oh my gosh.
GW, reach
Ship
out
it.
to us.
No, we're gonna write this rule set now.
We should play that.
We're ending the stream. We're gonna start writing right now.
I have so many ideas.
Yeah,
oh my
me
God.
too.
Thank you, Crashing Adam. Did you insult your barber's wife or something? JK, you look great. Can the Dark Angels be competitive now? Loving the live shows.
Are they competitive? No.
No.
They're still Space Marines.
There was a shining moment with the FAQ where everyone's like, "Oh my God, they're amazing because you can target characters with the stuff," and it went away. But they're still Space Marines. So,
They're like good,
yes.
but there's nothing. Okay. How about this? They're really good, but every other Space Marine chapter is better.
Yeah, that's the correct context.
Right?
Context. Honestly.
They're still Space Marines.
Yeah.
But they're the worst of the Space Marines. They're like actual worst. Maybe they're the actual worst as far as power level, right?
Yep. No, they are.
If they're not the worst, they're definitely at the very bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just levels of. They're
Of
still
power.
better than many other armies.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lavarius. Nice cut, B. Slanesh wants some. How do you guys think Core will cross over factions as no one has rerolls like Marines?
Yeah.
How do you give Quinn's Core?
We thought about that already.
We did.
We were
think
talking
about that. So first of all, I'm glad you mentioned the Space Marine thing because I do agree. I think Core will affect Space Marines disproportionately to every other army because they were all about rerolls. Again, that's an uninformed opinion, but that's a thought. With Quinns, I think they have so few armies A,
So
that
for your units.
or so few units that it shouldn't be too much of a problem, and B, I believe they did show that even with Marines, bikes are core.
They did.
So I feel relatively safe about it.
Please
if
no.
they don't
Please don't
become
make
core,
those bikes core.
If they lose core, I almost wouldn't play them.
Harlequins?
If you,
The only thing they would lose
I wouldn't
out
play
on,
the bikes.
The only thing they'd lose out on, or they lose
Is-
out all auras.
Yes.
That's the theory. Losing reroll to wound.
So it's not just that. You would lose your auras, your other aura abilities, like your -1 to wounds and your minus
Well,
ranges
yeah,
and stuff.
very potentially.
That would be way scarier.
I doubt that would. Well, maybe.
There's probably other auras that
They already don't work on them unless you use a strat, though.
Okay, okay.
Here-
So
I
probably
think we're
not.
safe
I think
there.
they'll have core. My bet is that they'll have core.
I think they'll have core.
Here's how I would look at it.
Yeah.
Don't look at it as what is every army losing. Think of it as a new design opportunity for
No.
opened design space.
If I couldn't reroll wound to wound on strength 4, terrible.
Like
They,
Eldar could get powers
Uh-huh.
that benefit core, and it's just added new rules, right?
Anyway, I think
it's
they'll
new
have
design
core.
space.
Yeah.
You're-
You're
you're
talking
right.
broadly now.
You're right that they could take it away and replace it with something different.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
True,
they
true,
could,
true.
and that would be fine.
Yeah.
Could even be better.
I would even caution people to remember the same thing with Space Marines. You haven't seen the whole book.
Yeah,
You
for all you
haven't
know,
even
they
seen a
took it
fraction of the
away,
whole book.
and then they gave like a 1 CP Demon Forge to reroll hits and wounds of the
Yeah,
unit or something.
exactly.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Please no.
Please no.
But having said that, we do like core here.
Thank you, Josh. What do you guys think about the balance issues with going second? Any advice on surviving alpha strikes?
I went
This question
second.
a lot.
They'll train.
Yeah,
Train.
I went second, and
You're fine.
you had a lot of shooting, and I had an army that hates getting shot.
Yeah.
And you just got to be able to hide.
So you notice, so Brian had his wolf in, actually in the open,
I had them in the open.
but behind this obscuring terrain, and Bridger and I were talking about this when I was deploying, right? The only way, like I could have my blitz here to shoot there, but then if you go first, I'm vulnerable, things like that. So
Yeah.
A, it was setting up a proper table, but then B, Brian, as he's setting up, in particular, made sure that he was up, but also defensive and kind of using this obscuring terrain in the middle. Those are a couple things that were really important.
Listen, if you wanted to risk your key unit to blast one of my MSU units,
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, the Wolfen were good, but they didn't really matter.
No.
They just were one of my threats.
Right,
And so if you put your guys up there, and I did get to go first, I might have been able to run up and hide,
right.
and you might have been able to shoot nothing.
Yeah,
with them.
absolutely. And then conversely, I know he doesn't have much shooting, so I kind of could put pretty much everything out. But if he did, I'm behind these crates, or I'm honestly almost all behind this obscuring terrain, and then vice versa, right? He didn't have shooting, so I didn't need to, but it's important to have those options.
Yeah, so just bring the terrain,
it's really
and
important.
that's how you mitigate it.
Yep.
Thanks, Paul. This is going to be old by the time you get it, but what do you think
True.
army bonuses could affect core, like Armageddon Steel Legion Doctrine could make Chimera's core sort of thing?
Oh, neat
Oh,
idea.
That's cool.
I love
it.
it.
And that used to be more of a thing, right? You take a biker boss, then now you
Right.
get bikes as troops, and I honestly would love to see a return of that.
Ooh, Cool.
Yeah, that'd be
It's
Love
cool.
just more design space. There's a lot of cool stuff they could do with it.
Exactly.
Let's do that. I love that rule.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lucas. Hey guys, without giving away any rules, which is your favorite of the new cryptex to use?
Well, style-wise, I love me that Chronomancer with the face.
It's a cool name.
Well,
Oh,
the
no, that's not the
Chronomancer.
Chronomancer, it's a Psychomancer.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. The Chronomancer, I didn't think was that exciting looking.
No.
All cool names.
It's some Psychomancer or something.
Yeah.
With the face.
Psychomantis.
Yes.
How about this? I
Uh-huh.
don't like any of them.
You don't like the models?
I like the models. Are we
Okay.
saying the rules?
He's saying not the rules.
Cool.
Yeah.
Because we're not supposed to
'Cause we
spoil
can't.
anything.
We literally
I
can't.
don't like any of the rules. I like the special characters, funny enough.
Yeah.
The special character cryptex.
Right.
So I'm going to go with Caesaris. He's my favorite cryptech.
That's not a Mancer.
He's a new model.
Cryptech, yeah.
He's a cryptech.
He's a Cryptech?
He's the OG cryptech. He's the.
Does he give an invul now?
He doesn't have the Chronomancer or the Chromatron.
What kind of Cryptech is he?
Only the Chromatron has it.
The
No, because
Chronomancer
the
has the
regular
Chromatron?
Cryptech has
Yeah,
it.
but not anymore, right?
Oh.
They
Because
showed
the
yeah.
Chronomancer is going to have the Chronomatron.
That's right.
That's like his thing.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
Just like the Psychomancer is the only one with
They
a brain.
showed that the Psychomancer doesn't have it. They showed the which one? The one that came in the book, the Plasmancer.
Plasmancer.
The Plasmancer doesn't have.
He's the only one with
Chromatron,
plasma.
Yeah, but he's a different type of Cryptech. you
But
know.
he's a cryptech without
Yeah,
it. Yeah,
So you don't like the invul?
it's okay.
Well, I know you would take Oricon every time if you could.
Yeah.
Alright.
Let's take the or let's take.
Yeah, well, Oricon's is just too good.
Yeah, cool.
The fact that the 5-up works in melee too.
Yeah, it's good.
And is longer range.
He's an ugly model though, so maybe convert him up.
I bought him, and I'm literally just gonna take the head and put it on something
I
else.
wish I did that. I have the actual one over there, and he's kind of
He's so small.
he's pretty derpy, and he's really flat.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the old
yeah.
school flat models. He was a fine
Exactly.
cast.
Yeah.
Not good.
I'm keeping the head and maybe the staff.
Okay.
Thanks, Jordan. I've started playing Drakari. Dark Technomancer feels great,
Mm.
but everything else just feels anemic. Do you think
kinda
this
true.
is my inexperience, or do I need to lean into stronger options?
No, I think you're not wrong. Even that second trait, I need to pick a better second trait. because I was like Dark Technomancers and then something else. I don't know. But overall, the army is lacking. It needs a little bit of a sort of rules boost. So just keep trying, keep playing crafty and sneaky. And that's kind of that's the play style right now.
And it's an
Mostly
army
out
that
of
requires
necessity.
the army at the moment requires master play.
Yeah, it does.
Because it is so delicate. It's all about playing tricks and doing surprise moves, using the movement phase, like mastering movement phase. And that takes the most practice in this game.
And I will say, I think Dark Technomancers is the more of a like the strategic option over Prophets of Flesh. I'm like tripping over my words. Prophets of Flesh are definitely an easier build, but I think if you can master Dark Technomancers, it's a better army.
Yeah.
So I think I would just stick with that and just perfect that.
I miss the old days of Prophets of Flesh. Just the simplicity of just having a blob of 4-up invuln.
Why does it not shock me that Bridger would say that?
Those were the days.
You just get your rack, you sit there and you got like a 4-up.
I hated that army. It was so annoying.
It was perfect.
It was so dumb.
But actually, it was one of those armies where I played Tau against it a lot, and it was I thought I hated it. Like I was like, oh, this army's so annoying. But it's still the whole thing did still evaporate in 2 turns.
Well, because they're like they have one big unit, and you're like, hey, I love shooting one big unit.
That's right.
Yeah.
So I did actually get through them, but it was a thing where it was like it died harder than everything else.
Yeah.
But everything else just died really easily.
Right.
So.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you, Musa. Hey, Titans. Just started 40k after 15 years with 2 Indominus boxes, a box of Tomb Blades, and 3 Locust Destroyers. What loadouts would you recommend?
Wow. Without the Codex, I'm going to tell you to wait. If you want to build them now, just pick the one that you think looks coolest. They've previewed some of the new weapons for the Locust Destroyers, but they don't call them Locust Destroyers, the kit you bought.
Right.
But I guess they're calling them that now.
Right. Most of the Indominus doesn't have any other build options, so you're pretty safe.
But you're talking about the Tomb Blades. The Tomb Blades have the Gauss or the Tesla, and then they also have the other upgrades.
Well, Necron Warriors have 2 guns now, too.
But the box
doesn't
is snap to fit. So I don't think
it might actually come with the other weapons.
It comes with both
options. It comes with both options.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am waiting on mine.
So you should wait.
So I don't even know it has both guns.
They said October, so it can't be that far out. It could be the very last day of October. They've done that in the past. With Orktober.
Rip Orktober.
Yeah. But
pre-order October 31st.
That's right. So it didn't even come out in October.
No, it didn't.
Yeah. We're still bitter.
I'm still bitter.
So yeah, I think just wait.
Yeah, if you can wait, pick some of the really cool models and paint them up really nice, and
yeah, go for it.
It's hard to do without all the context.
Yeah.
Thank you, Elias. Elias says, "Thanks for the show as always, boys. I'm sure Brian will doctor this message to refer to Bridger, but I'm looking forward to his terrain video."
Yeah, stop.
This is gonna haunt us
That's
forever.
A funny one.
It literally is. The worst thing is we literally can't back down now.
That was a good one.
We could just keep this going forever.
This is just never going to be made.
Names. That was good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Elias, I guess.
Thank you, Tyler. Thoughts on Calidus Assassin, considering the amount of CP being used first and second turn?
True.
Yeah.
Asking for Wolves, love the content, win it for Russ.
That sounds great.
They're always good.
Yeah.
I love when I'm playing Space Wolves. I really want to just play more Space Wolves.
Right.
So if I have 100 points, keep in mind Ragnar's 125. So it's like I'll just squeeze in a Ragnar. It's like I just want to play more Wolves, but they do add a lot of utility, and you're almost never be sad that you took an assassin.
No.
Even the weaker assassins, if you play them smart, they have tons of cool abilities.
Totally agreed.
Thank you, Steven. I've seen a lot of talk about Harlequins being an insanely good army in 9th. What are your thoughts?
They are.
What are your thoughts?
You should check out the TTTT. They did very well in the TTTT. I love them.
Your Harlequins are undefeated in 9th edition.
That's right. Yeah.
Right? And that's how many games now? About 7?
8.
8 games.
Yeah.
Undefeated.
Crazy.
So, and they were up against tough opponents.
They really were. So they are very flexible, they're just good. They're very flexible. They're good against Marines, especially. So everyone's like, oh my God, Marines are amazing. Marines are amazing. But Harlequins have tools to beat them and outmaneuver them.
Could I even, with the armies on the shelf, could I purpose build an army that could beat the Harlequins?
You could. You could.
What's the thing that beats them?
So I have a confession to make.
Okay.
I lost last night.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
With your Harlequins?
About it. So I played White Scar Successors.
Oh, against Jesse. Okay.
And I lost by 3 points.
Oh, shout out Jesse. You down the
I was
tyrant.
like, how do I break the news to Brian? I know you're trying to prove this opposite at this point, but it's true.
But you lost only by a little bit to one of the strongest armies in the game.
Yeah, and I was bad. I didn't respect the Justiciar, and he did have the chaplain with reroll 2 wounds. Okay. So I went in first turn. I got most of my buffs, but I went in on the wrong flank, basically.
So, okay, you wouldn't do that again. That's just don't do that.
And it was still a very close game. So they're still amazing, They're great.
Can I just say the 2 armies, both with reroll full wounds in combat, is just dumb. It's just a pile of dumb.
Yeah, it's not good.
Good
I think
talk.
it's dumber for Marines, but
Yeah.
because they're also rerolling everything else. With Harlequins, the only way to get any rerolls to hit is for 2 command points. 2 command points. Great Harlequin.
Yeah.
Reroll 1s.
I'm glad though. Like, get
That's
it
what I'm
out
saying.
of here.
That's what I'm saying. But Marines are just like, yeah, we get to reroll everything.
Yeah.
So anyways, yeah. So they're amazing. They're great. Check out honestly, watching those games, you'll see how they play because you can't really describe it in a couple sentences.
Right.
You gotta
Cagey.
see it in action.
One word.
They're
Cagey.
cagey, but not all the time. It's not like Eldar, right?
Caged dog.
Well,
2
they can
words.
also charge.
Nothing more dangerous than a caged animal.
They can also charge
Wow.
with like half their army turn 1.
Yeah.
They don't have to be cagey. You were due for destroying the terrain a bit.
I charged you first turn like every game.
You did, and it sucked.
It's really good.
The only thing, if we go back, we talked about the White Scars game.
Yeah.
I would have had to deploy way on the back line.
Yep.
And that would have meant you couldn't charge me first turn.
Right.
But it would have just meant you sat in the midboard.
Yeah.
So I still probably would have lost, but it would have been less devastating turn 1.
True.
I don't
Yeah.
know what that buys me, but I'll take it.
They're great.
They're really, really good.
Thank you, Kion. Started watching y'all the past 2 weeks. Thanks for the content. Just started Tau, but don't understand loadouts and lists. Can we get a beginner video?
We did an early how to play Tau in 9th edition. It's on the channel. We're probably not going to go deeper until their codex comes out. We have no idea when that'll be. So probably quite a ways from now because they've announced a few things up until the end of the year, and it's not one of them.
Yep.
So, but expect when the codex comes out, we'll cover it in greater depth. The other thing you could do is just look back at the previous battle reports for Tau. They're one of the factions we play more often. We've probably already played them 3 or 4 times since 9th edition started. And you'll see the way that I've constructed armies and the way that I play the army, because it's like 1-2 lost 2 I think in 9th edition so far.
Yeah.
So it's doing okay, and actually I have so many more ideas. The next game we play with them, I wanted it to be like a really good build to show people.
Right.
But I also want it to be a really silly build that I haven't done in a long time. So I'm like grappling between being super silly and doing some things that like I've just haven't done in years. I think that's gonna win out.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna win out.
We're in exactly the same position.
Yeah.
Because I feel the same about my orcs. I'm just losing my ability to speak today. My orcs, I'm like, I want to bring something really silly, but also like they're not in a good place, and I want to really try to make them win.
You want to like show how they could be good.
Yeah. So I feel your pain.
We should play Tau vs. Orcs is never a fun game.
No.
So I was gonna
So
say
the
you bring your silly list, I bring mine, but my silly list would like stomp the orcs. So never mind.
You're like, I just have like flamers and broadsides. It's so crazy. And I was like, oh.
That's good.
Last one of the night. Thanks, Blue. It's a lore question. If in the lore the Imperium of Man is on the brink, why are 75% of Imperium armies on the channel spanking foes? Note, I understand GW caters to popularity, however, does not follow lore. How do you fix this?
There's many answers to this question.
There are so many answers. So they're on the brink, but it's also like heroic battles, and they are the like goodest guys that you can find in 40K.
Well, and the thing is, when they fight, they win more often than not.
Yeah.
They just can't be everywhere.
They win battles and lose wars.
That's correct. They do. They do win battles and lose wars. And they're fighting up against impossible enemies, right? Like Tyranids and Chaos. There's no victory against these opponents.
They're relentless enemies. They're completely.
That's right. And so they'll win. They'll win over now. But as far as the GW thing, you know, the game is very separate from what GW does. I think it's really easy to have this perspective that GW makes this Warhammer game.
Yeah.
They don't. They make the Warhammer IP.
Yeah.
This happens to be like the game and its rules are like incidental to that. They don't make money like the rules being better or worse, I think doesn't really impact their dollars very much. They make new models and they sell new models, and they have an opportunity for rules to help their new models. You know what I mean? Like, and that's how they actually make money. And like selling an old resin kit, it doesn't really.
No.
They are a business. I don't know.
40 years later, they're still basically a D&D company that makes miniatures.
Yeah.
You know?
At the end of the day, they're not like a video game company where the game is their product.
Right.
The game isn't their product here. The IP, the books, the models, those are the product. The rules are just like an incidental excuse for a subset of people to buy more.
Yeah, which we are a part of. So.
Yeah. So that's why I don't think they care to balance that.
That's it.
All right, that's it.
Woof. That was great.
Thank you so much. What a cool game.
That was so many questions. I had to shake hands. That was amazing. Brutal, very bloody game. Thank you guys for joining us.
Yeah,
we knew it was going to be nuts. I'm glad.
I don't think we thought it would be that ruthless in the center.
I mean, no. I was.
But I'm actually glad it was.
Oh, it was great. Absolutely. So thank you guys so much for joining us. If you did enjoy it, make sure you do like and subscribe. We're coming up with a bunch of new content. Again, we have books right around the corner.
Yes.
We're planning a bunch of stuff for that, so you do want to hear about that as soon as it comes out. This Saturday, we have a very special game. We have a guest, Tasty Taste, aka Blood of Kittens, aka Nick Hayden.
Has he ever been on the channel?
No.
This is his first time. We were going to get him on the first month.
Almost a year ago on Halloween.
Halloween, we were going to play Age of Sigmar.
That's right.
Night Haunt. Right?
Yeah, Night Haunt. It's gonna be a
But
spooky
we had
game.
some technical issues, right?
Yeah, everything broke.
Everything broke. It was like the first break. So he's happy to be back on the channel, and he's going to be bringing his NIDs, which we have had on the channel, the yellow and black ones. And he's been going back and forth, playing with a bunch of different list ideas, finding stuff that's competitive. So he's going to be bringing that. I will be bringing some Nurgle Demons. We're going to talk about local or recent tournament news. Should be a fun game.
Okay, that's great. Well, we hope to see you this coming Saturday. And of course, we've got a lot more content coming up. October is going to be a huge month.
Oh, yeah.
I'm really excited for those new books. But until then, we'll see you next time.